But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
And good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Wow. That's sliding into home plate.
Good morning, Anthony.
Right. Good morning.
We have Dana White on the phone.
Yeah, he was going to call in later, but something tells me Dana has, I don't think Dana just got up. I think Dana has probably up for the night
probably
before.
been awake.
Dana's
Holy
been partying
Jesus.
since Saturday night, I do believe. He's 3 hours early for his big phone call with us. Dana, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. How you doing, guys?
We cut our ecstasy of gold and everything just to get you on the air.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm still up, so thank you.
Are you still in Vegas, or have you left?
No, I'm in Vegas, yeah.
How's the mood there? You had an amazing night
my
Saturday
God.
night, man.
It was crazy, man. It was seriously, this whole town was just absolutely insane. It was so crazy.
What a card, man.
We have a guy who works for us, and, you know, I said it at the press conference, told her, this fight aired in 75 countries live.
Wow.
75 different countries this fight aired live. And we were getting, one of the guys who works for us in production got an email from a guy in Scotland who was doing a golf tournament out there and said you couldn't go anywhere in Scotland, that this wasn't playing in the bars, and it's all anybody was talking about. It was pretty amazing. It was a big night for us.
No, it also happened. I think it was the first sporting event that people were following on Twitter. My fucking,
I know.
My fucking Twitter blew up. People just talking about the fights, giving the results, which in some cases were fine because a bunch of people warned, say, look, I'm going to give results tonight, so if you don't want to see this, don't read my updates. But people were following the fights on Twitter. And I don't think that there was a sporting event that has done that. I think you're the first one, my friend.
Yeah, we're real big online, and for years we didn't get covered by the mainstream media, and really up until Saturday night was the biggest mainstream coverage we've ever had.
I was going to say that, yeah. It's kind of a defining moment for UFC, UFC 100. It was watched by so many people, and just an amazing card. I mean, it was really a great night of fights.
It was. The fights were great, and a lot of guys didn't get to see the undercard. The undercard was really good, too. I think there were 3 submissions where guys literally got choked out, and the one fight, what's his name, was bleeding. Probably, I've seen some bad cuts, but it had to be the worst.
Oh yeah, it wasn't.
Worst cut I've ever seen.
Was it the Coleman fight or no?
No, it was Mac Danzig.
Yeah,
Mac Danzig got that cut, and it was gushing out.
The mat was full of blood.
Didn't he fight that guy?
Amazing.
He fought some guy Miller, I think, Jim Miller.
Yeah.
And the guy walks in, and his walk-in music is Creedence, and I'm like, this guy is a fucking problem. Anybody that walks into the ring listening to Creedence is a fucking major problem. And that was a bloody match. So people just watching the pay-per-view turn it on, and they see this bloody mat, so you know that the undercard was pretty was rough. It was great. The undercard was phenomenal. We watched all the fights.
It was just phenomenal all around. The Brock Lesnar thing. Now, I got yelled at on Twitter. Because after that whole Brock Lesnar thing, I was really excited and pumped up, and my adrenaline was flowing. I'm like, this is awesome. And then people just beat the hell out of me on my Twitter going, it's not awesome, it's not good for the sport, it's not this, it's not that. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. What's your thoughts on the Brock Lesnar thing there, Dana?
I gave Brock my thoughts as soon as he left the octagon.
I imagine you did.
It was, listen, Brock gets fired up, and the hard part for me is I know Brock Lesnar. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. For him to go out and do what he did to me personally that night, is what I was upset about. Meaning him going after one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Just being goofy. I mean, and I'll tell you guys, listen, Brock made a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He made a lot of money on Saturday night. So to be, it's just, I've never dealt with anything like that before. It's never happened to me, and I've been in the fight business since I was 19, and I've been in this business for 12 years, and it's never happened to me before. So that was a first.
Right.
Yeah.
He came out, and it seemed like when he walked into the press conference, and it actually made me like Lesnar more.
Start with the fight. He didn't even touch gloves, which has always been the thing with you guys, Dana.
Kind of unsportsman.
What was that? Was there a lot of shit talking leading up to the fight?
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing too. You got to understand there was a lot of bad blood between these two. I mean, real bad. I mean, Frank Mir was saying stuff, in the media and in the Countdown show, basically saying, Lesnar is going to get destroyed. This guy knows nothing about fighting. I'm going to rip his leg. I should have ripped his leg off that night. Lots of crazy stuff was going back and forth between these two. And Lesnar was really pissed off about the first fight that he thought he should have won, and the referee, made a, basically cost him the fight.
Right.
And didn't he get mad that the ref, he said let him tap too long, too? He said that he thought he tapped and he kept tapping.
And he was right. Listen, Mazzagatti, as a referee, this fucking guy shouldn't even be watching MMA on TV, let alone refereeing it.
Wow.
I think he's the worst ref in the history of any fight business ever. He's horrible.
Hey, there's an exclusive. Stupid me, I thought you picked the refs.
No, we don't pick the refs.
Right? No. You don't pick those guys.
No. The Athletic Commission does. Those guys are picked by the government.
You just don't like that guy at all, huh, Dana?
It's not that I don't like him. He's a nice guy.
No, you don't like what he does out there. That's what I mean.
He's an absolute nice guy. He has no business whatsoever being anywhere near mixed martial arts.
Wow.
Can I tell you, too, we saw this when you saw Lesnar and Mir walk out.
Yeah.
Frank Mir looked uncomfortable. And again, Bob Kelly was with me, and Bobby has forgotten more about MMA than we all know. And he's like, nah, dude, he looks like that every fight. Like, he looked like, to me, I'm like, this guy looks worried. And then as the fight is progressing, I'm like, please tell me he's working up to doing something. Because Lesnar, it looked like a schoolyard type of beating where Brock had his head kind of held and he was just beating him the way the jock would have probably beaten me, Anthony, or Opa.
Yeah. I've seen people on the bottom be able to defend when someone's on top and they're punching them or trying to punch them in the face. I've seen people on the bottom do a great job of defending against that. Lesnar was punching right through any defense.
Yep.
That Amir was trying to come up with, and just pummeling him. It was amazing. It was amazing to watch.
And anybody who knows mixed martial arts knows if you get anywhere near Frank Mir's guard, you're probably getting submitted.
Yeah.
He's probably the best submission heavyweight in the history of the game. Brock got down there, and Frank Mir couldn't do anything.
He was powerless.
And Brock is so big and so powerful. Their first clash, before they hit the ground, by the time they hit the ground for the first time, Frank's bridge of his nose was already cut and bleeding. And I mean, Lesnar, man, I'll tell you, I gave this guy a shot. He was 1-0. I said, this isn't the place to learn how to fight. His attitude was, I'm either good at this or I'm not. I'm going to find out. I only want to fight in the UFC, and it's amazing what this guy has done.
Yeah, we're watching some footage of him flipping off the audience. That was awesome.
That's always a good time. So I always like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Next time he fights, you watch the numbers. If you think you're doing well now, I mean, everybody's going to want to watch the next Brock Lesnar fight.
Some to love him, some to watch him get his ass kicked. But even though you said that wasn't what you wanted, you said we're not in the business of making heels or any of that stuff. It still did work out where people are going to want to watch this guy fight.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Listen, I think people would want to watch him fight just because of how big and strong and unbelievably talented this guy is. What an amazing athlete he is.
Yeah, Yeah. What's his next fight? Do we know, or any hints toward who he might fight next?
Don't know yet. We've got Shane Carwin and Cain Velasquez fighting, and probably the winner of that fight will fight Brock.
Jeez, both of them are going to lose their fight on purpose.
As you're watching this,
each other, somebody's going to have to win.
You're like, why would anybody volunteer for this? I don't care how much money you make. Because Frank Mir, when you're watching him get beaten, you forget what is he? I think he's 6'2" or 6'3", 245. Like, he's not a little guy. He's a massive dude.
He looked small.
Yeah. He looked small though.
Yeah, he weighed in at 245 pounds and absolutely in amazing shape. He trained hard for this fight. He was in great shape, and he was 100% confident. I said before the fight, I've never seen Mir's confidence higher than going into this Lesnar fight.
So Bobby was right about his face. Bobby's like, dude, he always looks like that. He's relaxed. That's just the way he fights.
Sure.
And we saw the whole fucking night, Dane was amazing. It was the card, Henderson Bisping was an amazing fight, and
great.
I've never seen anybody knocked out. And Bisping is a good boxer. He's a good fighter. He got caught with a right. And Rogan is such a great announcer. Rogan called it. Rogan goes, he keeps moving to that left.
Right before it happened.
Joe Rogan, never get rid of Joe, man. That bastard is good. He said he's going to move.
Oh, he's awesome, man.
He said he's going to move right into that right hand, and 15 seconds later, he moved into that ugly right hand, and wow.
Now, what about that second hit on him when he was on the mat? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, Was it unnecessary, or was that just part of MMA? Was there a little revenge going on?
Listen, they go when there's a lot of times that a guy gets dropped and he's not all the way out and they can fight on the ground. You're allowed to go until you intelligently can't defend yourself. Dan is saying that he was, he hit him, then he was going back down for that last shot, and he said I wasn't hitting him again. Then I knew he was out. He said something stupid. It was the night of saying stupid things.
Yeah, apparently so.
About that last one shut him up just because he wanted to get the crowd going, and but you just don't say shit like that.
Yeah,
I wasn't happy with Henderson either. It's just not. It's not who we are. It's not what this sport is like, and that's not what Dan Henderson's like either.
To see him go down like that, and then to see him take another hit when he was in La La Land. I mean, there was no way he remembered falling down. Never mind that second hit right across the face. Wow.
But they usually.
How about the Belcher Akiyama fight?
That was his first fight in MMA, right?
No, it was his first fight in the UFC.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. I'm at UFC. Yeah, from Japanese.
Yeah. He
fight of the night.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, but what were they calling him? Because he was a model.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Yeah,
that guy's a model?
Yeah, the guy from Japan.
He's a model. He's three things.
Model,
singer slash MMA fighter.
Actor.
I got a problem. I don't want to just fucking want to fight him. Raging Bull.
So we got to move on to the press conference. So there's Brock Lesnar sitting there with a Bud Light bottle. I'm like, wow.
But it made you.
David knows how to do some talking.
Dude, it made you like Lesnar more. It really does make you, because he came out and it's like, that was to me like when he came out, like he had been like, all right, I got my ass chewed out. To me, like that was the first time you see this guy, like, oh, that's who he is. Like, he's just a regular dude. He got his ass chewed out by the boss, and now he wishes he didn't say that stupid shit. Like, I liked Lesnar a lot more after seeing him at that press conference.
I'm going to tell you right now, you know me. If somebody's a dickhead, I'll say it.
Yep.
Lesnar's not a bad guy. So I just don't get why he's acting like. But his thing is, listen, this is his honest to God thing. He's like, I don't give a fuck if they boo me or cheer me. He says I could care less.
Yeah.
He says I'm out here fighting for me and my family, and if they don't like me, fuck them. That's his attitude. I said, cool, I get that, but stay away from my sponsors. Okay?
That was another fight where you can tell it kind of clicked the whole MMA up another notch. It put UFC up another notch in entertainment, in credibility, respectability. It's just one of those fights where people are going to go like, "Wow, yeah, I remember that one."
Yeah, it was a night to remember, and like you said, you guys were here in town, man. This whole town was buzzing. We had the fan expo that we had between 30 and 50,000 people that came in just for the fan expo. People that couldn't get tickets.
Jeez,
everyone was there. Everyone. And can I tell you, I emailed Dana. I don't know if you got the email, but I got to say one thing: not one fighter that I met was a dick. Not one of those guys. Like, because they were all over the casino. We would see them walking down these giant hallways in the back to go to the media room. Every one of them would stop and say hello, take a photo. I watched them interacting with the fans. And, like, Machida was surrounded by fans in the casino.
Yeah.
And just talking to everybody, even though I don't think he speaks English, but just, smiling. And just every one of these guys treats the fans well, man. It's so much different than boxing.
When you're with Bob Kelly, everyone seems like a dick.
Bob Kelly, can I tell you Bob Kelly? Bob Kelly, again, who I love and loves MMA. We're backstage.
This is a great story.
And
Listen to this one, Dan.
And Reed Harris, we're walking back, and it was right after the fight. So we see Brock walk by right after the fight. And he just looks awesome. I mean, he really is a force when you're standing 2 feet away from him. Oof. And so we all just say, congratulations, man. And, he nods and he keeps going. And then Frank walks through. And Frank looked pretty beat up. Like, I was surprised how beat up he looked, like standing that close to him.
Oof.
And it was a really sad feeling because you're watching a great fighter who's lost a fight, and you want to say something to him, but you don't know what do you say. And we're all just kind of quiet. And Bob goes, good job, Frank. And it's like, he wasn't trying to be a dick. He really loves Frank Mir. But as a comedian, that's just what you say to somebody. Like, hey, man, good job. Like, it was a bad crowd. Like, that's just what we say.
Oh.
And it was just a reaction. He goes, good job, Frank. And, thank God Frank didn't just take out his aggression and knock Voss.
Should have punched his face.
But it's like you don't know what to say. You want to make the guy feel better somehow.
Yeah,
You want to give the guy a hug when you see him beaten up like that. You want to go, look, man, don't worry about it. You don't. What do you say to somebody after a fight like that?
No, it's the same thing. I went back and talked to Stephen Bonner. And I said, how you feeling? And Bonner was like, feeling like I want to hang myself. And I'm like, cheer up, kid. You win some, you lose some. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's like the one thing about being a fighter is that, it's not like the Yankees play the Red Sox and you lose as a fucking team and you're like, fuck it. We got 152 more games this season. We'll win the next one. You know what I mean? It's when you're a fighter, you go out there by yourself, and you're as good as your last fight. It's a tough business, So yeah, it is cool when you see the guy say, hey, good fight.
Now, you know how I know that? Because when I play UFC Undisputed, and I get an email from Dana after losing a fight, it's very nice. It's like, hey, you lose some. It was a tough fight. Here's your next one. I'm like, okay, Dana, I understand now. I feel better about myself.
Anthony's character is the only one in the UFC game with a dress.
Hey, chop meat does good.
What else? What do you get? You got brewing there, Dana? Anything you could talk about?
You know what? We're excited to come back to the East Coast. August, we're coming back to the East Coast. We're going to Philly.
Dude, Philly for the first time, by the way.
Yeah. Philly, listen to this. Philly for the first time. The thing's almost sold out. It's already the biggest event ever in the history of that state.
What do you mean?
It's the highest grossing event they've ever had.
Wow.
And you got and fighting. Where exactly in Philly? This is August 8th, I think. Am I correct?
Yeah, at the Wachovia Center in Philly.
Jesus.
And they are fighting B.J. Penn, I think, is the main event?
Yeah, B.J. Penn taking on Kenny Florian.
What's his name? Holy shit.
Forrest Griffin and Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva's moving up to 205 to fight Forrest Griffin.
I want to see that one, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
Forrest just looks menacing everywhere. Like, I saw him just sitting there signing for people, and we've had him in. He's a nice guy. He's a funny dude.
He rules.
He just looks menacing. You can't, even when he smiles, you're like, he could literally just bite my face.
He's definitely a problem. Hey,
you guys got to come out for that fight.
Dana,
we are
absolutely, man.
We're all going.
Yep.
Excellent.
It's going to be my first live UFC event. I can't wait.
Man.
In Philly, especially.
You can ask those guys, man. It's just so much different live, man. The energy and the buzz. It's an incredible night.
The feeling of when the music starts, and we've all watched it on TV, but when you see these guys coming out, I don't care what weight class they're in, when you see these guys coming out to their music and you just watch this entourage walking
watching
out.
gladiators.
It is like watching two guys walk into a Roman Coliseum. It's an amazing energy. You can't get anything like a live fight, man. I'm kind of addicted to it after going to two events. It's like, I want to see these things live. If I have to watch them on pay-per-view and watch them on pay-per-view, I really would. But I want to go live and watch
Every
these guys
time
fucking
now, right?
fight. Because the undercards are amazing.
Yeah. I'm psyched. I just got my nosebleed seats for the Philly show. I'm pumped. I got my binoculars. I'm ready to go, Dana.
You didn't get your seats yet?
Right.
Dana, dude, the seats, can I tell you the seats that these guys do nothing but give out amazing seats?
I saw your picture on Twitter, man. Jimmy had awesome seats.
They gave us, we were one row up from the floor, but first row, so we were eye level with the ring. And Reed is just the greatest. He kept bringing fighters over to say hello. He brought over Machida. He brought over Rampage. He brought over Rashad Evans. He brought over Hoist Gracie. It was almost, we were treated so well, it was almost embarrassing. 'Cause we have such low self-esteem that anybody treating us well, we don't know how to handle. Some guy sitting next to me, after Hoist Gracie came over, just said hello. Some guy next to me finally went, "Who are you guys?" To me and Bob Kelly. He's like, "Who are these fucking nobodies that these champions keep coming up?" So, dude, the whole night was amazing, man. And thanks for taking care of us.
Yeah, Jimmy
pleasure, man. Aren't those the best seats? When me and Lorenzo buy tickets for boxing, those are the seats we buy. They're the best. 50-yard line, front row up, the first row up.
Yep.
You can see everything.
You're right there on the level because you're looking through when you're watching in the octagon. You're looking through a fence, and I was on the floor for the first one, which is amazing. But you're looking up a little bit. This is up like a couple of feet, and there's no one in front of you.
That makes all the difference, right?
Dude, it's fucking
amazing.
eye level with the ring. It's amazing.
Dana, I got to read this because I think this has happened a lot. Someone just wrote in. I was never a big MMA fan, but thanks to the UFC game and O&A, I ordered UFC 100. I'm now hooked.
That's awesome.
And now you're going to have it in Mexico. What you said you opened it to like what 100 million on free TV in Mexico because there's
2 million people and to about 240 million in China.
So you know that eventually these people, after seeing it for free a couple of times, is that what you did? You put it on free TV and let's be honest.
We put it on free TV. Yeah, that's my philosophy. Think about it, guys. When we were growing up and you became boxing fans back in the day, it's because you used to see all the big fights on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Mm-hmm. Then they had USA's Tuesday Night Fights on, and that's really where all the big pay-per-view stars in the 90s came from. And I'm a big believer. Plus, our fans buy 12 pay-per-views a year. I can take it on the chin and give them some big fights, 5, 6, 7 times a year.
Right. And you mentioned the one thing I like about about you, the way you run the organization is there's like a transparency. It's like you don't hide things from the fans, and I think that's kind of why it rolls downhill, and the fighters kind of feel like they're on the same level as the fans in a way too. Like you talk about things, you don't just brush it under the carpet. Like when the Lesnar thing happened, or when you weren't happy about what Dan Henderson said at the press conference, or before the press conference, you're like, "What'd he say?" And you talk about it. You don't sweep it all away. And you're very open about it. And like Fedor, you get sick of hearing about Fedor and like he's with a competing group right now, but you mention him at the press conference. And you're like, look, that's the fight people want to see is Fedor Lesnar. I'm going to try to get it done. He's got one more fight under that contract. And you admit that you're going to go after him. Whether you get him or not might be beyond your control.
Right, exactly. It takes 2 people to make a deal. But you know what? In the way that I run the business, it's like when you try to bullshit people know you're bullshitting,
right.
Some people don't like the way that I talk, and they're like, how are you ever going to go mainstream with the way that you talk and the things that you say? Listen, I'm a fight fan just like any other fight fan, and I'll come out and tell you, we had a shitty show tonight. This show sucked. And I'm going to try to make it up to you and give you the next one on free TV or do it again or do something else. You get out there and you have your lawyers write shit for you, and you try to, you go out there and try to lie and cover things up. People see right through it. To me, what's the point? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You said,
absolutely, man.
I was watching you after at the press conference. Dana was doing some interviews that were just with some smaller outlets guys holding, and you were just sitting there kind of holding court, and they were asking you questions. And I caught part of what you said to one group. You said, they wouldn't even give us a meeting. Who wouldn't give you guys a meeting back in the day that probably you went and pitched UFC to and then said, no?
EA Sports.
Who's that?
EA Sports.
EA Sports?
Oh, no kidding.
The video game company.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And they said that they didn't want to sit down with you guys?
Right.
Oops.
They said we're not a real sport.
That was a smart move. Real flash in the pan, UFC. Wow, way to have insight into the way but it's amazing. Like boxing, look, respect to boxers. It's if UFC guys had to just stand up and box, it's a very tough way to make a living. But UFC, it makes it hard to watch boxing anymore.
I was saying the same thing. You watch UFC, and all right, the guys are standing there and they're throwing some punches, and it's like, hey, where'd that foot come from?
Yeah.
Hey, he just put his foot on the side of that guy's head, and it adds an element that boxing just, in my opinion, can't compete with. Thank you,
Dana.
He's gone. What happened?
Well, I imagine he didn't hang up on us.
I think he said, "Screw you guys."
Would it be funny?
He didn't like your comment.
Would it be funny if whenever Dana called, he gave himself say an 11-minute maximum, regardless of what's happening, and as we crossed over, he just hangs up the phone.
Hung up.
He's got OCD with numbers.
Him hanging up goes against everything you just said for the last 5 minutes.
I don't want to talk about that. Click.
I'll tell you if a question sucks. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you that. Click.
That's funny.
Hey, what the hell happened?
You don't have to put him on hold.
Just type in his name.
Yeah,
you know
just put DW. We know who he is. Dana.
Were you bored by Anthony's comment?
No, I got dropped.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What did you hear us up to?
Right when I said EA Sports.
Oh, okay. We were talking about there's nothing worse than when you think you're hitting a home run because someone is really paying attention and you realize their call just got dropped.
Basically, and we've been saying it a lot. I mean, UFC is making boxing look ridiculous.
Yep.
I'll say it. I mean, boxing still. It's ridiculous in my eyes because they're just boxing.
So much can happen in that octagon. So much can happen that it's not just two guys duking it out with their fists. Like I said before, you were rudely dropped. You're watching, and then there goes a foot right upside somebody's head, and you're like, "Holy shit! Where did that come from?"
Well, you know what's crazy? I came from boxing I was such a diehard boxing guy, and a lot of things have hurt boxing as far as the business goes, and there's still some fights that are interesting that I want to see Pacquiao fight again. I'd like to see Pacquiao fight Mayweather, and things like that. But it's so true. Now when you watch boxing, you'll be watching, you're like, come on, kick him, slam him.
Exactly.
Take him down.
It changes the way you watch fights.
Yeah, it's like when the guy's up against the ropes, you're like, fucking choke him. What are you doing? Just stepping back, standing 8. What is this shit? But it removes, there's so many elements of attack in UFC, which is, it's like, you forget that they're punching for a couple of minutes and you forget that, oh yeah, now he's going to grab him and throw him on the ground and then try to break his arm back. It's just, every angle is covered by UFC.
Dana, you think it would ever become an Olympic sport?
I do. I say this all the time. When you think about it, really, it should be an Olympic sport. If you think boxing is an Olympic sport, wrestling is an Olympic sport, they can do taekwondo where they can kick and strike and do all the things. Judo is an Olympic sport where they use submissions. Everything that we do is an Olympic sport already, but who knows? The way that this thing's growing, it could happen, but I hope I'm alive to see it when if it does happen.
And George St. Pierre, by the way, was like a really they were kind of on the mat through the whole fight. But
unbelievable!
What a specimen that guy! He's a physical
he really
specimen,
and he fought the perfect fight that night. Here's the other thing about him: he tore his groin during the third round of that fight. After the fight, he couldn't even walk. But he went 2 more rounds, and you couldn't even tell that it happened.
Alves could not stay on his feet. It was just amazing how many times he was thrown on his ass that fight.
It really was. And what shocked me, too, is George St. Pierre dropped him, too.
He what?
Yeah.
He hit him with a straight right hand. And expect that.
Yep.
He was he was throwing him down at will, and whenever he wanted to put him on the ground, he was putting him on the ground.
Yep.
And watching the fight, it's amazing how you watch these guys right before the fight. When St. Pierre's getting ready to come out, Alves is walking. Are we saying his name right?
Yeah.
Okay, he's pacing back and forth in the ring, and I'm like, why would anybody step into the ring with this guy? And St. Pierre just fucking pretty much manhandled a really good fighter.
He manhandled him, definitely.
He did. No doubt about it. And I said it, too, before this fight, man. I said, this is going to be the toughest fight of his career. And he went out there and absolutely, handed it to him.
Anytime he went inside on that guy and tried to do anything, St. Pierre would just throw him on his ass. There was nothing he could do about it.
GSP's a stud. He really is.
It's embarrassing to be like in the same species class as him. It's like, is genetically that who I compete with to fucking to spread my seed? It's really
But what sexy shorts, right, Jim?
Dude,
could you see his hod from where you were sitting?
I could see it. I was out getting popcorn and I saw it. I hope that's a cup because that really makes me feel like a girly man.
Oh my God.
That is funny. Yeah, he wears the tight shorts and a cup that's really big.
Yeah, I don't believe, he wears the cup that I would wear if I could get away with it. Just are you sure you want a triple XL? Yeah, just relax.
Yes. Give it to me.
It'll look good on TV.
Tight shorts, it's amazing.
That guy's smart.
But yeah, it was the whole night was really great, and every fight was great. Who else is fighting August 8th? Because I know I want to go to that. You got BJ Penn, and who else is on that card?
Yeah, BJ Penn and Forrest and Anderson Silva.
Yeah, Silva.
That's a nice card, man.
All right, so August 8th at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia.
Fucking Philly gets UFC. They are pumped down there, my friend.
Is there any kind of a fan thing going on, or is that tough to pull off because of the location?
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. This was our first one, so we're going to regroup this week and figure out when we'll do the next one.
Well, you should do another one because it was. I just walked through a couple of times. Every fighter that you'd want to meet was there signing, and they were all, they were all organized in the lines. It was actually better than the Porn Expo, which I thought is like all this madness kind of focused and done very well. This was even better. It was organized, and everybody got to meet whoever they wanted to meet. So it was great, man. The whole night was fantastic.
Thanks, I appreciate it. And thanks for your support. You guys are the best.
Yeah. Well, thanks for everything, man. We'll definitely see you soon. And you put on the night was amazing. I was happy for you. After Lesnar won like that, I think that, look, is no disrespect to Mir, but I think Lesnar winning overall is better for the UFC because it's a recognizable name, and it's like this guy's not a fluke. He didn't just walk in and, hey, he won a couple of fights. This guy, now that he's learned a little more, he beat the submission expert.
Just watch your numbers the next time Lesnar fights. I mean,
I'm telling you,
it's going to be
Heath Herring,
unbelievable.
Randy Couture, and Frank Mir. He's taken all 3 out. It's unbelievable.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. He didn't just beat Mir. He beat Couture, and he's like the guy's the real deal, man. And it's like a lot of people don't want to admit that. They want to go, oh, he's just this big wrestler who came in and throws his weight. No, he's fucking. He grabbed Frank Mir by the head, and he kept underpunching him.
Oh, that one was
And I wanted to yell, "Get off him! Get off him!" So a great night, dude. Great night.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, man.
Hey, Dana, thank you. Go get some sleep.
All right.
See you soon, buddy.
All right, Dana White from the UFC, obviously. Very cool.
That was big. Like Hope said, the whole Twittering thing, too, was just like, and people getting mad. Stop it!
Oh, no.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but the people were saying, look, I'm doing results, so don't read my tweets.
But dude,
I liked it, actually.
I didn't think
I was at a bar and they didn't have the fucking fight. So the Twitter was keeping me informed. Your Twitter, Bob Kelly's, Patrice. Patrice is an animal with this freaking UFC. Loves it. And, of course, Rogan himself from the broadcast booth was Twittering. And then I got to see the highlights yesterday morning. So.
Dude, I didn't realize that I'd be giving away results. Like, I didn't think of that. Like, because I was using my Say Now number, too, because it was just like I was listening. I called while they were announcing Lesnar won just to hear people booing and stuff.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that a lot of people may not watch the fight until later.
Oops.
But I should have warned them at least.
Yeah, but
people
people using Twitter and all this other social networking, they understand and can figure it out. Oh, okay, Jimmy's giving shit away. I'm not gonna read his stuff right now.
It's kind of hard in this day and age to keep results quiet.
Impossible.
You know?
Well, here's we wanted to play some highlights, but then Dana White called, but it's worth playing.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg, play-by-play as Lesnar wins.
Frank is getting beat up here. He's taking some big shots, and his face is splattering blood all over his shoulder. Getting the power shots of Brock Lesnar. He's got so much power in those fists, Mike. Frank's in big trouble. That's it. That's it. He's out.
Brock Lesnar is the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion.
Dude, as the sport continues to grow, this is great for the sport.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar.
Hell yeah.
And what he was doing. Then the post-fight interview. This was just
Oh, you guys, I haven't been able to find that online. Good.
Oh, this is amazing.
All right, I'm here with the champ, Brock Lesnar. First of all, Brock, congratulations. You got your revenge. Give us your thoughts on the fight.
I love it. Keep going. Keep going. I love it, man.
You were very worked up even after the fight, even after you beat Frank Mir down. You still were upset and you got in his face. Tell us why you're still upset.
Frank Mir had a horseshoe up his ass. I told him that a year ago. I pulled that sumbitch out and I beat him over the head with it.
Love him or hate him, who doesn't want to see that guy fight next time?
Of course.
You know, I think Dana White obviously has to control the situation, but I think Dana kind of liked this. I can't speak for him, but I think he kind of liked that. Lesnar lost his mind after the fight.
It bothered me because I felt like you should be graceful when you beat a guy like that. But it means I would want to watch Lesnar just to watch him get a fucking beating.
There's going to be a million people now watching for him to either win or lose. Probably, but I would bet, I don't know.
60-40 against him, I wouldn't be surprised.
I know, I was trying to come up with a number quickly. Yeah, it's going to be close, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be one of those things where people are going to want to not like him. That's first of all, and I think people like you were saying, that whole being gracious thing.
Yeah.
I think that's part of boxing that isn't really going to carry over well. Is that whole, it's a gentleman's sport. I like the fact that some of these people go in there not liking each other. There's none of this mutual admiration bullshit when they don't like each other. They fucking want to go in there and put a horseshoe up his ass.
Well, he was saying that
Brock so eloquently put it.
I think he was saying that he was lucky when he won. A horseshoe being lucky.
Yeah. Well,
but these guys are martial artists.
You know what? Sportsmanship sucks a big dick because most of the time it's just fake sportsmanship. These guys legitimately don't like each other. I'm talking about sports in general. And then to see that horseshit after the game's over, it's like, oh, go
well,
fuck
he was a
yourself.
great fighter. I sat there, a lot of respect.
Not even fighting. Any sport, football, hockey. I mean, you can name the sport.
Yeah.
That fake sportsmanship that the league forces down a lot of athletes' throats, it makes me sick. I'd rather hear these guys speak, like Lesnar was, because that's what he was feeling at the moment.
Yep.
Any other sport, he would have calmed it down and thanked Jesus and all this crap.
There's something about the guys, though, especially fighters. I made me go back on YouTube and watch when Fedor won his championship against Nogueira in Pride. And it was a brutal fight. And then afterwards, he's like hugging the guy. There's like something about these guys after they fight when they're kind of like, I like it when they treat each other respectfully. I really do. That really bothered me that he did that. More than any of the other shit drove me nuts. Because Frank Mir, it's like you just beat this guy bloody.
We were completely the opposite. The
guy was
jumping up and down. I was like, I love this.
The guy, before the fight, I'm all for it. Whatever's got to happen. But right after you beat the guy, even in post game later, but in that moment, as the guy is there with fucking on one knee bloodied, you're still the champion. You just spoke.
But there was a lot of shit talking, though, Jimmy.
They were.
So then all of a sudden, because the fight's over, the shit talking didn't mean anything? That's where I get confused by all this.
To me, the shit talking is just, it's a way of promoting the fight. It's a way of getting amped up for the fight. It's a way of, even if they don't like each other. But when you beat the living shit out of a guy, which Lesnar spoke volumes in the ring, he beat the guy badly.
Yeah.
That to me is enough. And I've watched other fighters who, Fedor doesn't like everybody he fights. A lot of these guys don't. There's that moment of where they just go over and they go, hey man, it was two guys just beat the shit out of each other for our entertainment. I like when they have that moment together.
That used to give me chills, like when I was growing up with a solid boxing.
Yeah.
Match where they were bloody, could barely stand, and they're trying to find each other in the ring when there's a crowd in there. I mean, I agree with you there. That was an amazing moment.
You know what I like, though? The fact that they do give each other a hug and mutual respect and stuff like that. And I think if everybody was shit-talking after the fight, it would come off looking a little WWE, shit like that. But when you have that authentic, I don't like this guy. You have a big muscle meathead like Brock Lesnar coming out there and bad-mouthing the sponsor and bad-mouthing the guy who's still dripping blood from his face. That brings that element of honesty to the sport that I think is new. It's something that only the UFC is really doing. And it's refreshing to kind of see that kind of honesty.
It's a real moment.
Yeah.
They took all that stuff out of football. Everyone has to be nice to each other. And you can't celebrate too much after a sack or a touchdown.
Yep.
Fuck that. I say bring it all in to the sport.
Yeah.
A lot of martial artists, because it's a martial arts thing, don't like that.
No, I understand.
Yeah,
I know.
I understand.
No, there's a different discipline. I understand all that. But then Lesnar continued by trashing the sponsor, which this would pretty much get us fired.
Yes.
In the radio world, we would be fired for this.
You don't like promoting fights very much. You don't like talking trash. You just like going there and getting the job done. You did it. You got it done tonight. You've only had 5 MMA fights ever, and you've already avenged your one loss. Give us your thoughts about your future and what you expect next as a challenge to your title.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to drink a Coors Light. That's a Coors Light because Bud Light won't pay me nothing. I'm going to sit out with my friends and family. And hell, I might even get on top of my wife tonight. See y'all later.
Brock Lesnar, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, you noticed before he started talking, there were a lot of boos. There were a lot of cheers in there.
Yeah, big laugh.
It was pretty much, I think it was like 50-50 in the end.
Dude, he saved
with the
himself.
boos and yeah.
When he went up and yelled in Mir's face, people were like, what a douche. Like, just not even in a good way, but like, ugh. Like, to do that to a guy who just lost for whatever reason, it was just a douche move. But then when he did that, he got some big laughs. I'm like, wow, what a recovery. Fucking amazing.
He came back.
Dude, he really started off antagonizing the crowd.
Bill Burr in Philly.
Someone like Brock Lesnar, he knows how to work a crowd from his
does.
WWE days. Post-fight press conference, then Lesnar changed his tune after Dana White had a little
chit-chat.
A little chit-chat with Brock. He got a talking to.
First and foremost, I want to apologize. I acted very unprofessionally after the fight, and I'll leave it at that. I'm a sore loser, okay? And I don't like to get beat.
You
I
won.
believe that Frank and I's first bout,
I was talking about when he lost to Frank.
I gave that fight to him. And so there was a lot of emotion in this fight for me. I've been a fighter my whole life. Wrestling was my way out. I wasn't the smartest kid on the block. I went in the entertainment business for a while, and I guess there's a little bit of it still you guys ask me all the time, is there anything that I could drag over from WWE? And I guess you've seen a little bit tonight. I apologize to Bud Light. I'm not biased. I drink any beer. And tonight I'm drinking Bud Light all night. All right?
Wow, that's a turnaround, huh?
Oh, damn.
I hope Dana doesn't tame him too much.
No, he won't. He won't.
I hope he doesn't tame him down too much.
Yeah, I think he understands that that's an asset.
Allow him to have some of that raw energy, because it's great to watch where I sit. I love it.
But it made me like him more.
Front.
Listen to him say that, because he goes at one point, he goes, "Well, you guys wanted to get to know me, well," and then he just talked a little bit about, and I was like, all right. Like, the guy's an animal, but at least there's something relatable in him. So I kind of liked him a lot more after that.
A brute.
Dude, he is a ferocious dude.
This is going to UFC doesn't need our help or anyone else's help, but this pay-per-view is really going to be the catalyst to just even greater things for the sport.
It is amazing that we were asking, and not too long ago either. It's like, okay, you got some of the guys that are getting too old, Liddell and stuff like that. It's like, where's the next big guy coming from? Where's the next name that people are going to go, holy shit, I got to see this guy fight? It's Brock Lesnar. That's the guy now that you're going to want to see in that ring.
And Chris Jericho, who's going to be making that announcement any day now.
What? Oh,
yeah, he's going to be fighting in the UFC. Yep.
Undertaker.
Yeah, and the Undertaker. Got the Undertaker about to sign.
Come on. Let's go through this again. What about, and then let's name 20 dead wrestlers.
Chief Jay Strongbow signs up.
See, now you guys are being silly, but we know the Undertaker and Chris Jericho will be signing very lucrative contracts very soon. So.
What about the Ultimate Warrior?
No, now you're just...
Now I'm just being silly.
The Iron Sheik.
Yes.
He's tinkling on everyone from the top ring, top rope.
One more from the press conference. Lesnar continued.
Man, I was so jacked up. I'm used to selling pay-per-view tickets, okay? I come from a business that is purely entertainment, and Dana came back and, we had a, whip the dog session, and I screwed up and I apologize. But I have nothing against Frank. No, like I said, the only thing that I had against Frank was that he beat me. All right, we both talked a lot of crap, and in the end, I was just amped up.
To any UFC fighter, if you beat Brock Lesnar, retire after that.
Yeah, don't take a rematch.
Don't take a rematch with this guy. No fucking way. I'm Team Brock. You, Jimmy?
No, I like him more now though. Like, I would love to.
So Team Brock. I want him to beat whoever he fights next.
If he fights Fedor, I would root so hard.
You would go Fedor?
100%. I wouldn't care if they fought in the U.S. Capitol and fucking and they fought with a Cuban Missile Crisis poster behind them. I would fucking go Fedor. Absolutely.
But you see what's going on here?
Yes.
People will discuss this and go, "No, I'm Team Brock. No, I'm Team this guy." Whoever he fights next.
Yeah, I would want to see him lose.
And Dana's got to put him up against a pretty solid dude next.
Oh yeah,
he will put him up against anybody.
Huh? I know.
He can, yeah.
But he's got something now, and he needs to take advantage of that.
Can I tell you how great Rogan is? He was talking about what Brock was hitting, and he goes, and when you have those lunch boxes slamming into your face. I'm like, what a great description and accurate.
Well, let's get fucking Rogan on the show today.
I would love to. I talked to Joe. He listens almost every day. He's a tremendous fan of the show.
He is so goddamn good.
He's a great announcer.
I mean,
he
such a good announcer. He's never at a loss for words, but he's never just babbling for the sake of babbling. Amazing.
He's got a passion for the sport. We'll try to get him on. I'm sure he's sleeping, but maybe you guys could, tweet him and say, "Wake the fuck up."
He's probably trimming those hairy knuckles. Jesus, talk about meat fists.
Didn't he have major surgery a week before the pay-per-view, too?
Of course he did. He had his I forgot he had his sinuses fixed. And he's talking. He's like, "Yeah, I had 2 splints in my nose." Well, Jesus, and you're here in Vegas doing a fucking...
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, he's just got that mentality, dude.
Yeah,
he's a savage.
All right. Why don't we take our first break, get into some other things. A lot happened over the weekend. Arturo Gotti, dead. I don't know what we can say about it. His wife basically strangled him with a
purse friggin'
with a purse strap. What was that about?
Way to go.
Mars is a big fight fan. No?
Yeah, well.
Was Gotti a good fighter? I know he was.
Arturo took a lot of punishment.
Arturo did?
Yeah.
In the ring?
Yeah, he took a lot of punishment. He just stepped ahead and he just fought real hard. He was a real hard fighter, but apparently his wife...
a little tougher.
Had a little more technique.
Yeah.
No kidding. She knew what she was doing.
Coming in the ring with a purse strap.
Yeah, he had a head injury, too, so she probably knocked him out or hit him with something and then just choked his ass.
Well, he was drunk.
Was he?
Yeah. He was drunk and he was asleep, but she probably hit him nice and hard while he was sleeping, just in case. and then choked him out with a purse strap.
Purse strap.
Arturo Gatti, that's how he goes out.
Jesus
2009, the year of the celebrity death. It continues.
Yes.
And that's all we really have on that. What are you laughing at, Sam?
I don't know.
Mars' great contribution.
Oh, yeah, Mars.
Yes.
Yes.
Sam's an ass. He just can't leave it alone.
What more would you like me to
Well,
add?
you emailed everyone over the weekend. Make sure we talk about the death of Arturo Gatti. Here you are. See, Danny, right?
In case you missed the front page news today.
Yeah. Was that his email? Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Mars, what do you think? He is indeed dead.
You see how he's like leafing through the paper
Killed by a
uncomfortably,
strap. Trying to find something to
nervously.
say, yeah.
Yeah, apparently I have nothing. Please turn my mic off immediately.
Yes.
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 Look at him.
She was a stripper.
Oh, okay.
there,
See,
look,
there's a little
look.
insight.
And then he just rubbed his hands together. He's warming up now.
Yes.
The beauty of Mars, he could kick the shit out of anyone in this studio.
Not true. Not true.
Yes.
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 That was an excellent way to agree.
Word of the day.
Very radio friendly.
Yes.
Do we have that at all?
That's great. We just did an hour on UFC and 2 minutes on boxing, thanks to Mars. Who's Arturo Gatti anyway? He wasn't a great fighter, eh?
Oh, he was great.
Was he? Yeah, okay.
And I also emailed you guys, and on the first we lost Alexis Arguello.
What happened to him?
Yeah, he died.
I didn't hear that.
Arguello died?
Yeah, Arguello died.
Of
yes.
what?
They didn't say.
Yes.
When did he, yes.
They didn't say.
When did he die? And
July 1st.
Where?
I think in his country, Nicaragua.
Did you say
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
In his country, Nicaragua.
How old was he?
About 56.
Oh, okay.
He was young.
Why do you say it like that?
What?
You're in America.
Don't
we say Nicaragua?
Nicaragua.
It is a Spanish word.
See.
Yeah, but say it like an American.
See.
How do you say it like an American?
Nicaragua.
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 No.
Gua. There's a G.
Nicaragua?
Nicaragua. Pronounce the letters, Mars.
Nicaragua.
That's how we say it
That's how
here
we
in
say it.
Nicaragua.
Us white boys.
USA.
Say it how you say it. Listen to this.
Nicaragua.
No.
Nicaragua.
Damn, you got that Latin blood in you. Smooth.
God damn, she was sexy.
Honduras. Honduras. Ecuador. Ecuador.
Mexico.
Mexico. España. Yes. I love the Mars.
We'll take a break.
Break.
I was hoping for a little more on Arturo, but all right.
Mars doesn't
We got
have
the info
anything.
out there.
Oh, Mars, how about he was 37, right?
Yes, he was 37. Let me turn to the
He was between 36 and 38.
You're not going to find the answers in the paper.
Yes.
37. 37. 37. Just leaving letters off the way Mars does when he says Nicaragua.
Yeah, but he said it properly, I guess.
Of course he did.
Whatever.
Yes.
All right, we're going to take a break. Thanks, Mars.
Excellent.
That was just
Yes.
amazing. Another
Yes.
amazing appearance on the radio from Mars.
Yes.
We look forward to your next one. It's just incredible stuff.
Great anticipation.
Oh, it's just incredible.
Maybe we could talk about Mexico.
When are you going to sign your $100 million contract and take half a year off? You're ready. You're primed for that.
It is. Give it to him.
Want Mars bomb? What's that?
When he was on the phone with that UFC fighter last time.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear this. Oh, boy, Mars.
Dana.
It was a Dana. Dana, that's right.
Yeah.
With Dana. Listen to this.
Mars, no questions?
No,
Mars, what's wrong?
Mars is scared, and like, he'll hang up, and he'll have 50 things he wanted to ask
He
you.
was very excited that we were having you on the show today, Dana.
No, actually, I was talking to a friend of mine about Fedor.
Friend, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I said how menacing he looked to me because he was so cool and calm. And the other individual swore to God that he was a power bottom. Okay. Dana? Sit there.
Dana, that was the last appearance you'll ever hear of Mars, our engineer.
Wow. We're back live. Mars, that was wonderful. We're going to have a montage of great questions from you.
My mouth dried up listening to that audio.
Oh my God, Morris! Holy shit, it's right. I wish you would get in the ring with Brock Lesnar.
That could be the all-time.
No one likes you. Get out of here.
That could be the worst bomb I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's a bad one.
Because it was just met with. Was that the end of the sentence? No one could believe that was the end of the sentence.
Yes.
A lot of people calling you a dummy because everyone knows that how do you say it? Arguello.
Arguello.
And where was he again when he died?
I think it was Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. He was shot to death in his home.
And where's his home? Where's his home?
Yeah, but, no, we asked you how he died, and you go, I don't know.
Well, I don't. I didn't know.
Why would you know that part?
Read the article.
Yeah.
Okay.
Surprised you didn't say natural causes. It's a reaction to lead input.
Oh, boy. It's Monday. Opie and Anthony, stay there. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Bruno, #1 movie at the box office. Who saw it? Anybody? I heard the numbers dropped off drastically after Friday, though. And they're trying to figure out what that's about. It made $30 million for the weekend, but they're saying most of the people went on Friday. Like the hardcore fans went on Friday. And usually that would mean a big weekend overall, but the numbers dropped Saturday and Sunday.
I did not see it.
I would say the numbers dropped because he decided not to do our radio show this time around.
I'll agree with that.
He did Borat. He did our show when he did the Borat thing. Numbers speak for themselves. He doesn't do our show, and look what happened.
What's the big difference between Borat and this movie? Him not doing our show.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he had a great time on our show.
I'm just going to do that all day.
What, this?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
39% decrease from Friday to Saturday. There you go. That never happens with a hit movie. So
yikes.
They're like, what the fuck?
Seeing Bruno sucked.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Sam saw
it. Wasn't as funny as Borat.
Sam said he liked it.
Yeah.
And he said
yes.
And he said the bits weren't set up.
A couple of them looked set up in the trailer.
The trailer looks like the whole damn movie was set up.
Yeah.
Not a fan of that setup stuff if you're going to be doing.
I like the real stuff.
Yeah, come on.
Because Borat had some real stuff and then some set up stuff, and it was obvious what was set up. And the set up stuff just not as funny.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
There was something else. Fucking Borat led to something, and I can't remember.
Oh, darn it. I had a problem over the weekend.
What happened?
A fucking issue.
With what?
I got a fucking, oh boy, did I leave a nasty-ass voicemail. Of course, you know I got my car back.
Right.
Yay. And I've enjoyed it over the weekend. A lot of fun driving around. Driving home yesterday from my mommy's house, because Dawnie's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Dawn.
Happy birthday.
I'm driving home from mommy's house because we were having a little cake and stuff for Dawn. And I start hearing like, wow, the exhaust is real loud all of a sudden.
Please tell me your muffler fell off. Does it even have a muffler?
Give yourself a bail.
Your muffler fell off of your fucking hot rod?
Dude!
Get the fuck out.
Dude!
Did it actually fall off?
Well, it fell down.
Was it just dragging on the LIE?
It was dragging on the LIE.
Oh, how many people were laughing at you?
You're absolutely right.
Sparks flying.
I'm driving. I hear it.
That was a hack line I just used.
No, that was it. I'm driving down the expressway. I'm hearing the... Yeah, thank you. I'm hearing the exhaust.
Wait, before all that, I mean, just to set this up nice, you sent your car out to Vegas for how many months? For like a year to get it all souped up?
They've had that car...
6 months, 7 months?
For about 6 months. A lot of money to have this Super Snake conversion done to the GT500.
Because we have casual listeners, so and then you finally got it back a mere, not even a week ago. 4 or 5 days ago.
Not even a week ago.
Right.
I get it back, and I'm driving home yesterday, and I'm hearing, and usually when I step on the gas, what you hear is the supercharger more than the exhaust. So now I can't even hear the supercharger because the exhaust is just like, bah, real loud. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I pull over into a PC Richards parking lot, which is empty because it's, pretty late on a Sunday. And I peek underneath. There's only 6 inches of clearance underneath there. Can't crawl under that car. And I see one of my exhaust pipes hanging down, dragging on the ground. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And it's not cracked or broken. It's at a point where a part of the exhaust goes into another part. There's a clamp, and then it's bolted.
Right.
It's a bolted part. Where it was bolted had come out and fell down. So I get back on the service road. Now I'm doing 10 miles an hour. I'm way out at exit fucking fuck on the expressway, and I'm doing 10 miles an hour.
All the way home?
Well, another Mustang pulls up next to me and rolls his window down. He goes, "You dragging?" I go, I know. He goes, "Pull into the gas station. It's coming up on the corner." I'm like, all right. I pull in. This guy, Mike, Mike? I got to thank Mustang Mike. Mm-hmm. He helped me out. He had a little floor jack in his trunk and a hanger. So here I am with a hanger rigging my goddamn car that cost a lot of money and a lot of time, and I'm driving it around like with a goddamn hanger holding up my exhaust pipe. I got home and called up Cameron at Shelby and left a voicemail that was laden with curses, saying, I'm driving it around. What do you think? I'm fucking 20 years old in my Nova that I gotta use a hanger and wire up a goddamn exhaust pipe on a car that cost me a lot of money and a lot of time, and I'm driving around like a fucking because I got a piece of goddamn hanger holding up my exhaust.
Who do you want to feel sorry for you? Anyone that makes over $250,000 a year? Okay, just so we know.
I put it in perspective.
Right now. Right.
I put it all in perspective. What I said was everything's relative.
Okay.
If you buy something, regardless of the price, but it means something to you, and some incompetent fuckwad didn't tighten a bolt, then you can get mad. I'm not saying look at the monetary value of anything. I'm just saying it's another case of pure American incompetence.
They're saying it wasn't welded right?
Welded? It's not a fucking weld part.
All right, I don't know. Rick in Florida says...
I'm just yelling at Rick in Florida.
I'll bet you that you probably hit a bump. What did you do wrong?
Nothing! I drove!
Yes.
By the way,
yes.
I can't use the phones right now there, Mars. Why would I? Why would I be able to?
Now, if you say, do you have the answer, you won't hear a yes.
What the car hauler? It was some incompetent fuck at Shelby that did not tighten down that bolt enough where the exhaust pipe meets the other part of the exhaust. It's midway through the fucking body. It's pretty much underneath the seats. And that's exactly where it was. Came apart, and that's what the fuck happened to it.
Rick?
Hey, buddies.
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Ant, every time that I've ever put an exhaust system together, I usually tack weld those joints together so that way the bolts won't come loose from rattling.
Well, let me tell you something. The bolts came loose, and that fucker slid right out, and I am livid over this. And if I don't get a fucking response from that motherfucker that I left some message. Oh, I was freshly pissed, too.
You should have recorded the message.
I was thinking that right after I did it.
That would have been fun.
Right after I fucking did it, I was thinking, God, I should have recorded that. Because it was brand new, fresh pissed.
This guy wants you to blame the car hauler, not Shelby.
What?
Dale in Wacko. I like to say Wacko.
Yeah, Wacko. That's where all the wackos live.
That's right. That's why Wacko, huh?
Yes, says Mars.
The whole cars, man. And those low clearance cars like that Shelby,
yeah.
I bet you money he snagged that clamp or he snagged that muffler going when he was loading up in the car hauler.
Did he snag a clamp that's in the middle of the vehicle when the only part on the car hauler is under the tires? When there's nothing under the middle of the car in that car hauler? Nothing at all.
Okay. Well, I just thought that might be a thought.
It ain't!
Okay, good luck,
Yes!
Then again, you said the guy that delivered your truck, your car had another one banged up on the thing.
Well, that was his fuck up because
know.
he didn't have the strap.
This just in, Stephen S. from Bayshore, there's a new tragedy just in. Yes, one of the 37 jets in Anthony's hot tub is slightly aiming in the wrong direction.
It is.
There
Really?
may be a problem. Yes.
Hey, shut up, you fuckers.
How'd that happen?
I'm mad. I was driving my car and it fucking...
They're calling you Hampton's Anthony. You want to comment?
They're calling me Anthony Dearest. No wire hangers ever! Tina. Hampton's... shut up. I'm driving my car, which I just got back a week ago. Fuck what kind of car it is. Fuck everything else. You're driving your car. It's a week old. You get it back, and the exhaust fucking falls down, and you got to wire it up with a hanger. You'd be pissed too. Fucking angry.
Let's go to Tom in Philly. Tom.
Hey, I just wanted to say it's too bad that Mustang Mike didn't have two hangers, because then he could have helped Ant with his lady problem in the passenger seat. Could have helped him with two problems.
See.
Oh, no one needs an abortion.
See, because...
Punching out.
All right. You bring any ladies to Mom's house?
Very angry. No, actually, I was just...
Went solo?
Went solo over Mommy's house. Hung out there, and that was that. It was the ride home that got me so angry with that clang, clang. And then I'm hearing the exhaust doesn't sound right. So I let off the gas, and I hear clang, 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 clang. Like, that's not good. 1 week. And the fucking... Somebody didn't tighten a bolt. And I have no recourse. What am I going to ship it back out to Vegas? You know what this guy's going to do? He's going to apologize. Here's going to be the call.
Hi, Anthony. Yeah, I'm really sorry. That really shouldn't have happened. You're absolutely right.
And I'll be, ah!
And I'll be, yeah. Well, there's nothing we can do about it, so I guess you could go fuck yourself.
You're really not turning these people around. I'm sorry.
No, huh?
No. Adam in Brooklyn, though, writes, Anthony is just as angry as my father's friend who had his Harley tire come off while riding after having it serviced.
Holy shit.
Wow.
That ain't good.
No. I would imagine that would be a problem.
Damn, that sounds almost could be fatal.
Here I was worried that Anthony's caviar delivery was late. Thank God that's okay. That's Vince in Bayonne.
Danny has been punching up pictures of some good rigged car things. And here's somebody who lost his headlights.
Yeah.
And he duct taped 2 flashlights.
That's a gag picture.
No, that's got to be real.
That's not real.
Somebody else was using a Pringles can as a hose.
That
Pringles can with clamps.
I believe that picture with the Pringles can, but I'm not believing the flashlights.
You're not buying the flashlights?
Makes for a good picture to send around to
I
people.
think that's pretty funny.
It's funny, but
they're all rigged.
They're really starting to call you Hampton's Anthony. You might want to squash that one.
Squash it? Goddamn exhaust fell out.
Keith in Philly. Boo-hoo. Anthony has to get an assistant to fix a minor issue.
Minor issue. Blow me. You piece of shit. I'd like to see you driving. Oh, great. Life's nice. Here he is in his Mustang. With his exhaust pipe falling down. He's fixing it with a hanger that costs more than a quarter. I am not. No. It's like anything else. It's all relative, my friend. So that when you're... No way that's real. There's a guy with a generator, a gas-powered generator, bolted to his trunk, and a window air conditioner in his back window of his vehicle. Plugged into the generator. So, because now he has air conditioning. There's no way he can do that. Why can't I be angry that my exhaust fell out a week after I got it because of incompetence? It's not like the pipe snapped, like there was some kind of engineering problem with the metal that made up the pipe, and they go, we didn't know, we didn't, test this steel, and it cracked. It was a bolt that came loose because some incompetent buffoon didn't do his job right. Once again, good old American ingenuity. That's why all the jobs are being sent overseas. Because we can't do shit anymore. We can't even tighten a fucking bolt in this country. That's why all the car companies send their work out to Mexico, to Mexico, or Nicaragua. Maybe if it was tightened in Nicaragua.
Yes.
Yes. It wouldn't have been a problem.
How do you say Mexico?
Mexico.
It's Mexico.
You forgot the X.
It's Mexico.
You know, someone was killed at the running of the bulls in Pamplona, España. Pamplona, España.
Do they have to kill the bull?
I don't know. I think they like when that shit happens there.
Yeah,
They
it brings
keep the bull
more
like a
people.
medal.
It brings more people.
Yeah.
Because it was starting to be too safe. Let's go to Tom in Chicago. Tom.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
By the way, wherever we go in this country, they're making everything ridiculously safe, and it's all lawyers. Obviously, they don't have lawyers in Pamplona.
No, the Bulls do.
Because the Bulls are still running in the streets, and no one in that town goes, this might be a problem.
I got a lawsuit here.
Yeah, God bless them for allowing it to continue, because in this country, you can't do shit because of the
If
lawyers.
they're smart, they're throwing the lawyers in front of the Bulls.
Yeah, no
but that's just
kidding.
me.
Huh? I
Hey.
love those lawyer jokes.
And I got to tell you, if I had a Chevy Cobalt for $13,000 and the muffler fell off, I'd be having the same conversation.
Just be mad. It's just
Secondly,
an angering thing, yes.
I hate to point this out, but if you were kind of cruising along at 140 miles an hour and that thing grabbed the road at the wrong angle,
Exactly.
Jimmy, you might have a mortgage problem.
Exactly. That thing might have just catapulted or crumbled, wrapped around the drive shaft. Who knows? Who knows? Those bastards. Wait till they hear from me live.
So it sounds minor, but it's a serious issue.
Exactly.
Thank you, guys. Punching out.
Jason in Carolina wants to know if the mechanic's name was Howard.
Oh.
Let's go to Tom in New Mexico.
New Mexico.
New Mexico.
He's from New Mexico.
Yes.
Hey there, boys.
Hey,
What's
Tom.
up, man?
I was just going to say that a man in Anthony Cumia's position can't be made to look ridiculous.
I'll give you a buy on that.
Yeah.
You got to pass.
All right, buddy.
Not by punching out.
All right, let's say hi to Tim in Chicago. How are the Cubs doing?
The Cubs suck.
White Sox fan?
Yeah, always. Always.
I-
I just wanted to know if Anthony washed his vagina after getting out of his car yesterday.
You son of a bitch.
Sorry, I had to do it, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, I cleaned my vagina out.
Let's go to Tommy in New York. Tommy.
All right. Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, send your car out to Unique Whips out there in Calvert, and he'll hook you up.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what's got me really angry also. Now, I just got to take it to some schlep Long Island mechanic.
No, Unique Whips out there in Calvert, where he does all the...
Why are you calling mechanics schleps? Half of them listen to the fucking show.
I'm just saying, I send it out to Vegas to have Shelby do it specifically so it stays within the Shelby, kind of lifeline there.
You should have kept Long Island working, my friend. They would do you up right.
Oh, would they have?
Yes, they would.
Pimp my ride. There would have been TVs in the back.
They
and
got some talented mechanics on Long Island.
button tuck and all that happy horse shit.
They all learned from Joey Buttafuoco.
Yes.
They're all good.
I should have taken it there.
Yeah.
Where's Buttafuoco now when you need
This
him?
guy thinks he might have worked on your car. Jeff in Las Vegas. Jeff.
Hello, Ant.
Hi,
How
Jeff.
you doing? And I believe I worked on your car.
Oh, yeah? What happened?
I don't know, man. I don't think that it was our problem that did it. I think you must have hit something.
I didn't hit anything.
Ant, come on now, Ant.
I don't hit things.
You were going probably too fast and you hit a rock.
Your fault. Bolt not tight. Your fault, Jeff. It wasn't.
Let's say hi to John in Denver. John.
Anthony, was Christina upset? Is she going to leave you now and go to Bobo? Was she embarrassed?
She was embarrassed. I made her climb underneath and wire up the exhaust.
One of the best bits in the last 5 years. Holy
God
shit.
damn, was Bobo hysterical.
Anything with you and Christina? Was there any
No.
texting or phone calling over the weekend?
There's the little fun banter as far as the
she was
texting goes. And then I get a phone call from her. So I put the phone to my ear, and I hear her and Awesome Garrett talking to each other. Apparently, my phone got auto-dialed on her phone, and I was just listening in on her and Garrett's conversation.
Did she know this?
No.
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
texted afterwards. I said, uh-oh. I go, I heard your conversation with Garrett for a while there. She's like, oops.
Does Garrett like it in the hiney?
She goes, was it? No, she goes, was it the part about the show or part about big black cock?
She said that?
That's what it was. I said, damn, I missed the good part because all I heard was talking about the show.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
She wasn't happy with the picture I tweeted, by the way. What the
Really?
fuck? I told her I was going to tweet a nice picture, and she did the post.
Coming for a photo shoot.
In all fairness, the picture I did tweet doesn't do her justice.
No justice?
I don't think so.
No justice!
Someone said you work really fast and that she had a bun in the oven.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't help but laugh at that one. Whoever that was, you made me laugh really hard.
People are horrible.
Whoever wrote that. Fucking A, man. I love you. Well, maybe we could get her in here and we'll do a nicer shot, is what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
you could do that.
Because she bitched on her Twitter. Oh, thanks, though, for, posting a bad picture of me. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Get in and do a photo shoot.
Yeah, maybe we'll redo it. Let's say hi to Eddie in Newark, Delaware.
Now, Eddie.
Eddie.
Hey.
Hey, took the wife's FX45, pretty high-end car, to the dealership for a recall. And they said it was, an hour or two recall, not going to be a big deal, little seal on the drive shaft. I go to pick the car up, coming down, I'm following her home, and see this more or less like a mini explosion in the back of the car, the drive shaft. The guy forgot to tighten the 8 bolts that hold this drive shaft in. Drive shaft falls off, causes like $4,500 worth of damage.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Just to give you a little.
Oops. Yeah, what's your job? To fucking tighten the bolts.
Exactly.
That's part of the job of installing something, is tightening the bolts.
Exactly.
Fucker.
Yep. Well, good luck.
All right. Remember when I said, first this.
Nicaragua.
Right, of course.
Nicaragua.
And we also got this one.
Are you threatening me?
Purse strap.
Purse strap. Purse strap.
Mars rules. Remember when I said Bruno was going to lead me to something else and I couldn't remember?
Yes.
Hopefully not a new lifestyle.
No, but speaking of that, our own Steve got married in a tattoo shop over the weekend.
Wait.
And he's not here today.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
I knew he was getting married. I forgot.
And I think, and I love his girl, but I think she got body painted with, that's what I'm fucking doing, motherfucker. I'm doing the tat thing, whatever. But, I guess she got body painted with the Foundry logo. Where's Sam? Because he was all over this.
Yes, I want everything to have the logo.
But I guess did they get married in the tattoo shop? What do we know about Steve's marriage? This would be his, second or third? Second, I believe.
Second, jeez.
All right, I don't know.
I'm not sure to tell you.
I think
the
it's a
truth.
second.
I think it's a second.
I would
too.
assume.
Sam, what do you know?
One of his marriages was declared not valid. In the
38
states. We love each other. We want to adopt Matthew and I.
Sam, what do you know about Steve getting married in a tattoo parlor? Give us all the details.
Well, I try to stay up on the social networking sites.
Yeah.
Just to keep up with what my friends and coworkers are doing.
Certainly.
And so I was looking at Steve and his wife's Facebooks and Twitters all weekend because they were just consistently getting updated with new pictures. And apparently, they got married in this. They said it was super secret and intimate. But then if you look at the pictures of their quote-unquote altar, there are pictures on the wall of tattoo flash. Like, at a tattoo parlor, they have pictures of tattoos you could get.
Right.
They're on the wall. And then the next picture is them getting their tattoos, wedding bands.
So you're assuming, based on that the whole ceremony was conducted in the tattoo place?
Yes, I mean, they're literally the walls are covered with.
Wait a minute, because that lady looks like she's like the Dawn Kumia of their.
Yes, the Justice of the Peace.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's not just decoration. There's pictures all over of possible tattoos.
Oh, that's a tattoo parlor.
Yes.
Oh yeah. They got married in a tattoo parlor.
Yes, because Steve wanted to save on transportation costs.
And Steve is wearing sunglasses on his head.
Of course,
As is Mrs. Steve.
Well, they wanted to make it very casual. You know what's weird about Steve? I was invited.
Oh, well, wait.
I was invited.
How much do we have? Wait, we only have a few hours left.
I was invited to their top secret wedding that was supposed to happen, I think, July 4th weekend, but I wasn't invited to this version of the top secret wedding.
Right. This was the top secret one.
So was there a wedding on July 4th, or did that get canceled?
I said I couldn't go because I had a trip planned.
You made sense.
So I guess I insulted him. Sorry that I had something planned on July 4th that he can't invite me the following week.
We didn't get a limo. We have motorcycle gangs driving us to the reception.
What else do you know about the big wedding with Steve?
And then I guess
they wanted to make it very private and top secret, but I mean, there's pictures all over the place.
Yeah, they posted all the pictures on all the, like, Steve posted on his Twitter right away. So I mean, none of this stuff is secret. Like his wife then body painted, I guess, herself for their reception.
Oh.
And so they were like, she body painted.
I can't do the tattoo sounds, unfortunately, I have it in front of me.
She body painted flames all over her torso, and then wore a bikini top, and on her back did a Foundry type logo.
It is a Foundry logo, the big cog.
Even brands his own wife. But Jesus Christ!
But then she put
it's bad enough you branded every fucking Opie and Anthony video. But then you're branding your wife.
But she put her website name on top of the Foundry logo, as if to say,
how did she get my husband's gay.com? That's not her website.
And then I guess they went to their reception someplace where, I guess the only guests I know that were there based on the Facebook pictures were Lainey from Penthouse, who comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
And that madam. Remember the madam who came in here, that blonde woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
She
there.
was the one who hooked A-Rod up, I think, right?
Yeah. They were the two guests at the reception.
So they were the guests at the reception, probably the witnesses.
I didn't get invited to.
I remember her on our show. She gave us nothing, and then the next day decided to, spill the beans on everybody.
Well, yeah, your executive producer had her as a
great.
testifier.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that wonderful fucking milquetoast interview you gave us.
Yes.
So, Steve Carlisi is officially a married woman.
Yet again.
And they wanted to make an honest woman out of me.
Chrissy in Virginia, honey and picnic baskets were the two choices at the reception.
That is the, I'm looking at what could be the altar. Is skulls and
that's a tattoo parlor.
Tattoos and the Grim Reaper is at the bottom.
Obviously, some tattoo parlor just put like a little altar as a gimmick.
Yeah.
And Steve said, "This is perfect.
This is my dream." Is it her first marriage?
Second.
I think it's her second.
Okay, I was going to say
that's
that.
That's why they went with the casual.
All
thing.
right, that makes a little more sense. If it was her first, he should be shot.
Well, casual is casual, but this is a tattoo parlor.
I hope it ends. I hope it ends like the Gotti marriage. Somewhere in Brazil, they're on vacation. Her purse strap breaks.
Oh, I thought you meant his purse strap.
Oh, yeah, it's true. His pocketbook. She gives him a good choking.
Unbelievable. Well, good for Steve.
Yep.
Godspeed.
I like his wife very much.
Good luck to you.
Yeah, she's been very nice to all of us.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He'll be back tomorrow.
Well, now I guess he's taking every Monday off for the rest of the year or something.
Yeah,
I got that email. What the fuck's going on with our show and this place?
He's got a lot of sick days stored up, so he told me on Friday, he didn't want to tell me about the wedding, but I found out he was getting married this weekend on Friday.
Yeah.
And he said that was his excuse. He said, "I'm getting married this weekend, so this coming Monday and every Monday for the foreseeable future, I'll be taking off."
I'm taking my honeymoon every other Monday.
Here's the very important question. I'm hearing the staff has a ridiculous amount of sick days, vacation days. Doesn't that mean me and Ann have a lot of days coming to us?
Apparently not.
I don't think so.
Why?
Don't we have
the difference?
sick days?
We're supposed to have more time off than you guys.
Yeah, how does that work?
I don't know.
Someone better explain this to me. And if we have a lot of sick days, we're going to start taking some days.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, because they wanted to be very strict. Because the staff used to just take off when you guys took off. But then when we got here to Sirius, they said, no, you only have this number of days. So then we said, okay, well, let's go by the book. and we looked up how many days we all had, and we had all accumulated, like me. And I've been here less time than these guys.
The company basically fucked themselves.
I have 42 days to take off between now and next June.
Why do you have to use them?
42, because then they go away.
Well, they go
Do the
away.
sick days go away?
They don't carry them
Wait,
over.
not counting vacation?
I have 42 total. Steve has.
Wait, 42 days is 8 weeks.
Yes, Steve has.
You have 8 weeks of vacation in less than a year?
Yes, by next June I have to use them all.
What the?
How do we get fucked out of this?
Steve has over 70 days. 70.
That's
70.
Over 2 months. That's 14 weeks.
Is that considering?
That's almost 3 months.
But
That's
is that
2.5
also
months.
taking into consideration the time that he spends here doing nothing? Is that added?
Yeah, because he owes
takes
us time at this point.
He takes his vacation time, but he comes in.
Right.
So I don't know what that means.
But the company went to these guys like, look, it's not cool that you're taking as much time off as Opie and Anthony and Jimmy.
Yes.
So these guys were smart enough to go to HR and go, all right, let's look at the books and see how much time we got.
Crack the books.
We never cracked the books, and it's like, oh boy.
So we only have vacation time, and we don't get sick days.
You guys get some
but
sick
other
days.
people have vacation and sick days.
I don't know. We're gonna figure this one out
'Cause
because
with
these
this-
guys, we're not gonna have a staff because these guys have to take their days. That's what it's coming down to.
Yeah.
Because the new company sick days do not roll over. Like, you don't get to keep your sick days after a year, but because we're XM legacy, quote unquote,
Legacy.
we have until next June to use all the days, because XM days did carry over.
For how long?
We
Like,
have-
would XM days carry over forever? Like year after year?
Yeah. That's why
could've
we
just-
all...
Did you say XM gays or days?
Days.
Anyone else hear that?
Yes. XM days are taking off
Sirius
today.
is what? They stay for that year?
Yeah, you get it for the year, and then they don't, and then they replenish. Like, say if you have 5 sick days a year, and you use 3 of them, you don't get the other 2, and you start with 5 again.
That's weird because it encourages you to take off. Like it's like it says, look, you have X amount, take them.
I'm gonna find out how many days I got today.
Crack the books. Let's see.
And if we got a lot, so long.
And they're into some.
I got a lot of golf days coming to me. Fuck that fake golf on TV. I'm gonna play for real.
You guys don't want to take days off.
My stomach hurts.
Aw. Peter K. from Denver was the first dance song Zebras Bears. A little obscure, but very good for Peter. Stephen S. from Bayshore. Who was the best man who slipped Steve the cock ring? Take the wig. Seriously, is Steve descending into madness? He sounds like a homoerotic maniac. Cody in Indiana. The only reason they had such a cheap wedding is because why waste money on fake weddings? Hoffman in Virginia. Were Steve's tuxedo pants capris? That's coming in a lot, actually. A lot. Craig G. from Pal Talk. What's the matter? Gay men's health clinic was closed for the wedding.
I wanted to wear white. Steve.
That many days off. You guys are like teachers. Welcome to my world. Scott and Hop Hog. That's amazing how many days you guys get. What the fuck?
I'm going to take a second job for the summer when I'm taking my 8 weeks off.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in. Coke Logic. You got to think back a little bit. This is in for the newer listeners. Than never left the show. He's just been using his sick days. All right. Let's say hi to Lydia, Oceanside. Lydia.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Lydia.
You?
Hello.
How are you? What's going
Hello.
on with you and your big fat fucking tits? Alcoholism.
Hi.
Hi, Lydia.
Hello.
Hi, I just wanted to say that I was at F.H. Riley's Friday night, and it was packed.
My goodness.
Was it packed with listeners, or my brother just having another solid night with the locals?
I have no idea, but everyone was eating.
You would have an idea if you walked in.
Believe
you could
me.
tell when it's the regulars that my brother has gotten from the town, and if it was a night for the listeners. It's very obvious, actually.
Yes.
They don't mingle well.
Listeners are very obvious.
Yes.
You can tell.
It must have been locals.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, how's the new design? I haven't seen it yet in person.
Well, I could tell you it was wonderful because I was there Saturday night.
Were you really?
Yes, I stopped in there, had a little dinner. Brett hooked me up. Very nice. Won't let me pay a goddamn bill. But, then I took care of the staff. Wow, really good. I had that goddamn chicken breast. And then I had the chicken, what are those things? The chicken spring rolls?
Oh, those things are ridiculous.
God damn it.
Fucking ridiculous. Get me
Fuck.
some now. I need them. It's the chicken spring. No, they're buffalo chicken. Spring rolls. Whatever.
What did Steve from Bayshore do exactly?
What are you talking
I noticed
about?
there's a lot of wood in that place.
No,
what did he paint?
Yeah, but he didn't finish the
What did he paint?
We felt bad for him.
Did you?
Yeah, we said paint a little bit.
Just paint a little bit, like giving a retard some work.
Yeah, and then we'll put wood over your dumb paint job.
Paint out back by the garbage cans. Paint outdoors.
Exactly.
Paint a couple yellow lines by the garbage so you know where to put it outside.
Okay.
I don't think he really painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking around going,
no, isn't
what did Steve do?
Isn't it some kind of yellow now? Not that awful bright in your face like yellow, like
it looked like
a subtle yellow.
Anything that wasn't fine wood looked like primer white to me.
Way to go, Steve.
I don't know what he did.
So glad we hired your talents.
There were some spots that weren't quite finished painting either.
Right, it looked like a little spackle you could see. And
That's because Steven needed a
by
beer.
the door.
Beer more important than the paint job, right,
He
Steve?
put the brush down and picked the old bottle up.
Jesus. How was the French doors? You saw the French doors?
Yes.
Were they open
Wonderful.
for the nice summer air?
Well, it was nighttime. It was nighttime, so I think they had closed them up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been cold out.
Yeah, it was a little chill.
Right. Oh, no, it was a rainy night Saturday.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, you tit monster. We're
She
trying to have a
just
conversation.
keeps yapping.
You need to see a therapist.
Go ahead, Lydia.
Needy. Hi, Lydia.
So you were there Friday. See, one day different, and could have seen you there. See?
And sorry to be so needy on your
You never
show,
know.
guys.
You never know.
I want to challenge you on your profession.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you mean challenge?
We'll do therapy with the same person and see who helps him better.
You got
What do
it.
you have
You got
in
it down
mind?
now.
Oh yeah, I got it down.
Oh, you and I?
Yes.
Who do you have in mind for us to cheat, Oak?
Yeah, we need a subject, and then we both spend an hour with them and see what we could get done.
I guess you would probably win that competition.
Competition. I'm fucking with you. I don't know the first thing about that shit.
Actually, I think you're pretty good raw talent.
Yeah.
Pretty astute.
I had to learn a few things growing up. All right,
I
Lydia.
guess so.
Lydia,
Hi, guys.
I love
Have
you,
a great
Lydia.
day.
All right.
Love you too.
Sorry I beat you up. I was just fucking around.
That's okay. I can take it.
All right. Thank you.
Goes with a giant tits.
Oh, before break, I finally went to the Kevin Smith movie set.
Oh, saw the Twitter picture.
Yeah, and Kevin was
Cool.
kind of miserable because he had to direct a car chase.
Yeah.
And he's more of a guy that likes directing dialogue.
Yes.
Which was amazing to me. I'm like, you're a director of a movie. See, I so don't know this world. I'd be excited to go to work that day. I get to direct a fucking car chase.
Car chase.
But he was like, yeah, this is easy. This is easy stuff.
Yeah.
Bruce Willis is hanging out the car shooting. Tracy Morgan's driving. The cars are flying right by our location. And Kevin's like, yeah, this is easy. I'm
Just
like, are you
back him up
kidding
to it
me?
again.
That's how great he is.
Were they using real guns?
Yeah, I think so, Jimmy. And Tracy Morgan, I Twittered it. Funniest man on the fucking planet. Knows how to just fucking take over. Just fucking took over. Just riffing for an hour. Showing everybody a video on his phone of his massive snake eating a pregnant rat.
Oh, God.
That's not what made him funny, but he held court with that shit. But I didn't know when to stop listening to him, and because of that, I missed an opportunity to fucking meet Bruce Willis.
Oh, no. You just got to walk away from him.
Tracy's holding court. A lot of laughs. And then it finally ends. And Club Soda Kenny goes, you missed Bruce Willis. And I'm like, where was he? He was 10 feet away from you. And he was debating if he should interrupt and talk to Tracy and say hi to you guys.
Oh.
I'm like, Kenny, you couldn't tap me and get my attention? When am I going to get a chance to meet Bruce Willis again?
Yeah. You can
I'll
meet
introduce you
Tracy.
to him.
Oh, really?
Well, you did a scene with him, Jimmy.
I don't know him, though. Hey, is that him to the left there in that picture?
Who's that?
The bald guy. Looks like Bruce looking at the dailies. No, another daily.
Oh, no. That's, no. The car chase flew right by, obviously, from left to right in the picture I tweeted. It was awesome to check out. I had a lot of fun. I was there 4.5 hours. They filmed 3 scenes. No, 1 scene 3 times and another scene once. And they rolled tape for maybe a total of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
4.5 hours.
And then in editing, that'll be cut down to about 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
And they had to film a scene where, like, the windshield, like, gets hit by a, bullet. And they got it on the first take. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
How'd they get...
Because they had, like, 1 million windshields just waiting on the side of the fucking, street to fix up the car with another windshield if they missed the shot.
Wow.
And they had a little squib or whatever they're fucking called, right? A little squib thing.
Isn't it amazing how they do that? It's like all this work goes in, and all of a sudden they'll go, speed, rolling, and then they'll be doing something, and then something got fucked up because a light didn't work, or there was some, we hear something, and they have to stop the whole production.
Everything.
How everything can get shut down by one minor...
That's why movies cost millions upon millions of dollars. They shouldn't be that expensive.
These are all union guys.
Yeah. Yep.
It was awesome. I want to thank Kevin Smith. It was a lot of fun.
You should go back when they're doing dialogue, when they're doing like an interior
scene. Yeah, they invited
scene.
me back. They only got like 4 weeks of filming left. I'm going back in 2 weeks to see some dialogue because they're doing nights right now.
It's cool to watch them trip or to watch them redo it or to go, all right, let's go again. And then get to go back and do the same thing from a different angle. And when you watch how exact they are, it's amazing. It's amazing, that business. To direct a movie, to me, just seems like the biggest undertaking ever.
A movie business.
Yeah.
And then there were Make-A-Wish kids there from Australia. Oh,
really?
That was pulling on the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you hear Make-A-Wish, you're like, oh boy. That means not much.
From Australia, wow.
Not much hope left.
Was there a wish to see Kevin Smith make a movie?
I guess.
Or see Bruce Willis make a movie?
I don't know, but Bruce couldn't have been nicer to them.
Well, what's he going to do? Smack a little cancer kid?
He's taking pictures with the Make-A-Wish kids. I wasn't going to go up there, although I was going to,
you could have,
fuck up my hair a little bit and walk over and see if he would have noticed.
You should have coughed and asked for a picture.
Right. I was this close to doing something. Kenny, just throw a lot of water on my face.
Yeah, I have a fever.
This is Gregorio. Sweet boy. He's very sick.
He's from Nicaragua.
Yes, he has toe thumbs. He needs help.
Yes. All right, why don't we break? We got to talk about the dummy that fell in the manhole. Best story over the weekend.
Yeah,
we got a little audio.
That was me.
No, not that type of manhole, Steve.
And other things. I don't know. We'll figure it out after the break. Opie and Anthony.
And now, backstage with O&A, here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and it was brought up on the Opie and Anthony show that executive producer Steve C. is faking sick and taking days off like there's no tomorrow. We went to Steve himself to get to the bottom of things.
Steve, the guys say that you take too many sick days. What's going on?
I know you think I'm faking it, but believe me, it would be a lot easier just to call out than to fucking orchestrate an elaborate scheme.
Why is your immune system so weak?
AIDS.
Do you think you're taking more sick days than anybody else?
Not at all.
No more sick days than anyone else? Apparently, Opie and Anthony's opinion of the days Steve takes off are skewed. We found the Opie and Anthony interns and asked all of them who takes the most sick days.
Who do you think takes the most sick days out of the O&A staff?
So far, definitely Steve.
I think Steve.
That would be Steve Carlisi.
Probably Steve. I'd say Steve.
Steve?
I would say probably Steve Carlisi.
A room full of idiot interns can't be wrong. Why is Steve faking sick every day? Has the pressure finally gotten to him? Luckily for us, Steve being absent from the show has literally no effect on how it sounds. Feel better, Steve. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Opie and Anthony, Rich Voss and Bonnie are going to be in studio in a few minutes here.
Ooh. The happily married couple.
Oh, yeah. They got a film crew today, too.
What are they filming?
Bonnie's documentary.
Ah.
On women and whether or not they're funny. Yeah, come on in, Rich.
Is that it?
There.
Rich is standing by the door like a puppy.
Rich has nothing to do.
Can I come in?
You have nothing to do because Bonnie's filming some stuff down the hall.
First of all,
she's emasculating you by actually doing a program?
I have a lot to do, but we'll discuss Bonnie when she gets in here. I have a lot to do.
Yeah?
Yeah, like what?
Like? What do you mean? In
No, I
business
mean-
or in life?
I thought that sounded like you were ready to make an announcement.
Oh,
That it was like, okay. No, it's like I have a lot to do, and here it is. No, it's just okay. I have a lot to do, and
in life and stuff. I just have a lot. And my plate is full. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, you're golfing a lot.
Oh, too much. Well, I went on vacation last week with my kids. I took my older daughters on vacation
to Miami. What are you, insane?
Why? Why would that be insane?
Because you got good-looking daughters.
What do you think? I'm letting them run free?
There's a lot of cock down there.
Huh?
A lot of cock down there.
I know that.
And a lot of grandmas, but
we went out to dinner. The hot spot in Miami is the Fountain Blue now.
The Fountain Blue.
Yeah.
What's that?
And
Who's the fountain?
I've stayed at the Fountain Blue.
Have you?
Yes.
Since it's been cool, or
very
back
nice.
in the day?
Back in the day when they were filming fucking James Bond there. Wait, no.
The Fountain Blue has probably been the place to be for a decade.
No, now
We went to
it's
the party.
really the place to be.
Oh, really?
In a decade? For a decade, it's been the place to be?
I don't know. I'm guessing
It
that
has been
it
pretty
didn't just
cool place
happen
to
to
be,
become
yeah.
the place to be in the last couple months or year. It
Yeah,
was.
I believe what that's and really I think that scene from Goldfinger was filmed there, or was it another Bond movie?
Oh,
I'm not sure, but
Well, yeah. I mean, the Rat Pack. Everybody used to play the Fountain Blue.
yeah, sure.
That's where I started. And
when you started.
What's that?
That's when you started.
The Fountain Blue.
No, but the Rat Pack.
Oh, that was the joke.
I think you said. I'm sorry. I think you said that's where I started.
Please don't touch me.
You're right. My fault.
Bonnie's outside. Does she need a big entrance, or does she come right in?
There's Bonnie.
I don't know. Now that she's a big star,
Look at her. Is she intentionally trying to yuck it up?
No.
Does she do a little more in front of the camera than usual?
Hi, Bonnie.
Do you play to the camera a little bit more than you would if you were just walking around?
No, she doesn't overact.
No?
She makes Norton look like an underactor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very good actor.
I heard
If you would have
that.
seen Z-Rock last night, you would have known it.
Oh, getting rave reviews, Jimmy.
Oh,
That's
are
what
they?
Yes.
I meant to mention that as we came back. Everyone loving you on Z-Rock last night.
Oh, good. Thank you.
DVR'd it. I got to see it.
What's
Don't
he-
tell me how it ends.
What's Z-Rock? It's a wrestling show?
On IFC. No.
No, it's not a wrestling show.
What is it?
This is a show on IFC.
Rich, you know the show.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
How did that? Wait, how did that? Bonnie, how did that tip off to him? You know the show. Oh, that one.
Because he only knows one show.
And it's her different tones.
It was that easy to. Wow, she's learned how to figure you out. I love how we make her sit way in the corner. By the way,
No, that's cool. I get it. You know.
I get it. It's a boys' club.
We put her in the chair last time she was in here.
Yeah.
Now we stick her in the corner.
Well, she was in that chair because she had the baby, and that's the kind of chair you sit with a baby.
Is it?
Do you want to sit with the big boys, or you want to just sit all alone over there?
That's okay. You guys just be funny and I'll laugh.
Smart ass.
Hey, will you not hit the cameraman with the door?
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you filming something?
Now, Bonnie,
Yes.
what is this that you're filming?
We're making a cockumentary.
A cockumentary.
Yeah.
Never heard the word documentary butchered like that.
Oh, I have.
It's a comedy
rockumentary and other
documentary.
things.
Yes.
A comedy documentary, see?
Huh.
A
And a
cockumentary.
cockumentary. Oh, here he goes. Kenny almost
Kenny,
slammed him
what are you
again.
doing, Kenny?
Kenny is the worst. God, or the best. Thank you. You just brought me my sandwich. Of course.
The
it is.
sandwich is more important than the filming of the cockumentary.
And not only the filming, but I'm not like a filmer, but these would
filmer.
be
A filmer? What the hell is a filmer?
a guy that does the filming.
Oh.
Camera off.
Cameraman.
A
Camera.
They're more important to get on camera than her.
Why?
Because they're Opie and Anthony. She's just Bonnie.
And Jim Norton.
Oh, and Norton.
Yeah.
I didn't mean anything.
Oh,
about
no, please.
It's just the worst. You really are the worst.
So what exactly is this? It's about, what is the documentary about?
I'm on a quest to find out if women are really funny or not. You know,
All right,
kind
we
of like
can
the last
sum
say
that
in
up
it.
in
all
about
right?
3 frames. No.
No women? Because maybe I have been fooling myself all this time.
No, I'll say the percentage drops way off as far as funny women to funny men. If you're
Right.
talking, and I think that's just in general. You know, comedians especially. Guy comics get up there, it's like, all right, I can watch this. The second a woman comic gets up there, I'm like, oh boy, this is going to suck ass. And sometimes,
Are you kidding? You actually think
yeah, I
that?
do. I
You think as they're
consciously
walking to the stage?
As they're going to the stage, I'm like, fuck, why is
great.
there a woman on the goddamn bill?
no.
But sometimes I'm pleasantly surprised that she's hot.
Oh, so you think
Sometimes I am surprised that they are actually funny. It's just they follow quite the same outline of, you know. Me and Opie have talked about this before, where it's like the same fucking all right. Your mom wants you to find a guy, but I can't find the right guy, and am I getting fat, and now I'm too old to have kids, and it's like, oh, shut up. And
it's like you're reading my set list.
Oh, I know.
Period jokes rule.
Period joke. No, I like girls that are a little skanky up there, you know, get a little raw.
You like dirty.
I like a little dirty, but not like to the point where they're just doing it because they're a girl and they're being dirty. It's a fine line girls have to tread to be funny up on stage. And then just in normal life, hanging out, girls normally aren't as funny as just a bunch of guys hanging out.
Women who are very funny are women who embrace or who, like, exhibit personality qualities that are typically attributed to men.
Yes.
Like, they're not afraid. Like, that's why you're funny off stage and on stage, because you break balls. It's like...
I have a hemorrhoid.
Yeah, the roid act. I mean, that's what makes you sexy. It's the...
not judgmental on the guys.
I don't have fat lips.
You call it a hemorrhoid, I call it a speed bump.
But no, it's women that aren't afraid. Those qualities that, like, guys, we're not afraid to make asses out of ourselves, or to be brutal, or, like you said, being judgmental with certain subjects. And women that embrace those qualities are just as... Like, Joan Rivers, to me, is as funny and as brutal as any male stand-up has ever been.
Yeah.
Ever. I've never seen anybody do as brutal a set as I saw Joan Rivers do a couple of years ago.
You're blocking my shot.
It's like...
there we go.
It's like... maybe I'll duck down like this, too, so I look like a real tiger prowling. But it's like you think about women. It's a stand-up you watch Joan Rivers, and when she was doing age jokes and 9/11 jokes, and just like brutal fucking. So anyone not afraid to embrace those qualities, I think.
Well, who does funny?
Also, too, though, Joan Rivers is established, and she doesn't care now. Like a new comic wouldn't do.
She never cared.
She never cared.
She never cared. No, stop trying to fat pig. No,
stop trying to tag with the brilliance of Jimmy. She never cared.
Just asking.
He summed up the whole Joan Rivers thing. You didn't need to add to that.
But if she was so funny, why did her husband kill himself?
Well,
that is true.
I think it was because he felt that you're actually asking a funny question. I'm going to give you a serious answer. Way to ruin the joke, Jim.
Yeah. Yell at him now.
No, you're right. I caught myself.
What I was mad about, you said that she has nothing to lose anymore. Her whole act was she went all
right from the beginning.
Out. Yes.
Yeah, Joan. She couldn't say pregnant on Ed Sullivan.
She used to get pissed off because she couldn't say pregnant and all that, and they censored her.
I wasn't trying to.
I want to ask Bonnie who she finds funny as far as female comics go.
I think Jimmy. I mean, no.
Come on.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, you don't want to answer that because that's what you're exploring with your documentary.
Yes. Yes.
I
find a lot of women funny. Who do I think is funny? I can't.
Jessica Kirsten, you think is funny?
She's hilarious.
Yeah. She makes me laugh in a way that like it's like a drug where you don't even know why you're laughing anymore. You're just kind of like.
Lisa Lampanelli, funny or shocking?
No, neither.
Well, after you saw her HBO.
After I saw Lisa Lampanelli's HBO special, I did question whether I wanted to be a comic or not.
Why?
I just felt like it was so simple-minded, and that people were loving it so much. I don't know. I was afraid that I might be a little bit like that, and I didn't want to like.
But love black cock?
No.
Yeah, well, we all do.
Sure.
Come on, let's be honest, guys.
Wait, but didn't you say that it makes you that you don't even want to be a racist anymore?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which I told
when
you.
I watched her, I did. I was like, I don't know. I'm not going to be a racist anymore because it's just it didn't really work.
What female? Do you think there's a female comic that could have done the virus, the virus tour?
You know who does
Holy shit! Well, that's a whole different crowd. I think it could have been the funniest woman ever that stepped up there, and they would have gotten fucking crucified.
It would have been a tough spot for any female comic.
Amy Schumer works with me on the road. She kills in front of my crowds, typically O&A crowds, and she does great. She doesn't change what she does. She's very
I saw
funny.
her recently. She's really funny.
She's doing Bonnie.
I
though.
like, huh?
She does
Oh,
Bonnie.
really?
Well, a little bit. You don't think? Watch
I've been
it.
doing it.
Oh, look at that. All right.
Oh my God.
What do you think about that?
I don't know. I've seen her very little. I like Amy Schumer a lot when she's just out and about. I like it when she's around. She's funny. She gets it.
I like the makeup on Bonnie. It's like your little eye makeup. She's looking. She knows she's on camera. I could be funny, but I could be sexy.
You guys, I still like to, I'm a girl still deep down. I talk about it in my act.
Yeah.
I put my makeup on the night before.
Is that what
Yeah.
it's smeared around on the pillow? And,
Yeah.
I like that slut eye thing. You know, when girls wake up and they got... No, I'm not saying you have it. But when girls wake up and their mascara's all, like, fucked up in their eyes, that's kind of cool. It's hot. Sexy.
Yeah, because you probably enjoy... Like, do you like porn where the girl looks like she's about to cry?
No, not because of pain or anything like that.
No, but like,
gagging.
oh God, I have to pay some bills, and this is like the last.
No, I like the ones that are about to cry because of the experience was so beautiful.
I actually like a porno where the girl, she's got two cocks in her hand and she calls one rent and one car payment.
Yeah. Oh, what has my life come to?
Like one of those deep blowjobs, a good teary blowjob.
I like the ones that don't have manicures and stuff. Like it just happened that day where somebody was like, "Come on, let's do this."
It's the worst to watch porn with. Like, she'll go, oh, like too many close-ups. If you get a close-up of a pussy, like that, or if there's a good like cock sucking, everything grosses her out. She goes, "There's no storyline."
Why are you watching it?
I didn't say there's no.
Watch
I've never
Citizen
said.
Kane. Then what are you doing?
No. You know what? I think I would enjoy porn radio. I like the sounds.
The sound.
I just don't like the visuals.
Well, we had a few of
It's
those.
too close.
Hi.
We could get a couple to have sex for you guys right now on the phone.
Yeah, I think we did this one time.
When you were in?
Yeah.
We have some sexy clips, though.
Yeah, because the guy said some funny things.
In the middle of it?
Yeah. It was like two strangers having phone sex.
So where are you guys at with the cockumentary?
What do you call it that? It's so dumb. It sounds dumb. It's a documentary. Cockumentary? What's a comedy?
Because I think it works on two levels. Like, it's a comedy documentary, so it's kind of a funny name. And then you're in it.
That's funny. What's Rich's part in the documentary or the cockumentary?
He's just himself. He's he micromanage. He tries to micromanage what I'm doing.
How does he do that?
He tells me I'm doing everything wrong all the time and how to do it right. And
does he ever offer his opinion when you just kind of are not really interested in hearing it? Like, does he just come over and just start telling you things that you don't want to hear about?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what he does do all the time, and he does this with everything, not just this cockumentary. I won't stop calling it that.
It's so stupid. Go ahead.
He tries to inject himself. He's like, well, I should be doing the interviews. It's like, well, I'm doing this documentary, and then he's like, trying to figure out a way to get in.
No, I'm not trying.
Yes, you're constantly asking to do the interviews.
You're like Desi Arnaz, and he's Lucy. He's trying to get into the show.
Yes.
He's juicy.
One time I was up for this hosting this weird reality show thing, and when he found that out, he was like, well, you got to tell him I'd be good on it, too. The two of us. Like, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
No, I wasn't begging.
When I said I wasn't going to, I was like, Rich, I don't even have the job. I just auditioned for it. They called to say they liked me. Whatever. They were taking it to the network. He was like, he goes, you've got to tell him. And we had a huge fight because I refused to go. The next time I had to go in, I refused to go. You should change your format just a little bit, so that my husband can also be on the show.
Oh, my God, Rich.
So instead of just being happy for you that you were doing well with something, he had to be a self-centered ass.
And then he always brings up, I got you on O&A.
No.
Yeah.
First of all, no.
He
your
helped me.
fucking mind? I've helped you through. Listen,
I know
when
you
I
have.
found you, you were reading a piece of paper on a stool at M Bar. Okay, so
and I had friends.
I knew.
Wait, you knew her before Last Comic Standing?
No, that's when I met her, when I was doing last time. When I could have fucking been tagging anybody.
So you
around
met her
the
when
country.
she was doing a network TV show.
No,
but you're going to claim that she was a nobody.
Actually, he did tell me to go on last Comedy
I was doing the
Well, that's
show.
what I'm asking. Did you guys meet before last Comedy Stand?
When he was
on my
he was
season.
on the first season,
On my
and then
season.
I was on the second season.
Okay.
But you guys knew each other before.
No, I didn't.
No, she came up
I'm
to me.
so
and I
confused. Anyone?
No, I remember it. So
when I was on Last Comic, she came up to me at the cellar. When I was on season 1, and then just 2 nights later, I was eating her fucking box in a car.
Is that true, Bonnie?
For a second. I didn't let it go on that long.
You just gave him a little taste?
Wait, you were sitting in the passenger seat, and he was like just standing on the floor, kind of peeking over the seat?
He was making out with me, and then he just went for it.
What were you wearing?
Wow.
That was so
I was
easy.
wearing a skirt.
Yeah.
A hazmat suit.
You go from kissing to just right down?
Yeah, he went.
I had to catch a flight the next morning.
He kept trying to. He just wanted me there so we could kill time until he had to go get his flight.
Is there anything hotter than pulling those panties aside, though, huh? Right, Bonnie?
Panties?
Yeah.
What panties?
Oh, hey. Panties for.
Pull those panties aside and just go down.
So anyhow, I've gotten her.
You're hanging out with the boys today, Bonnie.
Yeah, no, that's cool, guys.
So, no,
Scratch her balls.
I asked her about one dumb show, and she doesn't tell you the whole story. I'm working on my slobber.
We
I
want to
think.
hear more about the pussy eating.
Yeah.
We're not ready to move on, Rich.
No,
we have
I'm
questions.
backing
Well,
up
here's the
to
thing
where you
is that-
guys
Thank you,
attacked
Bonnie.
me.
Help me out.
After kissing him for a few minutes, my entire body was already wet. You know what I mean?
How is he a good kisser? Back then, I'm sure you're not kissing anymore.
We haven't
Why would
kissed
you?
in years, but
Yeah.
he was a good kisser, and it really did have to do with how much juice he has in his mouth. It made it good.
Now,
Really?
Yeah, it made it like kind of
someone
sloppy.
has to ask. How's his breath?
No, he has.
With all that,
Rich said that bad breath.
With
He
all that
brushes
dental
his
work
teeth
and all that
like
shit.
once a week, and he still has the most amazing breath. And you know why? I read a thing. You know, drug addicts, they get their teeth go bad and they have really bad breath. It's because they don't have enough saliva in their mouth. They get dry mouth.
Yep.
And Rich just overproduces it.
Oh, so it's like a car wash in there.
Yes, yeah.
Just constantly.
Yeah, I don't think
bathing.
Voss. I've ever smelled Voss having bad breath.
No, and you guys have been intimate.
Never that close, but
Close enough.
Guess that drug dealer washed his cock then. If you never had bad breath. Oh, ow.
Oh, it went from
Hold
eating
on.
pussy to
Oh, someone is telling me to get it right. It's pussy diving. I'm sorry. We learned that on Friday.
All right.
He did. He dived and then came back up with a fish.
So here's the
How many minutes of the pussy diving in the car?
No, it's literally less than a minute.
No,
that
it
time,
wasn't less
that
than a
time.
minute.
Yeah, no, because I was like, oh, I'm not that kind of girl. Remember, I was playing
please.
that.
I'm not that kind of girl. Fuck me in the ass.
Only for a second.
That's all it took.
Now, see, now you're doing great. I just got pissed off at the Joan Rivers thing. You're
Oh, you
good
did?
now.
All right. Sorry.
Because he
Mr.
did well
Temperamental.
at that. I know I am.
what
You
is
get a
what is your point with the documentary? You think women are funny? I mean, you obviously are. So it's like, what are you saying with it? You don't think they are, or you're sick of the perception that they're not?
I'm not. It's hard for me to really give a shit at all. I just want to.
Good thing you're
Do something.
passionate about what you're making a documentary about. I really don't give a shit about
I don't
this.
care. I just
tape.
wanted. I just needed.
I don't think she wants to answer any of those questions. She wants the film to speak for
I
itself
want
in the
to
end.
try to have some kind of.
You don't want to go into this with an opinion, I would assume.
Right.
I mean, you probably do have an opinion. But,
I do.
But you don't want to say that right out of the box.
That's the
obviously.
big
I want to
reveal.
keep
See,
my
that's
journalistic
why-
integrity.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
producing this. I'm directing these,
Thank you.
these puppets.
Thank you for stepping
Oh,
in.
look at Kenny coming
Kenny,
through the door.
Kenny,
real
what the
slow
fuck?
now.
Now Kenny's bringing my snack. I'm trying to eat a little better. So I have some
Snick snack.
low-fat
Got
peanut
rice
butter.
cakes and peanut butter.
Yum.
Thanks.
Peanut butter is that's a step up.
All right, let's get
Reduced
back
fat Jif stinks. I wanted the other stuff. They don't have it.
Oh, no.
Oh, I think Jif is the best.
Reduced fat?
Yeah.
Why do
yeah.
you say that?
It tastes best.
It tastes. I'm worried about my fat tits in my stomach.
Oh, that's.
And peanut butter wouldn't be the
Well, they're
thing.
all kind of
you know.
comparable, aren't they?
Well, I'm eating. I want some low fat.
Isn't it low fat?
25% less fat than peanut butter.
Oh, that's not
Well, don't
good.
put a half a pound on it.
I don't. I only eat a little bit, Rich.
You know what though? There's good fats and there's bad fats, and you're a bad fat.
All right, let's get back to the pussy diving. So,
Okay.
no, then what happened with the relationship after the pussy diving, Rich?
Well-
I never heard the beginnings of the Rich and Bonnie relationship.
Oh.
Well, I was still filming Last Comic, the first season, the finals, and I was.
Did she think you were a big star? Did she have that look in her eyes?
I didn't.
She fucked Brad Pitt.
One time for a second. No. I told him that so that he.
She said Brad Pitt hit on her in a club.
Yeah.
I don't know, or someone who looked like Brad Pitt. I don't know.
And to me, if Brad Pitt really hit on her, how could you not fuck him? Like if you're a woman, if
so you don't believe her.
Because here was my theory on it. This is my theory is that I could be the girl that fucked Brad Pitt. Every girl would do that, or he'd have to constantly be like that one girl that turned me down.
Yeah, but you're also the girl who fucks Rich Voss. That's more important.
But see, my theory on that was I'll be the one girl who does fuck him.
Did Brad Pitt really hit on you, though?
I don't know for sure if it was. It looked like him, and then people called him Brad.
Wait, you really
We were
don't know
in
if it was
Hollywood.
him?
How do you not know if
Well,
it's
because I
Brad
thought
Pitt?
it was him then, but then after thinking about it, it seems ridiculous that it was him.
Where was it?
It was in a bar in a bar that's I can't remember the name of it, but it's right next to the Laugh Factory in L.A.
Oh, that fancy one where all the stars go?
It wasn't
How
that.
much of a Midwestern housewife could you have sounded like when you asked that question? That fancy one where all the movie stars go?
Is that the one with the celebby tongue?
Jesus, Aunt Rich.
All right, so she could have had sex with Brad Pitt. You're filming Last Comic Standing. Let's go.
Okay.
Then what happened?
And then she came up to me at the cellar. And so we started fooling around. And then.
Not then.
No, the
You
next night.
stalked me a little bit.
No, I got her number. I tried to get her number. And then the next. Whatever. And then, if I was in L.A., I'd call her. She was great because I had a hotel when I was filming. I was in L.A. And she came over to the hotel. And all I had to do was, she left her water over on the table. Or something, or drink. I go, let me get that for you. And
what a gentleman.
And
I thought he was being a gentleman.
So I fucked her in the hotel. I fucked her, right?
Okay, but I left my car in a zone parking spot where I knew I had to go back out in an hour and a half so that I could have an excuse to be like, ooh,
and if you get
the car.
murdered, they'll be wondering where the girl that owns the car is.
Yes.
Well, all I know is
good idea.
after I fucked her, she left immediately.
Really?
It was great. I mean, I didn't have to sit and
you
talk
think
with
it's
her.
great. He's probably like, oh.
No. Back then, I was really eligible. I was.
I have to say this, that he, when we went into his hotel room and he realized we were going to have sex, he immediately stripped down completely naked. And I was kind of shocked that you had such a good body.
Yeah, my shit was. I was tighter then. And I knew she was coming over. She was coming over.
He does look very good naked. He's put some weight on since he quit smoking.
I didn't put any.
A few pounds. We all see it, Rich. A few pounds. It's all right.
That's nothing, dude.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
You look good. You look good.
Did he take time to make sure?
Jesus. He's 76 years old, you guys.
When did you get your abs back? How do we all know how he looks naked?
He has a Jack LaLanne body. It's sickening.
Jack LaLanne.
How the fuck do we all know what you look like naked?
You have Lois Lane.
Dude, you got like an 8-pack.
Lois Lane.
You're pushing 60, right?
Oh, I turned 52 2 years after you guys broke my arm on June 30th.
Oh, yeah. So we did that. Who cares?
I know.
Did he tend to your needs?
I knew she was coming that day.
It wasn't bad. It was an enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
It was a little afternoon romp.
I fucking took a Viagra. I knew she was coming. I took a half of Viagra. I ate her fucking pussy. I fucked her. My dick was harder than a. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what do you think Viagra does?
It gets your dick hard.
My dick was harder than.
An out-of-reach reference. Harder than what's difficult.
I'm sure
It would
that
have
Bonnie.
been the same experience.
Yeah, I'm sure Bonnie is happy that your dick was hard because of the Viagra and not because of her. That's just wonderful.
No, she was hot back then.
Oh, Christ. Come on.
You have no idea what you got.
I laugh on the outside.
You have no idea what you got.
Did you get completely
amazes
naked?
me.
Did you leave some clothes on?
I don't remember what.
Well, you had a bathing suit. It was easy to take off, right?
Yeah, I was wearing a bikini.
Oh.
Because we were out at the pool where he got my water for me.
Wow.
And it was nice. It was good.
He posed a lot at the pool, I remember. I remember never talking, just being like, okay, let's let this guy hang himself. And then, and he would just kind of prance around and pose.
Was he charming?
Not particularly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I remember thinking, well, if he's, it could be fun, sexual thing.
You were just, it seems to me like you were just a little horned up and needed some dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonnie's good
Not
like
you,
that.
Rich, but okay. Rich is like, yeah, I'm horned up and need some
Rich,
dick.
we're not talking about you.
So, but this kind of relationship went on for a while where I'd see him in New York or he'd be in L.A. and whatever.
Yeah, you could hook up.
And then one night, I'm sure I've told you guys this story. I don't want to bore you.
No, go ahead. But we're filming it, so,
One night, I was bored and a little lonely, I guess, so I called him. And he was on the road, and because we never talked, we just sort of would hook up. He assumed that I wanted phone sex. So
nice assumption.
He just went right into it, and then I didn't want to be like, "Oh, I just killed a tuck." I didn't want to be that girl, so I went into it. And then,
holy shit, Rich.
These two rule.
I know. And then halfway through, he was, yammering on the scenario, and he goes, "You have one of the best tasting pussies." And I remember thinking, it's a fantasy. You can't give me the best tasting pussy.
You're one of a long list.
Yeah. So I had to be like, shove it out, push it down, keep going,
That's great. What a sexy thing to say.
Yeah.
Your pussy doesn't stink as bad as most of them.
Yeah, exactly.
You smooth talker.
But then after we were done, I made fun of him for that, and we started laughing.
That's it.
And we talked for a couple of hours.
I used to talk to her. I probably on one phone call back then talked to her longer than I've talked to her in the last year. We used to talk for 2 hours sometimes.
Really?
And then she did Last Comic Standing too, and it was kind of a night. She hated it, I talked her into it kind of. I said, do it, because it was a good experience for me, but I didn't know that they would throw her under the bus and, turn her into the bitch on the show. You know what I mean?
I didn't know it was that bad.
And, all right. So, I talked to her a lot, talked her down. And then we got, started dating a little. And then, as we were going out, we got the pilot for Comedy Central, which I have with, oh no, I don't have it with, and we got the pilot. So I go, well, if this show gets picked up, I might as well get engaged, for the TV show. And then it didn't get picked up, and I couldn't take the fucking ring back.
So that's what the marriage is based on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, on my
Lou
side
Wallach
of
saying
it,
no.
Wait, let's hear her side of it.
My side
Because
of
I'm
it
sure
was,
she can defend herself.
Yeah, no, he had the Oscar gift bag. So when he asked me to marry him, I'm going to say no to all that.
We didn't hear enough about that Oscar goddamn gift bag. Holy shit. Cool. Free stuff. It's great.
When he was in LA one time, we were driving around, and I was telling him, I was saying, this is at the height of his Last Comic Standing, I guess, the summer where he was on tour and stuff. And I said, you can never tell anyone about us.
Oh shit, that was nice to hear.
And as I said it, this truck drove up and was like, Rich Voss! So perfect.
Now has Rich changed since you get married at all?
Yeah, before we got married, people would always go, he's happier now. I don't know what you did to him. He's like a different person. And I remember thinking, he's such an asshole. How bad could it have been? You know what I mean? Before, but I thought it was kind of a joke. But now that the true ass has come out, he really is a depressing asshole. Yeah. He's horrible. It's a nightmare.
No, because you're fucking... Every time, if I come home, if I'm like, woo, she goes, oh, look, you're in a bad mood. But I'm not in a bad mood, but now I'm in a bad mood because you put me in a bad mood by saying I'm in a bad... You know what I'm saying? They'll push your buttons, you know? I'm not Mr. Outgoing, Mr. Jovial,
Oh, no,
wait.
Hit the wall. Hit the wall. Get that on the wall.
They actually said it right. Well, say it again.
Jovial.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. All right, I thought you said something else.
No, that's actually
I'm sorry.
correct.
I'm sorry then, Rich. It doesn't go up on the wall.
So, he's in a bad mood. Like if I go play golf, I come home, I'm not going to be dancing. That doesn't make you happy. So she triggers a lot of stuff. Like we had a fight the other night, and she said, everybody hates you.
Did she say that?
That was when they were making up.
I was trying to say, I'm not the only person who thinks you're an
private,
asshole.
phone call we had.
But it's true. That's your character. You know, everyone I ever meet is like, oh God, he's an asshole. Like, it's funny, you know.
But you're so Canadian and passive or passive that like I'm tired. I don't have patience to put up with fucking
passive
in
Canadian.
You know,
instead of passive aggressive.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
See, they let everything slide. Don't worry, this and that. I don't have time for incompetence. You know, with people. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm at a point where, you know, if I'm paying for something, I want what I pay for. So, like, let it slide. Like,
you are abrasive, though.
Like, we were getting coffee outside, and the guy's making the cup, but he's putting his fucking hands in the cup. Some smelly foreigner. I go, do you think maybe you can make my coffee
first of all,
without putting your hand in the cup?
No, that's not what you said. You said, don't put your hand in my cup.
Yeah.
And I said, you're right. But, like, that's the thing is, like, that just... Other people have other ways of doing it.
I gotta agree with Rich on this one, though.
But he's terrible at saying it. He's right is what he's saying.
You know what it is? The thing is, like, he
There's
makes
no
people
nice
want
way to say that.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, get your fucking filthy hands out of my cup.
All right, that's...
Like that situation. But if he's saying that, like, you know, if he walks in to maybe a hospital and says, hey, you know, I cut my fucking finger. Could you stitch it up, bitch?
But that's how... He uses that
same attitude.
Yeah,
tone. It's a tone. See, you think a tone is, you know, is a personality. It's a tone. You know what I mean?
No,
neither do I. I'm just saying because I'm from New Jersey and we're more aggressive.
It's sad what this relationship has become. How are we going to get back to the pussy diving stage?
Yeah,
because something has gone drastically wrong.
Bring a friend.
When was the last time you went down on her?
Yeah.
Oh, I always ask to go down on her.
Oh, Bonnie doesn't want anymore.
Yeah, I said, well, let me go down on you. And she's like, no.
I just want him to...
No big deal.
We do have... When we have sex, it's good. I just want him to not talk so I can get in another place.
Wait, how does he talk? During sex, you mean? Or what do you mean? Like, he talks during sex?
Yeah, well, he'll just say dumb shit.
Like
you know,
what?
he's Rich Voss.
What does he say that's dumb, though?
I don't know. I can't think of.
Come on, yes you can.
I'll try to. I'll honestly try to think of stuff.
Do you mean in bed or leading up to it?
Both. Like, he's like, he'll lay on the
serious
bed.
stuff or jovial stuff?
He'll lay on the bed and he'll like pull his shorts down. And sometimes he just pulls his underwear to the side and then goes, suck my cock.
Like a red shirt class act.
Which I will. It's fine. I understand.
We all want to say that, but we just don't, Rich.
There's a protocol.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a...
I'm not going to argue with you. We all think that.
There's a flow chart that you should use to get to suck my cock. It's not,
love
you know,
man.
I don't want rose petals leading up to the bed.
Right.
I'm not asking for, you know.
But you don't need seaweed either. It's like, come on, Rich. There's a balance.
Something in between.
It's like you could ask people to not put their fingers in their cup. Because that one thing I like about Rich is I don't do that. Like, I'll let them just put it and I won't drink it. But he goes to the extreme. He goes, could you not touch that? Like, he's just, instead of just going, sir, could you please not? Could you please remake that? I can't drink it like that. Like, instead of just asking nicely and getting the message across.
Or like, he always needs to get the ketchup packages. Even if there's ketchup on the table, right? Which is fine. Right. But I say, when you ask the waitress for it, just tell her that you're kind of like got a disorder or something. You know, just be like, oh, I'm kind of crazy. Can you get me the like packages?
How does he do it?
He just goes, I need packages. I'm not eating none of that thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
you have to like make a scene.
I don't make a
like,
scene.
I'm not. There's crust around the top.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Like yesterday, I was in the supermarket and I wanted to get some coleslaw, and the lady was doing the cold cuts, and there was three employees that were just talking, and they weren't. Let's say they. Let's say that you would see them working the toll booth or whatever.
I hear you. Sure.
So none of them would help the one lady. I want my coleslaw. I go, can one of you help me?
Oh,
and they go, well,
we can help you by spitting in your food now.
They said, we're done at 5. I go, well, it's 4 minutes to 5. Let's get some coleslaw. Chop. And
well, that's what you do to make coleslaw, right?
Yeah.
Chop. So. But she would never do. She wouldn't speak out like that.
No.
Did they laugh or were they?
They got my coleslaw, and I go, so look at that. You still have 2 minutes to spare.
You know what? He's right though. Lazy fucking ape.
That's the thing is that I'm not saying he's wrong. Look, can I tell you something? When I first met him, that was one of the things that attracted me to him was his assholiness. One time we went into Dunkin' Donuts, and he asked for free munchkins. He goes, give me some free munchkins. And the guy goes, I'm not giving you free munchkins. And Rich goes, put the munchkins in the bag. And the guy did and gave us free munchkins.
You robbed the place.
Yes.
Is what you did.
Yes.
I heard
from munchkins.
I love that about him. I mean, I do like that he's direct and assholey and stuff, but I just don't like it at me.
Right, okay.
Well,
that
or
makes sense.
at least not all the time. Like, once in a while, you know, it's like you can kind of be nice.
Lately. I've been better with her and the baby and stuff. I've been better. Okay. I've done a lot of stuff. We just put a new floor in our house. Okay. I went out.
Are you getting rid of all those antiques?
Some of them.
God, I hope you are.
That
Bonnie
big
comes
couch.
up. Bonnie hates
No,
them.
she's still sitting here.
Couch like, oh shit!
Jesus.
I get it. I'm old.
Are you kidding me? I'll say it again. You have no idea what you got.
Huh? I got a great woman. She's a good mom. She's a good wife. She's fun. She's cool. She
But
makes
get
me
rid of the
laugh.
fucking
She gets
antiques.
it.
No one enjoys your antiques.
Huh?
That you just rattled off like a
Yeah.
resume. It's not even like a sexy kind of thing. You just rattled
Well,
off.
let me tell you. I put a new. We do a new kitchen. Money, teeth money, which I'm running out. To spiral down is quick.
Can you get him to just, like, file him down?
So
you have to get all new ones? Okay, go ahead.
So I want a wooden floor or carpet. Well, we both wanted a wooden floor, but she wanted a little more. So I get a wooden. We put a floor in. It's like
You put it in yourself, or you have?
No, I had someone. I put in 2 pieces though yesterday.
Ooh.
So I had someone do it, and it was like $4 or $5 grand. So I'm on the road, and she says, I go, we're at the mall. She goes, did you get me a present? I said, you're standing on it. She says, that I was mean for that, and that I got her to keep. This is what she says in the car. Oh, you got me a floor to keep old cunt mouth quiet, right? Or something like that.
Well, that's what I think he thinks of me. He's like, this fucking cunt. That's what I think his inner dialogue is all the time. Like, oh, but this fucking cunt, shut up. Okay, I'm going to get her new floors. I hope she fucking shuts the fuck up.
Wow.
Is that your inner voice?
No, that's your own insecurities. And that's your, because I do things for you because
you want the cunt to shut up?
I want you to be happy.
Look how hard it was for him to say that.
I couldn't figure
because I love you.
Yeah, he was almost going to say because I love you, but then it was like, fuck her.
Oh, no. Yeah,
we all know Rich has a problem with love and being touched.
I do love her.
Is he bad with like casual, loving touching?
No! One time he took the stylus out of his Trio phone and he rubbed it against my leg, and I still think about that. He does love me.
No, he's not good at just kind of like rubbing your hand or like. Is he an affectionate guy?
No.
Why aren't you? Why, Rich?
Well, because sometimes he touches you, but it's like a toddler or a monster that doesn't hasn't figured out how to caress, and it's
monster.
It's just like this kind of.
Oh God, no!
He's not a good caresser.
No sensitive touch.
Like a gargoyle.
No, it's like he's gonna take my skin off.
Oh my God!
A toddler or a monster who doesn't know how to caress.
Let's see how you touch. Huh? Let's see how you touch.
Touch Jim and just see.
I won't touch him. I'll touch.
Just show.
All right, let me see how you touch Bonnie.
But Bonnie's arm. Touch Bonnie's arm.
No, let's see something affectionate from you.
What do you mean by touch it? Like
we don't have
She's
to
your wife. Make her feel good with some kind of touch or something.
Maybe it's earlier in the day and you think, well, I want to have sex later tonight.
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
And then honestly, it gets to this so quickly.
the feeling up of the boob.
Yeah.
That's how somebody.
Oh my God, look at you.
That's how like a plantation owner used to inspect a slave he was going to buy.
Is that really how you
kind of
touch her?
wrapped her arm a little and rubbed it, and then
That's really how you touch her?
Yeah.
Well, no, I hug her. I hug her. Look.
One time I was crying, and he went to console me, and he was like this, okay, and he immediately went for the boob.
Your tits.
Yeah. And I have tears coming down. Suck my cock. Okay, Richard.
What the fuck?
You two are a
All right, what does she do that you wish she didn't do? Something that really pisses you off about her. What frustrates you about Bonnie? We've heard about the ketchup. The ketchup thing is amazing because you're spitting germs wherever you go, but you're worried about germs. that is unbelievable.
The waitress she's wiping her face.
Right, of course.
And you should see what happens at the ketchup packet factory.
Right.
Not on the inside.
Yeah, but you're touching the outside, ripping that shit open.
You don't know
That's
what's
probably
going on.
dirtier than the ketchup in the bottle, to be honest with you.
Are you kidding? People can come put stuff in the ketchup in the bottle.
That's true, too.
And that's because one time my friend and I were in a diner and he poured it out when they had to move and a fly came out. So, somebody put a fly in there.
Yeah.
Fly could have
So,
Yeah,
what did she do?
Weird things.
That's why they call them flies.
Yeah, and most
I put boogers in the ketchup at home.
Oh. She, on the side of my car, she put some.
Whatever. People pick their nose. Big deal.
Do you pick your nose, Bonnie?
Yeah. Who doesn't? You show me one person who doesn't.
It doesn't. For real.
You don't ever. How do you get them out?
I use
pay
tissue.
somebody.
I
Yeah,
blow
but you
my
gotta
nose.
pick-
I pay somebody.
You pick with a tissue. Don't tell me that you don't put a tissue up there.
He rolls it up.
I roll it up, get it up in there, and get the old
isn't that the
road around.
best?
All right.
you
That
clean
grosses
your
her
nose
out.
Case in point. That's
It's better than your finger,
No, it's
and
not.
then where are you
No,
going to
it's
put
not.
it? Yes, it is.
No.
It's not touching your hands.
you wash your hands after.
What do you mean where you put it? You put it in your
You don't
mouth.
wash your hands after.
I always put it in my ear after.
In your rear?
My ear.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Do you really think she
All right,
puts
Rich.
in her ear?
Rich,
No.
back to the question. What does Bonnie do that bothers you? We heard a lot about what
She
bothers
I fart and
exaggerates.
stuff. He goes, "You're a man," and he gets grossed out.
But he gets a hard on.
I get hard. No. Bonnie's great. I'm not going to lie. Hold on.
Take your gum out of your mouth.
Take your gum out.
You're still chewing the
I'm cutting down. I've been cutting down
You're
since
listening
the
That's
last
bad for you, dude. You can't keep chewing that for
He's
years.
cutting down
I know.
now. He's smoking cigarettes in place of the gum. So he's only down a few pieces
great
of
would
gum.
that be?
There's a new smokeless
Gotta go back to
cigarette. Have you
smoking,
seen it?
get off the
Yeah,
gum.
that's why. That's like doing drugless coke. It makes it
Drugless?
that would send you right back to smoking
make
quicker
that?
than this.
Did he say drugless?
Well, I mean, it's like snorting powder.
Yeah,
or
that's
Maybe
smoking.
laxative.
So,
What bothers you
well,
about
she
Bonnie?
exaggerates a lot.
Okay. I think women do in general.
I'm the biggest
Exaggerate?
exaggerator in the whole world. Big deal.
Little exaggeration.
See? That was
She,
some smart humor right there, Rich.
I know. I've heard that joke 17 times throughout radio
Oh,
stations
really?
in the country.
You're
You're the first fucking radio
That's one
station.
of her stock jokes.
Richard.
No,
She made it sound like she thought about it.
no,
thought
I've
it up
never
on the
heard
spot.
that. I just threw that out.
All right.
She exaggerates. What else? She
It's
nothing.
grounds
Just not,
for divorce right there.
No,
It's
she,
terrible.
nothing. I can't think of it.
horrible girl
Okay,
she is.
How do you live with her?
when we're watching TV and she's eating an apple,
Oh, yeah.
and it's so fucking loud, you just want to stick like a pen in her eye or something because like the chewing.
Rich doesn't like eating an apple unless it's out of somebody's hand.
That's a horse joke.
Hold it flat.
Yeah. Horse joke.
It's a horse joke.
Oh.
Big toothed.
Idiot.
And then when she crunches those sugar cubes, do I get upset? I hate it.
Amazing.
So exaggerating
No,
and eating
I
apple.
can't think. I'm not here to
What
say
is
the
she saying,
negative
your
things
cock
about.
is so big? Is that the exaggerating part?
I'm not here to say the negative things about the woman I love. I'm that's all that does.
I
is
typed
just,
too loud, remember?
You what?
I typed too loud.
Type
yeah.
too loud. What are you using?
Chewing and typing both too loud.
Oh
Yeah.
well, yeah.
This is this from a deaf guy who.
Yeah, she types it so quick and loud.
On a computer keyboard, not an old typewriter.
On a computer keyboard.
So it's that whole...
It's just so loud, and she's like showing off that she could type that
annoy
fast.
me. That amazes me when people can type that fast. I'm just like,
It's unbelievable.
Fuck.
And
I've
not
been using
even
a computer
looking.
for 20 fucking years, and I'm still tick, tick,
and
tick.
She could do it without even looking.
Like he'll
that.
come over and talk to me, and I'll be talking.
Wow,
to him.
she's a great typist. Okay, that sucks too.
Yeah, that's another demerit.
Nothing. I have nothing against my. Listen. I'm not going to come in here to try.
She eats healthy food and apple, and
we
she
get on. We
exaggerates.
We eat well together. She's a great cook. This bitch can cook. Okay, farm girl, right?
Yeah.
Good cook.
Yeah.
And she'll tell you that.
He gets mad at me. Okay, this is one thing. Remember, you go, you go, why you gotta eat with your mouth closed? Who do you think you are, the Queen of England or something?
Eat with your mouth closed is bad.
Yes.
Like going to those fancy places, all the Hollywood stars.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm acting like I'm on my high horse or something.
Yeah, he says,
Are you guys going to get this together or what?
Yeah, we're getting along great.
You're getting along great again?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a
You
fight the
helping?
other night, a big fight. And
About what? Yeah, what was that over?
That I'm not good with showing emotional.
No.
What? No.
Use
What?
your
You're
big
not.
words.
You don't. You're emotionally taxing.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Like, 'cause
But
you're always.
She exaggerates.
But he's always what?
He say he wants to play golf every day, which is fine. I say go play golf if it makes you happy and takes stress out of your life. I just don't want to hear about it every other hour that you're with me. It's
What's
like
he talk about? Like,
well,
how
he
do you-
goes and he puts on a golf outfit and he'll be like, "Do you like this? Does this match?"
What are you trying to impress on a golf course?
Then he'll be like, "Should I go tomorrow? Should I go at 8? Should I go at 10? Should I?" It's like just an endless amount of
Shut up, right?
Yes.
Are you saying he needs a constant input about himself or his interest or his life when sometimes you want to think or talk about something else, but he somehow has to make it about something that he wants to talk about?
No, I'm not self-centered.
Yes, you really are.
No, I'm not. No.
But
no.
that's fine. But
I
it's like
think
the
you are.
golf thing for some
We all
reason
think
just
you are.
really.
Because you have no interest in it. You don't give a shit. And you're like, hey, you want to go play? Fine. But you don't want it to be a part of your life.
Well, it's like you have to take up, whatever, 6 hours every day
It's
to
not
go
6
play
hours.
4.5, 5 hours every day to go play golf.
It's not every day.
And it is 6 hours.
Okay, whatever.
Going back and forth to the golf course.
really.
Whatever it is,
That's how she
that's
looks at
fine.
it.
That's like a big chunk out of your day. Then
While you're
let it
raising the kid at
go.
home.
Like you don't have to do another 6 hours of it at home.
But I do a lot. I run. This is a marriage.
No one, Rich,
is
no
I know
one's
both.
saying that you don't do a lot of stuff at home. You do.
I do. It's like it's a
I do all
business.
the
It's a
spelling.
machine.
Thank God.
It's a machine, and
He's like,
it takes two to run the machine.
yeah, like one person's doing the twittering, which is Rich, and the other person is spelling all the words. Right?
Does he make bad spelling errors on Twitter?
No, it's just a constant. That's the other thing. It's like he wants me to spell all the words for him. Like they're like, how do you spell become? I mean, they're words that where I'll be like, sound it out.
I become.
I can't do it all the time. I'm busy doing stuff. Then he gets mad if I won't just immediately. Sometimes I don't know how to spell the word. And I'll be like, I don't know. And he'll get mad that I don't.
We'll get mad at you for not knowing
I'm
how
like,
to spell the word.
There's a spelling check.
There's a spell check.
Not on Twitter or on whatever.
Not at all. You can spell check on Twitter.
I don't know. Listen, things are good. We're married. We have good times. We have bad. And when we fight, we get over it. She was talking about me trying to get on her dumb show. I helped. Throughout the beginning.
I didn't get the part.
Throughout the beginning of our relationship, when I was bringing her on the road, and she was fucking having a tough time because she wasn't used to my audience. And who held her while she was crying, at times, or whatever.
Squeezed her tits.
And squeezing her tits and
who helped her
pussy
walk through,
diving while she's
we help each
crying.
other, and we've done that. When she did her special, I helped her. When I wrote for the Oscars, she helped me.
Licks
We
her
helped,
asshole as she's having an emotional breakdown. We understand, Rich. Fucking ghoul.
I'm, what did she say? Monetarily? What's the word? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Depends on what you mean.
I don't know where you're going.
I take care of things monetarily in a household, and emotionally, I'm not the best in the world, but
that seems to be the issue.
Yeah. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm a little
All
older.
I'm saying is, like, everybody pretends a little bit. Like, if you're in a bad mood, like, everybody has to pretend a little bit that they're not. You can't just.
I'm not in a bad mood, but you always say I'm in a bad mood because that's my demeanor. Right?
Yeah.
Your demeanor is to look like you're in a bad mood.
No, I mean, that's why I can't. No,
that's why we're,
Well,
that's why we're laughing,
this,
Rich.
You're a lot
then he
demeaner
goes,
than
"That's
you
right."
used to be.
So would you marry Bonnie all over again?
Yes. Yes. What do you mean, at this age, or if I was...
Right now.
Would I marry her? Yeah, of course. We could do another wedding.
Why don't you look at her and say that?
I would marry you 100 times
Look
over.
at me, Rich.
Not her tits, Rich. Rich is staring at her tits. Look at her
Not
in
the young
eyes.
Joe DeRosa sitting outside.
Of course I would marry. There's no one else on this planet I would rather be with.
Oh, so you want to leave the planet?
What about what about other planets?
There is nobody outside of Fire Island. I would rather.
Or Provincetown. Yeah, so it's not about me. We're doing a dumb documentary on how funny women are.
You don't know how to sell it. Dumb documentary.
Yeah, way to go, Rich.
Oh, well, you know I'm not dumb. It's the word is dumb. We're not calling it that anymore.
Cockumentary?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's up
Who's
to
gonna
her
take it
what she
serious?
calls it.
No, it's up to us. We're a team.
Well, she doesn't want you to be
Team Voss.
What's the name of our company?
McVoss?
Is that the way you called it?
Well, we don't really have a company.
Well, if we did, pretend.
Oh.
McVoss, right?
Why don't you
Remember?
just make a company?
How do you not have a company?
Exactly.
Should we? Oh.
Sure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Tax implications?
Oh, my no. You can do it either
How about
way.
Bonnie and Blithering?
I was thinking, you know how they combine like Brangelina and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
We could be bitch.
Oh, Bonnie and Rich, bitch.
On stage, she kills, though.
That's a funny
She
line.
does.
Dude, she killed on the show right now.
No, I'm saying, but where did you get those from? Are they sending them over
is
from
that?
there?
Look at his pants.
Those are nice. My other ones you got to see. Those
Those are
nice.
not
Pants
nice.
Are you
silly.
crazy?
They're
For
not
golf?
nice.
They are
They're
nice.
I think
Yellow,
Ted Knight died in
pink.
those pants.
It's good
And
to know you're
green
dressing up to
stripes.
play golf.
Well, what do you mean it's good to know? Of course you got to. What am I going to come to course looking like?
Who are you standing
Any
there with?
collared
That's,
shirt and
Paulie
super
Quinn,
shorts.
Kenny Quinn's son from Caroline's. That manages Caroline.
Oh, okay.
Paulie. What's that?
Nothing.
Those
I wear-
fucking
I
golf
wear-
pants are awful. They're terrible.
Melting ice cream.
No, he goes to this website. What is it called again?
Loudmouthgolf.com. They send me clothing.
Loudmouth.
Golf.com.
Yeah.
I'll wear those pants when I'm in Arizona at Scottsdale doing
nice.
Mardi Gras August 1st.
Mardi Gras.
All right.
Mardi Gras.
No, he didn't.
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras. Mardi
Mardi
Gras.
I know this guy, Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
Playing golf with him.
Yeah. Why don't we take a break? I mean,
Yeah.
you two are just terrific.
God damn, man.
It's amazing. It's exhausting. I don't know how you do it.
It really is.
It's exhausting.
I don't know how you
Rich,
two
you're
are, you
exhausting.
two.
When you said take a break, I thought you meant Rich and I for like a while. Like I got excited.
Would you guys ever take a break in the marriage?
We do all the time. I go on the road and stuff, or do whatever.
That's
She's
gotta
going up to
help,
Canada
right?
for 10 days to see her mom. That her mom said she was glad I'm not coming, which is,
that's
she threw
nice.
that at me.
No,
That's a
I mean,
mother-in-law thing.
I was joking around, but
No, you weren't.
when the last time my mom and my sister came to visit when I had the baby, Rich had to email an apology out to them afterwards.
Why?
Because he was that big of a dick. He was stressed out, I guess, and didn't feel like he had to be nice.
You weren't nice to her family?
I was nice. I was American nice, maybe not Canadian nice.
Well, how weren't you nice? What'd you do?
I made him
You
sleep in the
didn't talk
carport.
to them.
Why wouldn't you talk
And
to
I
him?
was
I
in the
did talk.
hospital.
I did.
Well, if you sent out an apology, you even know you were a
No,
dick.
just to know, if I wasn't intentionally doing anything. I was a little stressed with a new baby. And
So
the
what was
kids
he
and
doing,
stuff.
Bonnie? He wouldn't talk to
And
them?
to have house guests, it was a little stressful at the time.
Was he
That's all.
accommodating?
Is he accommodating?
Was he accommodating when they were there?
No, he would,
What's Rich's issue?
he's an asshole.
Is it because of your upbringing?
I think it is.
Mommy.
I don't trust women.
Was it mommy or daddy? I forgot.
Women. I don't trust women. I went to see my mother in the nursing home yesterday.
Oh, he doesn't think Angelina Jolie is attractive.
No, you're wrong. I said
like he
she's
hates
not as
women.
hot as
He
everybody
hates women.
thinks. I said there's
I'll
so
agree
many
with Rich on
hotter.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's
into her
all
either.
right. I can tell you, there's so many hotter girls.
Okay, what about the Megan Fox?
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah, he was like,
Very pretty. No, she's hot. Megan
I don't know
Fox
if
is
maybe it
wrong
was a
with Megan
bad shot
Fox?
of her. I don't even know who
She hasn't
is.
taken a bad shot yet.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
They're trying to find a bad shot.
Angelique,
That.
so
Come on, what's wrong with that?
She's all right. Her face. Give me another.
By the way,
girl
we're
that's
showing
hotter.
Rich the hottest picture that Megan Fox ever
She's
took.
on her face.
The one
Look
under
at-
the car hood.
Yeah, this is like he just doesn't like women.
Pretty.
No,
Why
that's
don't you
not
like
true.
women, Rich?
That's
Why
not
do you hate
true.
your mother?
Yeah, what
Who's that?
happened with you and
That's Megan Fox.
That's Megan
See,
Fox.
that's a good right there. That's beautiful. She doesn't have that long horse face. Look at that pretty. Now that's pretty. She's prettier than Angela Jolie.
Angela?
Angela.
I like Angela Jolie too.
She's prettier than her.
I'm sure there's an Angela Jolie out there that
I
looks
don't
like a
like
dog.
Angela Jolie.
Whatever that.
So what
fucking
happened? You went to see your mother?
Yeah, yesterday.
And?
Oh, it's so in the nursing. It's the worst.
This is the last time I was with them. She's totally laid out in bed, can't get up, whatever. And I go to Rich, just don't start a fight. Just go in, say hello. Yeah, no, they just push each other's buttons. And so he goes in, he goes, what's going on? That's the first thing. And she goes, what the fuck does it look like? I'm laying here.
Oh, shit.
And off they go.
They have a bad relationship?
Yeah, she's like the mom from The Sopranos.
Oh, really? She's
Yeah.
kind of like that?
Yeah. She's like, the first time I met her, I was in the bathroom getting ready, and Rich had gone and picked her up, and this one she was still mobile, and she came into the house, and Rich said something to me, and I called something back, and she goes, that's her. She sounds like a man.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Is she nice to you?
She is now, Connie. You just can't let
Well,
it.
now she doesn't know what's going on or anything. She's completely shut out.
All
You know,
right.
I go to nursing home. I'm standing there. They're all in the TV room. You know, it's great. It's like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with seniors. You know,
Wow.
it's sad. And I'm standing, you know, it smells like shit in there and stuff. You know, so, you know, and what do you have? I have nothing to say. How you doing? Did you eat? What do you say, to somebody?
What did your mom do that made you so mad at women?
Well, maybe as a kid, when you're maybe 3 or 4, I got a bunch of them. Or she takes you, your brother, and your sister to your grandmother's, puts you on the doorstep, rings the doorbell, she opens the door, and goes, "I don't want them, take them."
That could leave a scar.
That could leave a scar at 3. Or how about when you haven't seen your father in weeks, and Daddy's coming, and it's Saturday, and you're sitting in the window all excited, and here comes Daddy. Daddy's here, and as he's walking up the driveway, detectives come out from behind bushes and handcuff him and go, "There goes Daddy."
Wait. You missed the best part of the story. Your mom set up the father.
Yeah.
By using the kids as
pawns.
as bait,
You know,
basically.
as what? As pawns, you know. And then, takes us into New York to go visit Daddy, and we meet him at the Port Authority. We take the fucking bus in. Okay, we get off, and we're walking through the Port Authority. There's Dad. Wait. There he is, getting handcuffed again. Okay. Or how about when
You fell for that one a lot,
when you're in
didn't he?
6th grade? Okay, and you're eating lunch in the lunchroom with all the kids, and a lot of them are black because it was Plainfield, so they're ruthless. Okay. And one, you had to have food tickets, so you got to hide them under your, if people see you with the food tickets, they're, look at welfare kid, right? So you hide them under your tray and you try to hand it to them. And then, so you're eating there with the lunchroom, and then the whole place goes silent because somebody's parent walks in, right? You know that? Like my mother walks in with a principal.
You were the kid where the parent would walk into school.
So the whole place went silent.
Yeah.
So they heard the principal and my mother take me in the hallway as all the kids are walking out from. She's smacking me in the head. Okay, beat me in front of them.
Did they laugh at you?
Yeah, like Carrie at the prom. And
They were laughing as she was hitting you?
and then how about when your mother makes you wear black and white saddle shoes to school?
Pat Boone?
Aw, I'm falling in love again.
and you go to fucking
Goon.
Pat Buffoon. so Pat Buffoon.
Hasn't he suffered enough, you guys?
Oh, my
Excuse
God.
me, the men are talking. So,
I'm sticking up for you, you asshole.
This is where Rich and I could relate.
So,
Rich and I can relate on this topic. But why not?
and then you go to a
why
12
not? Oh, go ahead. Dude.
Wait, real quick. Then you go to a 12-step meeting. I'm not breaking the tradition by saying, and in the meetings they go, well, they best they could with the tools they had. No, fuck, that's bullshit. They didn't do the best they could because they could have. Any fucking monkey could have done better. Okay, with the tools. When I was divorced with I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't being racist.
Just got you. But you know what? Thumbs up that you said that.
Yeah, I'm sick of that. They did the best they could.
Me off too.
Bullshit. Because when I was getting divorced with Kelly, with my first wife, right? Kelly, who lives right by us, and she's, my
Perfect
first
Kelly.
wife.
Oh, damn.
Just kidding.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Who,
That's not awkward with you and Bonnie, having your ex right there. At least she doesn't babysit your kids anymore. Jesus Christ. What the fuck's wrong with these two?
So, Kelly, when we split up, we didn't have shit, but we made sure the kids saw both of us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I did the best I could with the tools I had. You know what I mean? I could have done worse. You know what I'm saying? So that best I could. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh, I think though we know where a lot of that anger is coming from. Yeah.
Why not the affection though?
Don't you understand that every woman out there isn't your mom?
Yeah. Well, she acts like I'm her parents. Oh, you don't think I'm funny? Because her parents don't think she's funny. Her father even says to her, I don't get it.
Well, that's really? Parents. They don't.
Your father says that, Bonnie, for real?
Yeah, he's a farmer. Yeah. And he sees her talking about her pussy
for real?
On stage.
He's never seen me talk about that.
When you do.
They don't watch. Wow. Look, they don't follow my career. I can say whatever I want.
They don't follow your career?
No, Letterman was too late for them, they said.
They actually said that?
They like Tammy Pescatelli. They like Tammy Pescatelli.
Hold on. For real they said that?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Her whole family doesn't, she thinks I'm her family. Well,
you are now.
Well,
you're married and you have a
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything, I think she's so fucking funny. Excuse me. As a is there cum on my chin?
What are you saying?
Comment, not a female, and off stage and everything, and I tell her that all the time, and she's a brilliant writer. I tell her she's just fucking brilliant. She really is.
Thanks,
when we go into fucking meetings, she's fucking good.
This cunt. That's what you should fucking talk, bitch.
She's the only one that we have in here on a regular basis, Bonnie.
Yeah.
As far as female comics go, yeah.
Thank you.
Who else do we have? For real? Who? I can't even name another female comic we've had on a regular basis. Even a semi-regular basis.
Chelsea? No, she's only on once, or
she was on
she's
once.
Funny.
Oh yeah,
she's very
you like Chelsea Handler?
I did.
She's hilarious.
Yeah.
Why don't we take a break?
Oh, I thought we were talking about a different Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea Peretti is great too.
Yeah,
Chelsea Peretti is truly is guy funny.
It's guy funny. Yeah. She's also scathing. She's kind of mean. I didn't expect that the first time I met her. I remember thinking, are you fucking around?
Yeah, she's brutal.
Yeah.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah.
No, you guys are similar, though, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I'm probably a little bit funnier. But I like Chelsea Handler. She's like a broad. She's like a 1940s,
I don't know how I feel about her.
She's
one time, so funny, man.
I don't.
She scares me a little bit. She one time, literally threw me up against the wall in L.A. at the Improv in L.A. and was like, "You're gonna talk to me, McFarlane," and I was like, "Okay."
But in a fight, you could fuck her up in a fight. I mean, you're a fucking.
I don't know. She's in a higher weight category than me.
A little higher weight class, really?
Nice.
No,
she sits on that panel.
That's awkward when you say something like that.
Yeah. No, we were just really thinking about it, and it's like, ooh, that's a nice insult.
Her TV, I think she's a good host. I think
she just brutalizes people. It's like, what a great thing for a host to do. She has the little cards and just says fucking cutting horrible shit about people.
We like her. I mean, I like her, and she passed on Bonnie and I still like her.
Yeah, she's really funny. I mean, I do the show whenever I'm out there, but I mean,
you're a big act.
You're a friend of the show. I get it. Yeah.
Wait, she passed on you guys for the show?
Yeah.
I didn't even want to be on the show. For the record, I said, don't put my name in there.
Well, I didn't know. We were just at the Improv in L.A.
Because I didn't want to get passed on.
Well, we were in L.A. We're at the Improv, and
half
all
the
of a
people
sudden,
she has on, and she passed on you too?
Oh,
she said not right now.
I think maybe they think I'm going to go on, or we go on like a tough crowd and start smashing the other people, which I would. That would be my natural instinct.
You guys would be great on that show. We can continue with you guys. We got to take a break. We've been doing like an hour straight here. Hey, Dana White called the show right off the bat, and a lot of people saw that UFC 100. Jimmy was there, and a lot of people talking about what Brock Lesnar did after the fight and all. And I think we're going to play a couple highlights from our interview. Or at least one for now, and then we'll get a few more on before the end of the show. And if you want to see or listen to the whole interview, make sure you listen to the replay at 3 o'clock today.
Right, the entire thing. He called in at like 6 or 6:05. Yeah. We talked about a half hour.
Here's a taste. What's your thoughts on the Brock Lesnar thing there, Dana?
I gave Brock my thoughts as soon as he left the octagon.
I certainly did.
It was, listen, Brock gets fired up, and, the hard part for me is I know Brock Lesnar. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. For him to go out and do what he did to me personally that night, is what I was upset about. Meaning him going after one of our sponsors. Yeah. Just being goofy. I mean, and I'll tell you guys, listen, Brock made a lot of money. Mm-hmm. He made a lot of money on Saturday night. So to be, it was just, I've never dealt with anything like that before. It's never happened to me. And, I've been in the fight business since I was 19, and I've been in this business for 12 years. And it's never happened to me before. So that was a first. In the media and in the Countdown show, basically saying, Lesnar is going to get destroyed. This guy knows nothing about fighting. I'm going to rip his leg. I should have ripped his leg off that night. Lots of crazy stuff was going back and forth between these two. And Lesnar was really pissed off about the first fight that he thought he should have won, and the referee, made basically cost him the fight.
Right.
And didn't he get mad that the ref, he said, let him tap too long, too? He said that he thought he tapped and that he kept tapping.
And he was right. Listen, Mazzagatti, as a referee, this fucking guy shouldn't even be watching MMA on TV, let alone refereeing it.
Wow.
I think he's the worst ref in the history of any fight business ever. He's horrible.
Hey, there's an exclusive. Stupid me, I thought you picked the refs.
No, we don't pick the refs.
Right? No. You don't pick those guys.
No, the Athletic Commission does. Those guys are picked by the government.
You just don't like that guy at all, huh, Dana?
It's not that I don't like him. He's a nice guy.
No, you don't like what he does out there. That's
He's an absolute nice guy. He has no business whatsoever being anywhere near mixed martial arts. And anybody who knows mixed martial arts knows if you get anywhere near Frank Mir's guard, you're probably getting submitted.
Yeah.
He's probably the best submission heavyweight in the history of the game. Brock got down there, and Frank Mir couldn't do anything.
He was powerless.
And Brock is so big and so powerful. Their first clash, before they hit the ground, by the time they hit the ground for the first time, Frank's bridge of his nose was already cut and bleeding. And I mean, Lesnar, man, I'll tell you, I gave this guy a shot. He was 1-0. I said, this isn't the place to learn how to fight. His attitude was, I'm either good at this or I'm not. I'm going to find out. I only want to fight in the UFC, and it's amazing what this guy has done.
We got to move on to the press conference. So there's Brock Lesnar sitting there with a Bud Light bottle. I'm like, wow.
But it made you...
David knows how to do some talking.
Dude, it made you like Lesnar more. It really does make you... Because he came out, and it's like, that was, to me, like when he came out, like he had been like, all right, I got my ass chewed out. To me, like, that was the first time you see this guy, like, oh, that's who he is. Like, he's just a regular dude. He got his ass chewed out by the boss, and now he wishes he didn't say that stupid shit. Like, I liked Lesnar a lot more after seeing him at that press conference.
I'm going to tell you right now, and you know me. If somebody's a dickhead, I'll say it.
Yep.
Lesnar's not a bad guy. So I just don't get why he's acting like. But his thing is, listen, this is his honest to God thing. He's like, I don't give a fuck if they boo me or cheer me. He says, I could care less.
Yeah.
He says, I'm out here fighting for me and my family, and if they don't like me, fuck them. That's his attitude. I said, cool, I get that, but stay away from my sponsors. Okay?
That's right. In studio today, Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane doing a little filming for a documentary that might see the light.
Yeah, these guys are doing it. These guys are filming it. Oh shit! It's my kid.
The documentary.
Why does he still have an old trio?
He's the worst.
I have one too, guys.
You're the second worst.
Yeah, but you want a new phone, but what is that about?
I don't know why. Are they bad phones?
They're
trios?
ancient.
I haven't had a trio in 5 years.
Oh, I don't know.
I used to like my trio, but they were kind of popular when I had it.
Yeah, years ago.
A phone with a stylus.
You have a stylus with yours?
Yeah.
Oh God, what's a stylus?
I don't like to touch my finger to a screen. It's something I don't like.
All right. Well, then the stylus is perfect.
Yeah.
The stylus is awful.
It's always getting lost.
Tink, tink.
Look, it
do you
fits right
smudge
in
your
this-
screen?
Yeah, then you wipe
Then
it
you
with
go.
the screen.
Oh.
Everything all right at home, Rich?
Yeah, we got, my middle daughter, my second favorite, watching the baby.
Oh, okay.
So, and then my other daughter, my favorite's going to pick him up.
We hate that your phone has just got a stylus.
Yeah, we're really annoyed. Can I see your phone?
But how else would he show affection?
I'm going to
If he
get.
didn't have that
I'm going to get. I might get that. I might get that Palm Pre. But it seems like I want to take I wonder if they have where you can go for like a day and take a course on it, or like 4 hours. You know what I mean?
The iPhone does at Apple. You can go there and they give you classes on the Apple.
They do.
We have an app for that.
I see.
You could just figure out the phone on your own, Rich.
Yeah, but then what you think
You're
you
not
figured
solving-
out,
You're not solving life's problems.
You're
with
right.
the
You
phone.
do figure it out, and then just maybe 100 things you didn't figure out, but you don't know that you didn't figure them out because
But
you
you
didn't
don't.
figure them out.
You don't need to know because you wouldn't use that stuff.
I would use a lot of things.
I get a phone and I go, all right, I want to use it for this, this, and this, and then I figure out how to do that.
Yeah. All right, whatever. I'm just going to get a phone.
Just get a new phone so
What
we don't have to
service?
talk about it anymore.
All right. I'll do whatever you guys want.
Do you have Sprint?
Yeah. Why? What do you have?
AT&T is horrible. Horrible. Stay with Sprint.
I like my AT&T.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You have to get a home phone put in because AT&T.
I know, but I still like AT&T.
Sponsors on this? Are they sponsors on this network?
No, I don't even know. I'm just being honest. I do like my AT&T except when I'm at my house.
Yeah, exactly. In Manhattan.
That's the truth.
I could see if you lived in the Minneapolis woods somewhere, but Manhattan, the island, the financial capital of the world.
But wherever else I go, Long Island, Jersey, Midtown Manhattan, wherever,
dropped all the time.
I got beautiful service. The only time it's bad is when I'm at my house.
Sunset Strip in Los Angeles, I couldn't get service.
really?
Dude, I get dropped everywhere.
Well, LA is notorious for horrible cell service.
Everywhere.
I get perfect reception.
No, you don't. You don't like the volume on it?
I don't like the volume on the speaker when I go to but speaker phone works great. But like if I'm playing something off of my iPod in my iPhone, then the volume sucks. But you're not going to listen to music out of those shitty little speakers anyway. You put on the earbuds and there's plenty of volume. You blow your fucking ears out.
Guys, speaking of phones, we got a nice little story that happened over the week.
Oh, what a seg.
Thank you.
What a segue.
Did we spend enough time on that dumb documentary? Can we move on with our radio show now?
We're just here as guests.
You're the producer.
Oh, yeah.
Mardi
Opie.
Gras.
I thought you got great stuff today, actually.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
What happened?
Nothing. We're just ready to,
Waiting for the
story?
The phone story.
This stupid mistake, that careless mistake, I got hurt,
They are a pair of workers with the City Department of Environmental Protection who pulled the cover off the sewer on Victory Boulevard to flush it out. Alexa's angry mother, Kim, calls what happened next criminal.
It was opened, the truck was parked behind that pole, and they walked a good, 10, 15 feet at least, to go get the cones.
And left it open.
Right. Cone should have been here first.
Alexa, who was walking to the store with a friend, felt the earth move suddenly. Everything was dark and smelly.
It was just really gross.
That's funny.
How is this mother? We know what but how is this mother trying to turn this around? Your
cones.
Your daughter is a dummy.
She walked into an open fucking manhole.
Right, one of the biggest dummies ever.
Alexa admits this is what she was doing, texting while walking, and she did not notice the open manhole cover. Down she went 5 feet into the muck.
It was over my head.
She says an apologetic DEP worker helped her get out. She went to the hospital, and the city opened the investigation, issuing this statement: "We regret that this happened and wish the young woman a speedy recovery."
Regardless if I'm texting or not, if there was cones there, I'm going to see a big orange cone.
The family may sue the city. Medical.
How are you going to see a big orange cone when you didn't see the big open hole, you dummy? And you're looking down when you text, by the way.
When it looked like the toilet scene in Schindler's List when the head popped out.
Oh, boy.
That wasn't bad.
Well, sort of.
You know what I kind of mean? You know what I mean? Where the kids were hiding in the duty?
Yeah.
In the duty.
That's funnier.
Woman a speedy recovery.
Regardless if I'm texting or not, like if there was cones there, I'm gonna see a big orange cone.
The family may sue the city. Medical bills are mounting, and Alexa lost one shoe. Do you want that shoe back?
I could just stay there.
Oh, could it?
The city should pay their medical bills, though.
And my or at least your shoe.
Yeah. Well, at least wash the shoe off that has shit on it.
What kind of medical bills?
Did she fall in shit, by the way? It was shit? Because she said she was up over her head or close to over her head. So is that shit?
Yeah, it's fucking shit.
I love how they're so mad. Like, how do you fall into a hole as you're looking down?
Well, you do something that's so embarrassing, though. You have to kind of like...
be outraged.
Yes.
Wow, look at this one. Rich, look at her.
Jesus, who is she?
Looks like she could be like a long-lost kid of yours.
Is that the texter?
She looks like a she's a Wolverine.
Oh, my God.
Those are great.
Texting. Where's she from?
I don't know.
She looks like a rabid dog.
Yeah.
Rich, that's what you look like. Do you get that?
Oh, shit.
That's your face.
Yeah, that's why I said that looks like your long-lost kid.
Oh, man.
It looks like the old pictures of you when you did stand-up.
And crack and
the
blue
long
guys
hair,
for more drugs. You know, that stage of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know, that fun stage that we have to bring up every time.
Rich isn't even correcting blue guys anymore. Just because he knows Bonnie knows all the stories. If he goes, I never blue guys, then she might jump in and go, sure you have.
Like, yes,
no,
you
I
have.
didn't. Blue guys. If I blew guys and she wouldn't stick around.
All right.
Excellent defense.
Yeah, really.
That's like a little like.
Do you want to rest your case at this point?
That's pretty. I look distinguished.
Distinguish you as an ass.
The shirt? Is that what's distinguishing you?
Well, we have a question on the line. Let's say hi to Andy in New Hampshire. Andy.
Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Did Voss just say Schuler's List instead of Schindler's List?
No, I said
It
Schindler's.
was something like that.
Yeah, he said Schindler's.
Oh, my God.
I said Schindler's stupid.
He gets most of the Jew stuff right.
Yeah. Schindler's List.
Well, I'm doing so much better on my SHs. Someone taught me.
Who taught you?
A speech.
That's not an SH word.
That's a.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
speech
CH.
is CH.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Well, both. I have problems with both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say sugar church.
Sugar. Hold on.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. He said sugar, and then he had to actually take time to gulp. Hold on. Hold on. Wow. A broken water main in there or something.
The kid fell in my mouth.
Say it fast.
What do you want me to say? Oh.
Sugar
church.
Sugar church.
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's not perfect. It's better.
She went to a speech therapist?
No, outside a comedy club. I was talking to one.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
What'd they say to make it easier or better for you to
Besides
say?
jump in front of a car.
Sugar.
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 It's so hard for him to say that.
The password is sugar.
Why? What did they tell you to do?
That my jaw goes out and air does something, goes through, and my tongue.
It's called breathing, okay.
Is my jaws, see, I let it slip to the right.
Yes.
And press my tongue to the roof of my mouth. It's a lot of steps.
Sugar.
That was perfect.
Well, it is, but it takes you so long to do it.
I know. That's why it's so much easier the other way. Just fuck it.
Say it regularly.
What?
Just say it regularly without practicing.
Have some sweet
Have
long.
some sugar.
Yeah, why do you move your jaw? Why don't you just make your jaw? Why don't you hold your face when you say sugar church?
Sugar.
Still terrible.
Oh.
Stop putting your tongue up. Stop. Leave your tongue down. Let your tongue relax. Okay.
All right. What's going on with you guys?
I don't know. Windows are appearing on I'm trying to get to Drudge, and windows just keep appearing. I hate Windows. Hate Windows. And now, there you go. Now I'll send a report to Windows because they always ask you, would you like to send a report? Yes.
I always send a report.
Who reads those? No, stop. There we go.
Breakfast with O&A. Like
yes, that's what it is.
Here.
It's breakfast with O&A. Welcome.
Jim's eating half a jar of peanut butter as part of his diet.
But as long as it's like non-fat.
I haven't had that much.
Oh, wow. What do you do?
I'm taking little delicate dibs of it.
Little pieces. And before we went to break, Bonnie was commenting on how she started sitting like that.
Yeah.
And she was laid down.
I was.
On the couch.
And I tried to lay again, but it's not.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that. She looks very sexy laying down, Rich.
It's like hard to.
Like that. It's kind of a sexy thing. Like, you don't look at her anymore, like, in a way like,
oh,
wow,
yeah, the
damn.
other night she took her shirt off, and I was like, whoa, let's do it.
Hopeless romantic.
Like, you think he's just retelling the story like that to be funny? No, that's
Whoa,
exactly.
let's do it.
Wow.
Look over and I go, whoa, let's do it.
Yeah, and she looks good naked. I mean, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Her shit is tight
Really?
down there,
We
too.
can't figure that out?
Huh?
She's fucking phenomenal.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, she took her stuff off the other night, man.
My stuff.
Her fucking, and she had a baby. She looks good.
And you just go like, whoa, let's do it. You don't say anything nice, like really
And
complimentary
that
first.
and the baby didn't fuck up her pussy at all.
Yeah, because it came out my ass. My asshole is huge.
It's just hanging down and all nasty, but pussy's tight.
Yeah, the asshole popped out like an aardvark nose.
Yeah, I have like a huge hemorrhoid. It's kind of like a love-hate though, because I don't want to get rid of it.
You really have a roid?
Yeah, because when I scratch it, it feels so good. So you know what I mean? Like if I get rid of it, then I get rid of that really good feeling when I scratch.
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
It's the same premise behind smoking.
Wow, boy.
I don't know why things keep coming back. I'm having a battle with windows that keep popping up. It's whack-a-mole. I'm playing whack-a-mole. Holy shit, there's 10 fucking windows that just opened up. What happened? Hate computers. They're so necessary now, though. Can't do anything without one.
Without a
Do
computer.
you go anywhere without a computer?
No way.
You need it.
It's unbelievable.
Look at all those.
I've got my trio.
You got your trio, so you're set. Just that stylist. And you could jab people with it. Put some AIDS blood on the tip and just jab people in the subways with it.
I can't believe they let me on the plane with it.
my blood.
Yeah. I know. Somebody like... if you had a stylus just in your pocket and they made you empty your pockets, they would say, you can't take this.
Yeah.
But as long as it's in your phone, it's okay. It could be a weapon. You could poke someone right in the neck with that.
And on MSNBC Lockup, that would be considered.
A nice shank.
Do you ever watch that show?
I watch it all the time. I love those prison shows.
Is it great?
It's great, but it's like the same show. It doesn't matter. Today we take you into Kentucky State Prison, and it's the same show as if like Oregon or something. It's a bunch of ethnic people stabbing each other, and the guards having to take some crazy shit-throwing prisoner out of his cell.
I did an NA convention in Palm Springs like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, right? It was Palm Springs, so it was all NA, Narcotics Anonymous convention. So the convention had the whole hotel, right? See, the pool, right? All these people at the pool. These people are supposedly in recovery. I'm walking by, with Mexican people with tattoos of swastikas. I felt like I was walking through the yard at San Quentin as I'm walking through
San Quentin.
What's it called? San Quentin.
San Quentin, but Quentin, whatever. San Quentin.
San Quentin.
You a fan of Colin Quinn?
That one's not as bad, though, Rich.
Yeah, that's a marginal.
Almost acceptable.
We'll give you that one.
And you see these gang tattoos. That's what's intimidating. If you went to prison, they didn't have tattoos, I don't think they'd be as intimidating. Yeah,
Were you offended by the swastika ones?
Well, I was. I saw one guy. He had a big
person.
Well, in my head, I'm going, this is unbelievable. Then if you turn over to the recovery side, you're going, well, maybe the guy only has a week clean, and he's trying to turn his life around. And right now, maybe sometime.
Maybe in order to get rid of the drugs in his life, he's embraced Nazism.
Yeah. See, I think I think if you hate Jews, it's deeper than cocaine.
Why is she laying like that?
I don't know.
That's great.
She's trying to get into a new club.
Hey, guys.
Oh, shit. Bonnie's laying on her tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that my asshole can breathe.
She got her butt up in the air.
Do you guys spank each other at all?
I spank her sometimes.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
And then she gets my dinner.
You.
Can we see your spanking technique, Bonnie?
Go ahead and spank.
And how do you do it? Does she go over your knee?
No, it's during.
How'd she spank like that?
It's like it's almost like his hands don't have the same muscles as other people. You know what I mean? Like he has half.
Wait, how is this done, really?
And this glasses.
Holy shit, Rich. He broke his sunglasses.
Are you okay, Bonnie? He yelled, my glasses.
My glasses.
How about you check on your wife? Because I think you broke them as they were...
Yeah, dug into my arm.
Yeah, jabbing into her.
That's all right. The physical pain is not nearly as harsh as the emotional bit.
Rich had his glasses in his collar, kind of by his neck, and he laid on her, and they broke. I'm so happy that happened.
He went to lay romantically on top of his wife and snapped this romantically. Like he's just crawling aboard.
The only thing that could
My turn.
Like he's getting on a surfboard.
Well, your ass is as flat as one.
Oh, Rich.
Oh,
wow, Rich.
Sometimes he calls my ass Margaret Cho's face.
Do you have a flat ass?
I don't. It's like
it's there.
It's little. there.
Say it.
No, but
your pants. She's not wearing pants that are.
It's weird.
I'll try to tighten it up.
In like when her pants are down, her ass is nice, like and round, right? But with
all right, look, she's showing the ass.
In that way, it's flat.
Yeah, right? That way it doesn't.
That way.
That
Let me see it from the side.
And then this way.
Oh,
hey.
Wow.
Look at that.
Bonnie has a very nice ass.
It's
there,
nice.
Rich. What are you doing?
Do that again? No, we wanted to see the hemorrhoid.
Now that would be something.
That's what's giving my ass shape right now.
That was good. Not a dimple on there or anything.
No cellulite, nothing, right?
Holy shit. You are a magic man.
You're kidding, right? They say celluloid.
Celluloid.
What is it, Rich? Try it again.
Cellulite. Yeah, I got it.
Celluloid, Loit, and cellulite.
Cellulite is the best.
Now that was one of the names he suggested for our daughter. Cellulite.
Cellulite. Oh God.
So that's how you spank her?
No, we spank good.
Yeah.
We spank good.
Like
Oh God, what is it? It's like that was a. Could you move? I want to sit on the couch.
How do you spank? There's no right or wrong way.
You want
spank.
Jimmy to show how to spank your wife, right?
Yes, somebody else do it.
Rich.
Just to see.
Rich, just to see. Let Jimmy spank her properly.
No, I can't spank. I can't do it.
No, yeah, don't spank.
Bonnie, I can't.
Yeah.
What?
You can spank me, though.
Why? Because you think of me as a man?
No, because you're my friend's wife.
Is everybody gay?
What's that?
I wouldn't feel proper doing that to my friend's wife.
You're right.
But what does Rich talk to you dirty when he's spanking you?
We used to talk dirty when she. We do this on the radio.
I forbid him to speak anymore.
Now when we have sex, she says right from the beginning, she goes, "Okay, we're allowed to think of other people."
Cool. Who do you think of? Not random people or just dicks?
They're actual people that I've met in my travels.
Really?
Hmm.
Does it bother you or no?
Oh wait, Rich now needs to know who.
What do you mean, actual people? Like people that live by us?
No, like people I've seen on TV and stuff.
No.
Just was like, uh-oh.
You know, like I read a lot of books and just characters from the books I bring to life.
Yeah.
I feel like I've met them because I read so much about them.
She brags how much she reads.
That's terrific.
So, Rich, do you guys ever look at porn together?
Yeah. We don't have good porn because all our porn's free. And there's...
Do you ever make her like look at guys on the internet and tell you that she'd fuck them? Not that I've ever done that.
What? Oh, are you kidding
No,
me?
but now that you've put that seed in his head, he will.
Oh, are you kidding me? When she used to tell me about her college professor that she fooled around with, oh, whew, is that fucking exciting or what?
It is, yeah.
What, that I went to college? It happens. Remember when he broke into the library?
The library. Yeah, I'll have some libraries with whipped cream. As long as it doesn't give me cellulite.
Holy shit, is that funny, man?
You're amazing, Rich.
So you don't like him to talk when he's spanking you because it messes up the thought process?
Fantasy.
Yeah, you got to get, you know.
We were going to have sex last night, man. We had it planned.
What happened?
My daughters, had to come over and watch Raina, sleep over. So, because we got up so early and left, we weren't going to leave the baby alone again. So, she
Once
came
a
over.
week we leave her alone. That's it.
So we couldn't really have sex. We were too tired by the time my daughter came over at 12 o'clock. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing out till 12 o'clock?
Why couldn't you just have sex quietly?
Huh?
Why couldn't you just have sex quietly?
Quiet sex.
You can't. There's no such thing as quiet
there
sex.
is.
Oh, yeah, there is.
You make that sound, you go. You just can't moan.
You make that sound when you're peeking through a window.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, it's still sex. Jerking off.
What the worst part about fucking a girl in the ass is when she goes on the toilet after and you can hear her like.
What do you got your ear against the door? What the fuck are you doing?
And now you're calling your face a toilet?
Oh, God.
But doesn't that happen also with the badge?
You don't know when a girl has to shit out cum, it really does just wreck.
Shit out cum.
That's what has to happen.
See, that's what's wrong with butt sex is that there's so
it's ugly.
Poop
after.
could come out. I mean, it's like you're really taking a risk.
It's called getting in the trenches.
You gotta have a stomach for it.
Yeah, and after that, it's just an ugly sound.
Be ready for it.
If I smell poo, we're through. That's my motto.
Whoa, that's a nice motto.
Yeah.
It's a great platform for political office.
Poo, we're through. Now, does this
Mine is if
mean
you're a shmoo.
there could be under any circumstances, he's, let's say, taking you from behind.
Oh, can I tell you a story about I remember now what a dick he is. One time I was blowing him quite well, by the way, and he farted. Don't you think that's horrible? And then he gets
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I mean, not a whole thing. Holy shit, you got no fucking class.
It was funny.
Did he then just start laughing like a child?
Yeah, like it was the greatest thing that ever happened. But then he's like, come on, keep going, come on. Like he's all upset that I took offense to that.
Of course, you stop.
Did you feel like a little whoosh of it? Or did you smell it?
It was so horrendous. The worst thing on the planet.
No, you don't walk by my desk and fart on my head at times?
Not on your head, in your area.
Oh, you fight fire with fire like that? Yeah.
Farting is fine.
But good smelling farts there, Rich?
In the elevator coming up, I laid the loudest. It was, I pressed my ass against the wall on purpose, too.
Just you two?
To give no resistance.
But I always say, excuse me.
A little back pressure.
It was so loud, and everybody was so uncomfortable. And Bobby goes, was that you? And I couldn't stop laughing.
It really is always funny.
Jimmy laid one out in the elevator. It was a silent one, but it smelled so fucking bad that he got a woman so mad at everyone in the elevator.
It's always funny.
I had my back to everybody, but I was shaking because I was laughing so hard, and it smelled horrific. And this woman was so pissed off that she had to stay in that elevator and smell his funk.
It's hilarious.
It really is
funny,
Jimmy got mad at me, really mad at me once. We were on the road.
Me?
Yeah, and we were at some one-nighter, and we were some shithole, and we went in to the hotel before driving home to go to the bathroom, and I took a little shit in a baggie.
What?
And I wrapped it up and tied it and put it in his toiletries.
What
Because I wanted him to get home and open his toiletries and see a bag of shit.
Did that really happen?
I think it did, yeah.
Oh, that is so... But here's the thing, like, how do you shit in a bag? I mean, that's hard. That takes skill.
I did it on it was a little wastebasket. I sat on the wastebasket.
A sack of shit from a sack of shit.
Oh, my gosh. But see, that must have been a long time ago because now you really have to work up to your shits, right? We start hearing about it early in the morning.
I get up an hour early. Before I play golf.
There is so much talk about, like, his poop. It's coming. When, like, at what time? Maybe in a half hour. Like,
he talks about it?
Oh,
I got it.
It's poop and golf. Poop and golf. That's it.
She wants to talk about, it's all baby talk with you. She wants to make plans. It takes, when you get older, you get up. It doesn't just happen. It takes about an hour for your stomach to settle. I haven't even done mine today yet, so it'll probably back up till tomorrow.
Why don't you just not worry about it and wait until you feel you got to take a shit, and then you take a shit?
Because he's scared he's going to be at the mall or something, or out,
go to the bathroom.
and then he's going to have to
using
come
other
home.
toilets. But
No, but you'll shit in a waste paper basket.
That was a long time
So use
ago.
it on the toilet. Once in a while you have to. Just
Do you like doing that?
No, but I shit. I don't, whatever.
The comfort of your own home is always the best, but
That
if you gotta go.
That shitting is such a ball and chain.
Yeah.
189 tiles on my floor.
Yeah,
count them all.
No, I'm just fucking
lunatic.
I love a good dump at home, but
But you know what he's got? Do you guys know this? He's got book wallpaper in his bathroom.
I've heard it. It's, what is
book
that?
wallpaper?
It looks like a study.
Like it's the closest he's ever come to reading.
Like the spines of all the books, like they're on shelves.
Yes.
Do they have names on them, or it's just kind of a abstracty kind of?
Yeah, kind of like an old,
Was it made for the bathroom? It's probably all like pun names. A Tale of Two Shitties.
That's good.
So it's only in your bathroom?
Yeah, we're doing the whole place.
Yeah, you're getting rid of the,
This year's a fucking nightmare fortune.
Oh, enjoy it.
I am.
You only have a few years left.
I know.
Yeah, right? What are you going to take it with you?
Putting equity in your place. It's not like you're pissing it away.
That's right.
Right. And if you put too much into a place that's a townhouse, it's not going to, people say a townhouse is, mine say they'd go for $250 around or $240 around the area, $240. Even if you put $30,000 into it, you're not going to go $270. People are going to go, I'm not paying $270 for a fucking townhouse. You know what I mean? It's not like a
How
house.
that Jew can blurt those numbers out like that.
It's not like a house.
Whammo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard you have a giant couch in your
Who'd you hear that from?
Everyone.
I just heard you have a giant
Who's been at our house?
I've been there.
couch.
You have?
Before you.
Who told you that?
And then I heard
you
you have,
email his
they have
daughter still?
paintings that look like they're that were bought at like a hotel painting sale.
We do have hotel style.
Yeah.
This is Frank Marriott, and that's a picture of Bill Hilton.
How do you know this stuff?
I just heard. I heard.
And Hotel 6 the Third.
I heard you have like antiques that are. It looks like someone's grandmother's house.
Well, that we all know.
Like
Yeah,
that I
your
know.
Yay,
looks like
grandma.
grandma's.
Yeah.
You get rid of some of that stuff, Bonnie?
Some of it.
I would love to, but he keeps going, that's my grandmother's. So then
Who
we
I
can't
couldn't
really
stand.
make somebody.
So why would you ever
You
shit
didn't
if
like
you didn't
it?
like
But he's got like a china cabinet with china in it. It's like,
What are you doing with that?
China cabinet?
yeah, like,
Dude, I got married, people know, and I said, no fucking China. I'm not going to get a China cabinet. What the fuck?
You don't use it. Do you use the China?
Do you use the China?
Armoire.
No,
You have an armoire.
it's so dumb. He's
No.
got like a lot of things that have no business around Rich Voss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Too classy.
And one's a fucking middle comic from Canada.
So now wait, the China cabinet.
These two are on fire. Why don't you guys have a TV show?
I think they should.
People are saying I would watch these two on TV.
Oh,
How the
yeah.
fuck did Comedy Central not pick up our fucking show?
That's a
It's
dumb
just
move.
fucking unbelievable.
Cares, we've got a cockumentary now, Rich.
That's right.
No, it's just fucking unbelievable that our show that we did 4 fucking years ago was so funny. I'm going to bring in the pilot because
Rich,
you guys never
Rich.
saw it.
I'm
Rich, it's
watch
really
it.
your
You want-
mother that you're angry at.
Listen. And we were so ahead of our time. They're doing shows like ours now that we did.
Why was your show ahead? I got to hear this because Bonnie's dying over there. Your show is ahead of its time. Why?
Well, the Newlyweds had been on, the Nick and Jessica thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But no...
why is your show ahead of the time? At the time?
Because nobody was doing reality like that at all. Following...
What? When?
When we...
He's saying, I think what he's trying to say is
at this point, I don't remember TV without reality.
But
I don't even remember what it was.
The Kardashians weren't on yet. The gently produced, or heavily produced as they actually are, type of... They were more fly on the wall, like the Osbournes.
Okay, like Real World and whatnot, where they've just wung it.
And now you're talking like Family Jewels with that asshole and the Hogan.
Yeah, where they they're basically
Assisted
kind of
reality, they're
acting
called.
around whatever. Yeah,
assisted reality.
Assisted reality.
Our other pilot was so fucking bad. Oh my god! When I watched
Hold on a minute. I recognize this broad on TV. I'm like, how do I know her? Remember that artist Lisa?
Yeah.
That's Lisa.
Which one? No, Lisa.
Yeah, she's Lisa.
She's Lisa squared.
What did she do?
Holy shit.
Would be Lisa cubed.
Oh, get enough of the conditioner.
She only just had a little bit of peanut butter.
Yeah, on some ricey cakes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, but our pilot was so bad. The second one, the first one was great. The second one wasn't good.
The second pilot for Lifetime. Someone asked Rich. I heard him say this. Someone said to Rich, so "Did you think that was a good pilot?" He goes, "I watched half of it, then I turned and hit Bonnie in the head."
You don't like the second one?
Oh, God, was it bad?
Why? Were you listening to too many people?
No, no one can see it because we. As we were doing it, we realized we were like, we can't tell any of our friends about this show. If it gets picked up, we're going to have to be in secret somehow. It was that, it's embarrassing.
What was bad about it? That's funny, though.
Well, because it was Lifetime, which was probably not a great fit for us. And then they wanted us, they loved that we were edgy and everything, but then as we were doing it, they would say, oh, you're not, I don't know if our audience will relate to you guys. So then they'd put words in our mouth. Can you say this?
Like what?
Can you do this?
Like what?
Like when you come
they
in.
They put words in Rich's mouth and they drown.
They had us moving into a new house, which we weren't doing. I mean, they had us doing stuff that we totally weren't doing. So they'd rented us this house that we were going to live in.
And they took my furniture out of my house and put it in this. So I had it.
So they had some money behind this.
Yeah.
Oh, they
put way more than Comedy Central.
What the fuck?
They put in over like $250,000 for this pilot.
They overthought it, man.
And then, so they would, we'd come in and make fun of the house or whatever. And they'd say, oh, can you just come in and say, this is our new palace, or welcome to our new castle, or, they give us words that we'd have to say.
That's great.
Give us words we'd have to say.
We have to see that.
Too embarrassing.
Like the theme of the show is Bonnie. It was called Bonnie Gets Rich.
Yeah. And so then the beginning is me going like this. Hi, I'm Bonnie McFarlane, and I'm a stand-up comedian. And guess what? I married another comedian. Well, can you believe it? Yeah. Then we had a baby. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
And we're moving.
Yeah.
Not really, but
I know.
They say we are.
And they moved us to a neighborhood that, I'm not kidding, I think it's where they filmed The Wire.
That's so funny.
We were like, remember we had to do a scene in front of a drugstore? It was like we were scared to get out.
You guys got to put that on YouTube and do commentary or something.
Well, there's two scenes out.
No, it's too embarrassing.
I know, but now you could sort of say how bad it was and beat it up.
You can see two clips from Comedy Central on my website that are funny.
Not Comedy Central. We want to see the bad one.
No, I know you do. But then there's these interviews, the...
Have you seen our old shit that's up on?
Hey, listen, if I bring this... Listen, remember how we used to do the roast in here?
Yes.
If I bring this in, you have to have Colin and Patrice here or something.
Oh, my God,
because
no.
I'll bring this would be...
Well, Bonnie, we can see if you can really hang with the guys.
A 4-hour fucking...
This will be your hazing.
That would be a good
That's the last thing you need to do to join the fraternity.
Bonnie be hanging. She'd be hanging from a noose.
She's in her head, she's going, can I just blow you?
So it might not have been that bad, though.
I didn't have one funny line.
There's interviews with me where it's like, it's like me sitting there, like so that they have it in between the scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And so that me sitting there being like, I mean, what do I do with the baby? I don't know. It's so confusing. Like it's.
Remember when me and Kelly walked in with the picture?
There's so many bad things I can't even.
Wait, what was that one?
At least.
Yeah.
You and your ex,
I'll bring it in.
Wait, what was that one, Rich? You and your ex, what? You and Kelly?
Like, first of all, none of it's reality. They, like, I thought even though I knew they rented us the house, like, everything kind of went by fast. At some point, they're like, we're renting you a house. Like, then it's like shooting day. I still thought we were going to pretend live in the house while they documented us.
Yeah.
But no, it really was like, okay, walk over here, stand here, say this in front of.
Well, so it's no reality. It was
none, zero.
Well,
and
that's what they're doing with all these shows.
Yeah, so it's like the Kardashians and stuff, I think, do that.
That's all fake shit.
So they had us, his ex-wife comes in, and they're hanging a painting in the bedroom, and I have to walk in and be like, "What's going on here?" and stuff. I mean,
I'm getting too chill.
Was she a good actress, Kelly?
It was like
She
throwing
tested
a
better than
piano
us.
into a room. It was like, it was like throwing a piano into a room.
So what happened? It was obvious they were hot on you guys and put a lot of money into the pilot. So what happened in the end?
The focus group saw it.
They didn't know what it was.
They didn't know if it was a
So
sitcom
why wouldn't they rework it? They obviously like you two.
Well, no, I don't know why. Like,
well, it was the same people, Lifetime, that it had. When then, remember I just was talking about another show that they wanted me to host, so they still liked me after it. And when Rich was,
it's just the wrong network.
Why
Lifetime is too
that, though?
You need like Comedy Central or TLC or something. TLC is the freak channel.
Throw you in a house, let it roll, and see what happens.
With her and us going on the road with the baby, I have a clip of me and the baby on stage the other night. She brought the baby up. It's just funny as fucking anything.
You know what you ought to check? IFC, man. Seriously.
Wait, he says funny as anything. Where's the clip? That's one on Comedy Central?
No, it's on this DVD. I don't know if it's funny as anything.
It was from last night. He goes to Raina. He's holding her on stage, and he goes, "Give me a kiss." She gives him a kiss. He goes, "Give me some tongue," and then she goes like this.
So she knows what that means. You sick fuck.
And then she started picking her nose.
On stage,
horrible.
she wiped it on me on stage. She's picking her nose like her mother.
Kids killing. That's great.
We're gonna bring. I'll bring in the Lifetime if you want a whole day of fucking material.
Gotta see that.
Bonnie?
Sorry, Bonnie.
It's that
Will
bad.
you have to come in for that.
It's.
Have to.
I don't know if I.
Would you be embarrassed?
Yes. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed talking about
What am I
it.
going to do with the baby?
Pounding.
That's legitimate. You want to know what to do with the baby?
How about when Kelly was holding the Kelly was holding the baby and you
I'll bet you that got her goat.
Oh, they wanted this where Kelly, his ex-wife is like holding the baby.
Kelly
We don't
is.
know who to watch our baby, and we're going to end up with like his ex-wife is going to do it.
Yeah.
And I walk into the room and Kelly's, holding the baby and bouncing her, and I go like this. Like, one of those like moments.
Yeah.
Like they do the takes like 6 or 7 times. You have to like do it. And then I wanted after I left for Kelly to be like, say mommy, like be creepy,
Yeah.
But they're like,
Hand that
oh
rocks the
no,
cradle.
we can't have that.
No, that's not a Lifetime like.
Exactly.
No, but yeah, there's like there's sincere moments fake sincere moments.
You guys
coming
can't
from
give
it.
up on this because someone should pick this shit up.
Bonnie gets rich. I like that because it implies money. But you're rich, so she's got you. But it could mean gets rich, like she understands you. There's so many fun
Usually getting
meanings.
rich is a good thing, but in this case,
it's terrible.
And not only that, Bonnie was on a mission to do something for herself, and part of the pilot or the plot was to get her a desk.
Oh yeah, I
don't want to give it.
Well, no, because everyone needs a desk. Everyone needs a desk.
A whole episode on the desk.
Rich. I want my own space.
So you're trying to get a desk, and now instead of just going out and getting one, which takes an hour.
Could we please? You have to bring this in.
Can you be back by 10:30?
Yeah, we'll stay late today. No one will turn off the fucking channel. I'm telling you.
Gotta see it.
We'll bring it. I'll set it up for.
See,
Did they think the audience would be sitting there going like, "Oh my God, that's his wife"? That's Rich's ex-wife. Oh, no, and Bonnie's coming in to hold on.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Like, they pictured that was going to be the big, like,
They
one of the
did
moments.
think that. Well, because you tell stories in these meetings about your life and stuff, and then they want to just reenact exactly the stories.
Let's reenact it.
And pretend that it's reality.
Yeah. Did you do that suck my cock bit, Rich?
Oh God, it was like, and we sometimes they wouldn't have a scene for us to do. They'd just be like, "Okay, you guys, just go in here and be funny," or
and go.
Yeah, like we wouldn't know. We wouldn't have any. It's hard to be real when you got to hit your mark.
When you're being fake,
Yeah.
like that, it's either real or fake.
Yeah.
So I would be like, "Remember that argument we had 2 weeks ago? Let's do that." We'd just be constantly trying to come up with something. So it's really bad sitcom dialogue that we were writing on the spot.
And the writers were on strike, so the the executives at Lifetime had nothing to do. So we had a bunch of Lifetime executives on the set.
That's always good for the creative
throwing
process.
down stuff to the director, to us, and stuff.
I think they ought to do this.
Yes, and it was like,
say, Bonnie's being too mean to Rich's daughters. If I ever said anything funny to them, they'd think that I was being
funny
mean
is
to them.
Right, funny is mean, so.
Fucking assholes.
Yeah, well, Comedy Central.
I mean, you two for not making that work.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great
The
pilot.
thing was, like, if you want to do it fake like that, why don't you just do Larry David style? Like, why don't you just put a little bit of pre-production in and then do it? I mean, it seems weird that they think like, what's going on?
Someone's coming in the door.
Oh,
Rich is gesticulating.
Wow, very. It seems weird that they think like, oh, it's going to be better if we try to do it like a movie, but you're going to make it up.
Yeah, so that a focus group doesn't know what the fuck they're watching.
Yeah.
At first,
And then they think they have to tell the audience it's real. Like they have to, like they can't let on for a second that this might not be real.
Yeah.
And not only that, the fact that they use fucking focus groups that are clueless for anything. You know what I mean? Maybe to test like
Rich,
toothpaste or something.
They might be heroin addicts, but they're not clueless.
No. It's ridiculous that they can't make the right decision
remember when I
as
used to make you
executives.
laugh?
What's that?
Remember when I used to make you laugh?
You still make me laugh.
Well, you haven't laughed once at her joke.
That's true.
I laughed today a couple
Not
times.
really.
When?
When?
Keep trying.
Huh?
She's been trying to please you with
We've been laughing our asses
jokes,
off.
and
I
you've
showed you
just
my ass.
shunned her.
I showed your friends my ass.
That's when you laughed. You laughed when she showed her ass. Great.
How funny is her ass? How do you know about the inside of my house?
Especially when it starts
Oh,
talking
it's got you a little
about...
nervous, doesn't it?
I knew the OCD would kick in.
Got you a little nervous,
What do you
doesn't
mean
it?
the inside? Like, how do you know about my cow? Because I had a
Tell him who
picture
you've
on
been
Craigslist.
emailing with.
No, he has not emailed my daughter.
Well, you
my
know what?
daughter doesn't do email.
Rich, I'll tell you this much. It leads to something. Are you still paranoid of Bonnie, and do you trust her finally?
What about the
Kind
neighbor?
of.
Remember how the
Kind
neighbor
of.
knew your tiled floor?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
I always remember how that you got so upset that the neighbor knew that you had tiled the floor, but
Not
he
the
had never
floor,
been in the house.
the kitchen.
Whatever the fuck it was.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
The neighbor he's the rudest guy. Like he won't say hi, he won't talk. He's
Yeah,
like
'cause he
he's
can't have
totally
you
a
anymore.
loner. Like he's either more of an asshole than you are, Rich, or he heard that whole thing on the radio.
Oh shit!
And now he's like scared to even like make eye contact or have any kind.
That happens. This show fucks a lot of stuff up because my neighbor now they just don't even talk to me or acknowledge me.
Because they think you're a
want them
Nazi.
to.
Yeah, that's
They do.
Yes.
Well, think.
Exactly. Maybe it's the fucking fact that Downfall is playing on an 11-foot screen.
Do you trust her? or
Volume
what?
blasting.
Huh?
You trust her finally?
Why? What do you know?
You're paranoid.
Every guy's paranoid.
Wait a minute. Do you still have the fucking plastic cover on that screen?
I put a new one on it.
Well, just take it
It's a
off.
trio.
Jesus, who cares if you scratch it up? What's wrong with you?
I break a lot
At
of
least you
these.
could
I've been through a
see
lot.
it. I like when people put plastic over something and the plastic becomes so fucked up
Worse
that you
than
can't
any
even see
scratch
it
you
anymore.
ever
Yeah.
get.
Anyway.
I trust her, you know.
Sort
but
of.
once we do the DNA test.
I'm willing to do it at any time. That's why I keep picking my nose. No, I don't give DNA.
It's not your DNA, dummy.
DNA for what?
The baby.
But she had the baby.
Huh?
So you know it's
But
hers.
it looks
I know
like,
it's mine.
But it looks
I know
like
it's mine.
you.
It doesn't look like me at all. No one's
Oh
once said
my-
the baby
are
looks
you
like me.
crazy?
She's taller than you. She's smarter than you.
No one's once said
She
Raina
drools,
looks like
she
me.
can't read. I think she is yours.
Dude,
Are you kidding me?
What? You think Raina looks like me? that baby?
It's not.
I mean, our baby or her baby?
She looks way more like you than Bonnie.
Oh my God!
Whoa, Andrew Dice Clay.
No,
Is that the father? You just blurt the father's name out.
You don't think this kid looks like you? That dumb video me and you filmed on the street?
Yeah.
It's so obvious it's your kid. Could you get a picture of this somehow? Where's the latest picture?
Of Raina? At home. I got tons of them on my account. No, I just downloaded them to my computer.
But there's a part of your brain that thinks that it might not be your kid.
Rich, you can get a DNA test literally from the drugstore, from Target. So why don't I just go get one?
Because I would never do a DNA. Here's the thing about a DNA test.
Because if it comes out where it's your baby, then you're wrong and you're pissed.
No, that's why don't you just get the DNA test?
Because I'll tell you why you don't do a DNA test.
Why?
Because if you get it, okay, say it is my baby. Then our relationship isn't as strong as it is because she thought I didn't trust her. No. Okay,
that's not it. You just
I don't think you. So it's not as strong because you don't trust me.
I trust you as my wife, but as a woman, you can't trust. Here's the problem:
you don't want to be
life.
proved wrong. That's the problem. You don't want to be proved wrong.
Exactly.
You think you could trust any woman in life?
But you're crazy. You're insane.
I'm not insane.
You know how insulting that is to Bonnie that you're not sure.
I love her as my wife.
Holy
yeah, she says that's insulting.
And the kid has dark skin, has the same eyes as you.
Oh, there's not a lot of Puerto Ricans in my neyborhood.
Oh God, you are terrible,
Well, first
man.
of all, we've never seen a Puerto Rican. We've only seen just the dirty diapers on the ground.
See, the thing is this, Rich. Now, if you get a DNA test and the baby is yours, then you got no reason to be.
Then I can go get the tattoo of her name, right?
No,
on my
but that's
arm.
the problem. Is then you won't have any reason to fucking feel that way.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, then you won't have like a craziness to constantly.
And what happens? Just say to Slim. Let's be crazy.
Don't wave your hands like that.
Let's be crazy.
Right.
Okay.
That somebody roofied me one night.
That it wasn't
Had
mine.
sex in my front.
My whole life would change. Everything would be upside down, and it would cost me a fortune.
So, but then you'd at least know.
Just get the test.
Yeah, I'm not doing the test.
You don't want to be proven wrong. You know it's your baby.
What are the percentages in your head?
It's this way he doesn't feel guilty when he goes golfing every day.
What percent?
Like, it might not be my baby.
What percent do you believe that's your kid?
You don't want to be proven wrong.
No, that's not true. I'm too nervous to do it.
Norton nailed it.
No, because if she would, you actually said it first. She would actually do the test, and she doesn't seem to care.
No, you know what would happen? Say we did the test, and it came back not mine. She'd go, "Oh, it's bullshit. The test is wrong."
Well, it's from Target.
But why don't you?
So's your outfit.
Yeah, it's selling at Walmart.
These two.
This
is by the way, this is the first episode of your TV show. This is the first episode of your TV show.
You got some film for Arnold, right?
I say I say it in meetings. I think
Who wouldn't watch that?
DNA testing from Target? That's hilarious.
Because Rich this isn't a bit. Rich, part of him thinks it might not be his kid, which is just insane to me.
No, any parent.
I can't hang out with you or play golf anymore because you're scary.
You've had 20 reasons you can't play golf with me, but no one else will play with you.
True. That was hurtful. But true.
Every guy that has a baby, and you could ask any guy, okay, because none of you have kids, all right? Any guy, there's a part of him says, that might not be mine.
Kenny has kids.
Ask Kenny.
Dan,
at one point, maybe.
Danny, it's a dumb video on the YouTube channel, but at the end, you can see Rich and the baby. It's a close-up. Can we just get to that point of freeze frame if you can find it while we continue talking?
It was when you had your kids in the beginning, right, when they were infants. Was there any part of you that thought maybe they could not be your kids or one of them or whatever?
I still love them like my own.
You're an asshole.
The man of few thoughts.
You're serious about this stuff. You really have doubts.
All my kids.
No, he doesn't.
All your kids.
He just wants an excuse not to trust women. Which I'm not saying your mother's didn't mess you up, but that's
your mom fucked you
No, that's
up
not
so
true.
badly.
I mean, I trust Bonnie. Bonnie is. I'm
Then
not
you
lying.
wouldn't be wanting to do anything.
She's the best girl I've ever been with. I'm not lying. I'm not
Stop
fucking lying.
pointing, you asshole.
We'll watch movies.
Oh, there you go. Stop. You don't even have to look at the video.
Oh, yeah, see?
Let's see.
How do you not think that's your
First
kid?
of all, doesn't that kid look like the kid from Waterworld. No, Mel Gibson, the one that was on the boomerang.
Oh my God! From the Road Warrior, the little feral kid.
Yeah.
We're looking at a picture of Rich.
She doesn't look like him at all.
Huh?
She doesn't look like you.
I told you, see?
No, she doesn't look like Rich at all.
At all.
The nose is completely different.
Well, can I say something?
But is it
lips are
Bonnie?
different.
She looks
Yeah, the
like
lips are different, the mouth.
Ellen.
You don't
when
see
Ellen,
it in the eyes?
No, there's nothing in the eyes that is.
No. See how Bonnie's scrambling now?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
No, I don't see it at all.
Tell me how that baby looks like me. She's beautiful.
The eyes are exactly the same.
Doesn't look
I think-
anything
The
like
shape
She
of the
has
eyes are
blue
exactly
eyes.
the same.
She has blue eyes.
Does Bonnie have
Why?
blue
'Cause we
eyes?
both
No,
have
I don't have
bags.
blue eyes. Yeah, you both have bags on your eyes.
Wait,
Yeah.
what color eyes you have?
I have hazel.
All right. So
I've
you guys
hazel.
don't
I'm
have
trying to see
a blue-eyed
if it's
kid.
maybe she got a lot of Bonnie's looks. But
Nobody.
Doesn't look like
I'm
me
looking,
either.
going, no.
You don't see Rich in the eyes for real.
Maybe
No,
they
for
switched
real.
him. Maybe they switched your baby.
Oh shit!
No,
they
I
must-
followed it from coming
you
out
know
of her
what?
stomach.
Stomach.
I was in the delivery room.
Fucking, you're a fucking child.
We originally had a butterface, and I said, "Can we do something?"
I followed the stork.
See, now, if you... Okay, if you had a baby
Yeah.
throughout life, I mean, since the baby was born, everybody, not everybody says, well, she doesn't look like you. Wouldn't that subconsciously get in the back of your head?
Yeah, then
If
you get the DNA
everybody's-
test and shut
But
up.
But the
subconsciously
thing is that
in
you
the
used
back
to
of your
have
head.
a really
You didn't have
fat.
to say it.
You used to have a really fat face when you were little.
Yeah, you should have nice hair, so what are you trying to say?
It's growing out. Okay, no, but now you've got.
Short, by the way.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Why do I have to give her all the comments?
I know. I feel like I got to come here to get my self-esteem back. So now you've got a very, thin face.
Gaunt, sickly.
You've got that AIDS look, and but she looks like your father, and she looks like Ellen.
And maybe my father's the father.
I think she takes after Kelly. I think she looks a lot.
Well, she doesn't look like me, and everybody says it.
I'm going to tweet the picture so
Fuck it.
people can make their own
Fuck it, I'm
decision
done.
there,
I'm
Rich.
tired. She's not your kid. I admit it.
Opie Radio on Twitter.
Who's the father?
No,
I got about
She looks like Kyle Dunnigan a little bit.
I got like
Jimmy
I'm trying to
could
think of
be
Canadian comedians.
I can see how Jimmy could be the dad.
It's Jimmy.
because the kid has no chin.
Nice, cute little round face like Jimmy.
Look at that.
Yeah, there's
And she's
nothing.
fisting something.
Yeah, there's nothing that looks like you.
Really?
Except the hand size.
I see it right in the eyes, man.
She is cute, though.
Who, her?
But let's say you have some maybe. Oh God, maybe this kid's not mine. It's like she's so adorable. Like,
Yeah, who cares?
how
Like
could you
she
like?
is.
Wouldn't you just stuff that down, deny it, to be her father?
You see what I mean? See, that's the kind of stuff that someone says that's setting themselves up.
I'm telling you,
that's
he's
the
nuts.
fucking. What?
I
Who
can't
would
hang out with
say
you
that?
anymore.
Because
You're scary.
Who would
I
say
see what
I'll
you're
visit you
saying.
in the mental
I'm
hospital.
saying if what you're saying is true, that every man thinks maybe whatever, it's not your
There's
kid.
a lot of cute kids throughout the world. I'm not going, hey, I want to be your father. You know, she's a cute kid, and I fucking love her. But don't see how she's covering her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she's covering, but I understand definitely what you're saying.
I mean, when
You
someone
do?
says that, when someone says, how could you not think, there could be a problem? When she goes, well, even if she's not your kid, well,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Who would say that?
Someone covering their tracks.
Yeah,
Oh,
see?
you guys are
No.
so
Dude, you're-
turning on me.
Oh,
It's
you're setting her up
fucked
for a night of
First
hell.
of all, because I can't get through to you that she's yours. I've offered to do DNA testing. I've offered
Yeah,
everything.
of course you offer.
I've offered
That's
everything.
a bluff.
So now
You're not
I'm
gonna go-
saying I'm trying to help you get beyond it. That's all.
But
Psychologically,
here's another thing, too.
stuff it down. That's what I think what you should do with your anger, and that's what I think you should do with your doubts about your daughter. Stuff it. You've never heard that? Stuff it down.
Push them up. What I'm saying is, of course she's going to go, yeah, do a DNA test. That's fucking like reverse psychology. She's going to go, no, don't. Of course you're going to go, yeah, go ahead, do it. Yeah, I'm for it.
I understand your point, though, because she's like, but even if it wasn't, like, anytime someone says that, it's like, why would she say that if there was 100%, like, even if it's not,
Yeah. See,
Well,
now you're starting to lean towards me.
99% sure. That's not enough for you?
What's that?
99% sure
sure.
that it's your kid.
She's reasonably sure the father was Caucasian.
Yeah.
There's two other people that it might be, but
Rich, you're nuts. That is so your kid.
like it's almost amazing that that tiny little bit of sperm that you shoot out can make a baby.
The fact that you found it on your chest and scraped it into your snatch.
Oh, Rich.
Wait, Rich doesn't have big loads? Does Rich have little cumsies?
Little cumsies.
Yeah, let's hear about his cumsies.
I don't know where to go with this. More than a mouthful's a waste.
How would you know? You never swallowed it.
No?
She fucking fakes blowjobs. She does hand and mouth. It's a fucking
Your
half a
cock
blowjob.
is so big, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
My
That's nice
mouth
how you
gets
do it.
sore.
She's
fucking
exaggerating
cool.
again.
It's like being married to a dude, though. It really is. That's
why you like it.
And you really want to be married to it.
Without the most important thing.
If I could grow a full beard, you know how happy he'd be.
Quit shaving.
What about a strap-on, Rich?
What's that?
Would you have her wear a strap-on for you?
Oh,
Why? Because she just put it in her hand. Why take a chance of it falling off?
No, but at first I thought you meant he should wear a strap-on, which I kind of agreed with. Do they have those?
Oh, she wants you to wear the strap-on, Rich.
Take a chance of it falling off.
Fucking Rich. Rich just killed me.
I don't even get it.
Holy shit.
Someone on the phone says 10% of the population, the father is not the husband.
10%?
10%.
Let's say hi to JD in Atlanta.
He is calling from Atlanta, though.
Hot Atlanta. Checking in. Freak Nick.
Yeah, I was just going to let you know that if you look it up online, the studies say that 10% of the population is actually someone is fathered other than the presumed father.
Really?
So that means 90% is
R.
Yeah, so it's in your favor.
That's
right. Joe Vega just texted me. I slept with Bonnie. I want to test.
Joey Vega?
Yeah, I slept with Bonnie. I want to test.
Vega's a funny. He's a comic.
And
Colin, do you know how pissed at my pussy I'd have to be to sleep with Joey Vega?
To do a stock line like that, very pissed. You fucking Bodak. I'm getting seasick listening to you. Take a fucking break.
It's your line, you faggot.
Okay. When I wrote it, okay, then it turned into a stock line.
Wrote it? Come on.
With a quill?
Sometimes.
You fucking wrote something.
When you gave it to that messenger on a horse. I'll send this out to the king.
Voss is right. It's a common thought among fathers that the child isn't theirs. Colin in Tampa.
There you go. And the things she says, it just feeds into the, insecurity. I'm getting chest pains.
I'm telling you, if you don't stop doing it, I'm gonna. As soon as she's old enough to understand, I'm gonna go. He doesn't think he's your daddy.
Don't worry, I already told her.
You know how? Don't give her false hope.
See. All right, who do you think is the father of your child?
Could be one of many.
Any ideas?
What do you mean one of many? Well, because we've been together for years, so our travels. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah, but you're always like. I'm in a prison.
When we're on the road and I go play golf, maybe a club owner came around.
Excuse me.
Who farted?
Rich.
Oh, it was Rich. Okay. I thought for a second it was Bonnie. That would have rolled.
She took the blame for it. That's why.
Oh God.
But these are real thoughts in your head. It might be a club owner.
Yeah, I got a list.
Then stop playing golf.
What?
No, it's too late now.
Based on the looks, on your child's looks, do you have any idea of who you think it might be? Does the baby look like someone you know?
She looks most like the guy, the club owner in North Carolina. But that doesn't mean.
Look at how Rich looked at her.
Rich just spun around and. Oh man!
This is the first show of a fucking very successful
It's
TV show.
crazy. I can't. What do I try to joke about it, make it feel. I can't. There's no winning. It's just this endless.
Just forget about it. I'm getting anxiety and
just take the DNA test. So what if it's not yours? You'll love it anyway.
You think the father might be Mike Birbiglia or?
Ugh, no. The baby has a sense of humor.
Oh, I thought that was funny.
would have been funny if Travis wasn't yelling in my ears when the
was he
punchline
yelling?
happened. I don't know. He hit the wrong button.
Mike.
Oh, Travis just had a baby. You know what? Travis and Lisa just had a, I think a 35-pound son. Fucking a giant teenager fell out.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks, Rick.
And do you have any doubts, Travis?
No.
Okay, see?
No. Why would I?
There you go.
Huh? You got to trust your wife.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Phil.
You're welcome.
You got to trust your wife. You know.
Yeah, that's what marriage is all about. You got to have that trust thing.
But then again, Rich is like me in the sense that
Whoa, I
He's
never heard anyone say that before.
we both.
in the sense that, like, we've been on in all those years doing comedy, I've seen married women behave fucking despicably.
Yeah.
Like, I have trouble trusting the institution of marriage. I don't give a fuck who the woman is. No married woman that I've ever hooked up with in my life, and this is since the beginning of doing comedy, their husbands believe them as much as any husband believes his faithful wife.
Oh, boy.
It's like I've seen their ability to be deceptive.
But
on stage, I've seen girls at
bachelorette.
I've seen girls at bachelorette parties that will fuck you at their bachelorette party.
Yeah.
I've seen them. I've seen women come on to
But
me.
it's so weird, Rich, because you know why? Like, I honestly...
No, I'm not saying you, but...
Like, but if even if I found a pair of women's underwear stuck in your pant, like, while I was doing your laundry, I'd be like... I wouldn't think you had an affair. That's exactly. I think, like, oh, no, now we have to start dealing with this whole, like, sex change thing.
No,
I wouldn't think you cheated. No, I wouldn't. That would absolutely not be my
men,
first
you
thought.
could trust men more than women. Okay, well,
Jesus, Rich.
Well, no, that was wrong. That was wrong. What I'm saying is, the difference is, if I cheated, there wouldn't be a bait. Like,
What, no consequences? Is that what you're saying?
no. Like, I'm not going to come home with a baby and go, hey, this is yours. You know what I mean?
All right, well, that's the difference. But
no, it's not
the thing is, your cheating would be unprovable. Hers is almost provable that she didn't do it.
Okay, wait. Alleged cheating.
But you know what I'm saying? It's almost provable that she didn't do it because you get the test. It's like if you came home with whatever lipstick on your fucking collar, whatever hack thing happens to husbands, you could just deny it and she could go, you did it. But now that there's a baby, you could go, let's DNA test it. That's 100% answers your question.
Yeah,
so you can
answer
completely
it.
prove her correct.
Like, I would have to, like, if you cheated on me, I would have to go dig up that whore's body.
Why wouldn't you just get tested? Have the test
That's
done?
a great too nerve-wracking to wait.
Why
so
is it too
what?
nerve-wracking?
Dude, what's
Because
wrong
now
with
you're
you?
really not trusting.
Yeah, now you're already buying clothes for a kid who probably isn't yours. Why don't you just...
This isn't even something where you're like, oh, I got a little element of doubt, so, you know, the test would make me nervous. You're thinking that's going to come back not your kid.
No, he's not. Because you know why? He really doesn't. I think he 100% knows it's his kid. Because there's absolutely nowhere along the line have I ever given you any indication ever that
Not answering your phone?
Not answering my phone.
Doesn't mean she's getting deep dick.
That's what.
And every time, there was a couple times in L.A., there's a couple times when, like, I picked her up from a hotel where she went to meet her friend at a hotel.
My female friend, best friend, Lynn
But I
Chantal.
don't know if she was even in the hotel, but when I picked her up and she got crazy a couple times.
Because
like,
you started in on me about where was I, who was I with, going on. It's like,
but she started
already.
smashing, you know, and
because
twice.
you've been calling 100 times, you wouldn't
No,
let
I didn't
it
call.
go.
I didn't call 100 times.
Do you
no.
understand how frustrating it gets to when you're innocent and someone's constantly? It's like, and you can't.
Actually, no, I don't know what that's like.
It's called being a Jew.
No, but I can't.
No, I haven't done it lately.
Like
I've
if
been
there's
good
like
with you.
a match on the floor somewhere in our house or something, like he's how did this get here? It's like there's been workmen in all week. Like,
yeah,
sure.
Is that what you're calling?
Was your mom cheating on your dad?
We're not having work done.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Did your mom cheat on your dad?
I don't think
no,
so.
his dad cheated on his mom.
I
right?
don't know about that either. I don't know. They didn't
Wow.
tell me that kind of shit.
So, so he is when you were with your friend Lynn. That's Mitch's ex-wife, right?
Yeah.
Mitch's wife. I mean,
Yeah.
So he would call you while you were with her, and you'd look at the phone and see his number.
I'd have to like get her to talk on the.
No,
you know,
not that
hold
day
it
at the
up.
hotel, though.
Yes, make sure I was there.
Dancingbear.com.
What's dancing? What is that?
That's just something.
It's something to do with me?
Bonnie.
Wow.
I will say this.
Sorry.
What is that?
Is that?
What?
What is that?
What is it?
Ladies' night at the strip club.
It's a lucky girl.
This is what they do at bachelorette parties.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Just to make Rich even more
I saw a girl.
Look at
give
that
a
fucking girl.
Male stripper head once.
Yeah, she's just got her tongue out. This guy's laying his dick on her.
And some guy's going to fucking marry her tomorrow.
Yeah.
With fucking
you may not kiss the
cock on her
bride.
breath.
Okay, but Rich, I am not attracted to good-looking men.
Look at the cockhead on the top of her head.
I like the other one with the cock in her face. Like, no.
You can tell you're doing radio because no one's even listening to Bonnie now. We're looking at blowjob pictures.
Anyway, guys, another thing I wanted to tell you.
She had a funny line.
Look at that chick just sucking that fucking...
Look at his fucking abs. Look at those abs. Holy
Don't pretend you're looking at abs.
The whole fucking package.
Well, that's why he's a male stripper.
Yeah.
Look at those fucking abs, man. Can you imagine having those?
What is going on?
That's what happens at bachelorette parties.
That's it,
Exactly.
huh?
So, and what Norton was saying, I said that to Bonnie, that you see so many women.
But why would you marry someone that you thought was capable of that? Like, I would never have married you
I'm not
if I
capable.
thought that...
Listen, I used to play craps, and I took a chance of losing because I loved craps. I loved you, so you still got to take that chance in life when you love somebody. You know, it's like shooting craps. You know what I'm saying?
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
All right.
Just like
you
shooting
guys are
craps.
fantastic.
I guess, the odds are in your favor that 1 out of the 3 kids you have isn't yours, so.
That wouldn't
I
be
think
in
it's
my
Ellen.
favor.
It's in your favor that it's not.
Yeah, that's not in my favor.
You better hope it's the one that you haven't put money aside for college yet. I don't know. Never mind. Keep going. Someone help.
Wait, what do you mean? He didn't put money aside for someone?
No, I was saying like he's got to pay. If he finds out one of them's not his, he's not going to pay for college.
No, I would never check those guys. I fucking love them.
They're checking out the picture I tweeted, and it's like 50-50. Half think it's your kid, and the other half saying no fucking way.
Yeah, and the ones that say no way are doctors.
Yeah, exactly. The real father.
I think you guys, honestly, I think
If
you
the
guys
real
have the
father was
exact
a
same
doctor,
eyes.
I'd fucking be out of there.
Right. Yeah, really. Why would she stick around?
Yeah, why don't I just go with the real father?
Because she probably doesn't have money. Fling doesn't mean that the fucking guy's got money and stuff. I take care of you, man. Look at what
He
you
couldn't
look
be
at your-
a
look at your
comic with a
lifestyle.
bleaker future.
I know.
Yeah, look at
least somebody
look at
else
her
would have
hot
hope.
phone with the stylus. Oh, Jesus. Hell of a lifestyle.
Whatever. We have a nice thing going.
You don't have a nice thing going. I think you should.
There's
I
no
think you should
trust.
get tested.
Just trust her, Rich.
Get tested.
Do you think these stripper guys just fucking take Viagra or Cialis?
They have to.
Because it's
Oh,
like,
they-
how could they stay hard just walking around with pigs? Oh, yes,
They put
Alphonse.
I know the
Yes, Bonnie?
They put a ring around there.
Cock ring? I
Where
have
they
one of
get
those.
them
Yeah.
hard, and then they put
And then
something
they
that
tie 'em
holds
off?
it tied off. Yeah.
Oh,
I have a cock ring that I kind of like. I haven't used it in a while.
What's his name?
That was hurtful.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
What the fuck? We're just trying to have
Ring.
fun here today.
I don't.
It's rubber.
Yeah, those fucking get caught in the hairs.
I don't have hair. What the fuck's wrong with you?
You don't have
Shave
hair?
it.
Ew.
Pubes? Oh, it's all gone.
You shave your pube hairs?
Silly.
All gone.
It looks like you.
All gone?
All gone.
I'd
Wait,
trim,
you
I'd-
shave it
I'd trim
every
it up a
day?
little bit, but
No, I don't. I'm not very
Jesus.
hairy to begin with, but I shave every other day or third day. It's easy.
I don't get it
My
either.
balls are not hairy either.
I can understand, like, getting clippers and getting rid of, like, if you got fucking a lot of
Yeah, clean it
rambunctious
up.
hairs. Clean it up. Clean the yard up a little bit. But you don't have to go down to the fucking topsoil.
It's like it's totally
Yeah.
bare.
Really?
Do I have any? I'm not gonna pause.
Let's see.
No, I have a
I
day
mean,
or two, a day or two worth maybe, but I'll shave it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you get embarrassed when you've got a little
No,
fuzz and you?
For me, it's all how it feels. Like if I
First
can
of
feel
all-
it, I don't like the way it feels.
Yeah, first of all, don't you get, like, chafed from where hairs are kind of growing in, like, little stubbles on your...
Can you
But like, okay, can I just like look at that package? If you just saw that, would you go? That guy definitely shaves his balls.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Well, I'm not hairy.
No. You're like,
You called him a package?
Well, she means there's like a whole thing of
like,
shit.
yeah, it's just like a pile of shit with a really nice ball.
My balls are not hairy at all. I very rarely have to shave them. There's very little.
Can you, Barry, if you want to say something into the mic so you can say you did O&A radio to your friends, go ahead. You know, if you want to just like, if you have a comment or something, you don't have to just, because you're a comic. Would you, if you had a baby, would you feel a little like it wasn't yours?
Okay, that's all the time we've got.
Why did you have to go there?
I wanted to put him on the spot.
But you put yourself on the spot.
Yes.
Yeah,
You just made us all
sure put him on the
uncomfortable
spot, all right.
Boy, you showed him.
Let everybody touch
Why don't you
himself.
learn a little something from the pro, Barry?
Let me teach you something, kid.
Why is that guy just sitting there the whole show?
Because it's Bonnie's mother.
You don't notice them at home?
You don't see the resemblance?
You don't see him cleaning up the yard?
Oh, shit.
Oh, is he Mexican?
I don't know what he is.
I'm sorry, sir.
Where are you from? Venezuela?
Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
We started with that shit.
Yes.
All right, we could do this all day, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, let's.
I'm going to go home.
Rich and Bonnie, a
gotta move on.
pleasure. I think you guys should have a TV show.
Yeah, real one, not a bullshit fake house crap thing.
I believe.
Thank you, guys.
I believe in the documentary project that you're doing.
Thank you.
Oh, this is it's going well. These guys know what they're doing.
I completely
So.
believe in it. I think you got something on your hands there.
Is it bad that I thought, like, right when Bonnie walked in, she's wearing white pants, she's not on her period?
I'm
Like,
not.
is that a bad thing?
Every month when she gets her period, I'm going, well, great.
Yeah, really?
Why?
Because I go off in my cave.
You go to your period
I
cave?
go to my period. I go on the ice floe.
That's it. Go to your
Wait it
period
out.
cave. Don't come out until you're fucking done.
Any
Let's see a
plugs?
speck of
Oh,
blood.
I'll be at Mardi Gras in fucking Scottsdale, August 1st, Saturday. Is that August 1st, that Saturday?
Whatever. August 1st. RichRoss.com, right?
Yep. Mardi Gras.
Bonnie?
It's going to be great.
I'm just plugging up the blood flow. That's it.
Well, you're somewhere. I'm not bringing you anywhere?
Aren't you guys playing locally?
Tuesday, we're at Comics.
No.
Oh, don't come. Don't come. Don't come.
Governor's not till, but I'm there, not her. I'm trying to think.
You're confusing everyone. Here's how you do it. This weekend, I'm in Zany's in Vernon Hills, Illinois. The following weekend, 23 through 25, Punchline Atlanta. July 31, August 1, Manhattan Comedy Club in Middletown, New York. That's my buddy Rich Francese.
Oh, you're going to do it?
I want to do it,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
I heard it's a great club, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, good.
All right.
That's fucking
Have
cool.
you done it?
Yeah, I was in the beginning, yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to back there, and then I got an ultimatum from other people, and it's just like, fuck, you know what? Don't tell me what to do. I got fucking kids. I got to earn a living.
Bonnie.
Yeah, plus Rich is a friend for 15 years.
Yeah, what the
Not this
fuck?
club.
Yeah, no, we got good stuff, you know. We got coming up, you know. Good things. This movie's going to be fucking hilarious. Oh, they turned me off.
No,
What movie?
The show ended.
It did?
Yeah. That was funny.
What movie?
Yeah, what movie's going to be funny?
Yes, documentary.
Oh, the documentary? Yeah.
Documentary.
Documentary.
Oh, thank you guys very much.
We got time. I'll bring in that Lifetime video.
Oh, I want to see that.
Fucking horrible.
Definitely want to see that.
Anthony, I cut you off a couple times. That's all right.
Bonnie,
Hard
that
to
doesn't
see from
matter
back
at all.
there, like everything.
You say whatever you want.
Yeah, you're the funny one out of the two.
That's
anyway.
right.
You say whatever you want.
I told her in the beginning when she used to come in here.
He scared the shit out of me.
No matter what you do not cut Anthony off.
No!
What a dick.
I always watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth. Watch my mouth. That's terrible. You're an awful man, Richard.
You guys got to bring in that tape,
Did
though.
you text him?
Yeah,
I want to see that.
at 11 o'clock.
I got P2, actually.